In the world of radio shock jocks, the biggest are Opie and Anthony.
These people say shocking things that border on offensive in order to entertain their audience.
I refuse to sit here and think that radio has to be nice. Why? Why does radio, out of any other medium, have to be nice? We are being now held to a standard where we have to be nice and make people feel good. Go screw!
Radio bad boys, Opie and Anthony.
Controversial radio personalities, Opie and Anthony.
Infamous DJs, Opie and Anthony.
Talk show radio hosts, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony.
You know, I don't like Trent Reznor because years ago I dated a girl named Liz who had a thing for him, and she goes, you know, he's bisexual. And she said she masturbated thinking about me and him fucking.
Bobby, look up! Fuck you, Opie! Look up! To everybody knows, Hulk Hogan, go fuck yourself! You can't even suck my tennis cock!
The Opie and Anthony radio show, the most popular show in the history of satellite radio.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
That's unbelievable. Good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hi.
On this stupid Monday.
Yes. Looks like someone's got a case of the Mondays.
See, I'm in now. I saw
Office. You are.
I don't want to discuss Flair.
Your Flair.
I got the acquired amount of Flair.
Yes, but you need more.
Why would you need more Flair?
To show that it's important. And
yeah.
You have your priorities right.
We got a death here in New York City. Swine flu death.
Oh, my God. Now what?
And you know what? I was depressed on the way in today because they're just saying how nice of a guy this guy was. An assistant principal at a school out there in Queens. IS 194.308 school.
Yeah, I never went to a school that was a number.
Yeah, why don't you just name it after... There's plenty of historical figures.
Yeah.
Historic figures, right?
Yeah.
But IS whatever. And I'm depressed now. The kids are all crying. They're saying that he was the nicest guy ever. Why? Why is it always the nice guys?
I don't know.
Why can't it be the scumbag, science teacher that was touching everybody?
Only the good die young.
That's what
That's
Billy
what
Joel
they
says,
say.
right? So do we have a pandemic now? They're closing schools.
Well, the Center for Disease Control wants to kick this up to level 6 pandemic, which is as high as it goes.
What does that mean?
I don't know. We're at level 5.
What does that mean?
It means somebody died, I guess.
Oh, really?
I have no idea.
But
I don't know what any of that means. It's like,
what was wrong with this guy? Because
they just say he had underlying health problems.
Like what? I mean, he didn't look like he was in the greatest shape.
He was.
That's half of New York.
He felt sick on a Friday,
and
then he had a fever and everything like that, and he didn't go to the hospital until I think Monday or Tuesday, where at that point his lungs were filled up with fluid and everything, and he was in some pretty bad shape. I don't know maybe he should have gone sooner. I don't know what to say.
Well, I'm getting a little scared now.
Are you?
Yeah.
One person?
Well, I thought if you're,
Be more scared of the vending machines.
Yeah, true.
It's the old vending machine falling on people has killed more people so far. So
true.
He
was already. What is he doing? Why are all the phones just lit today? Cody.
Hey,
what's up, guys?
What's going on, Cody?
To be honest with you, I fucking hate the Howard Stern show. I haven't listened to it in like 10 years, though. So I figured, okay, we've got a free preview. I'll give it a 5-minute test run and see what it's doing. You guys weren't live at the time. Right after the commercial, check it out. I go over. They have a guy on the air. He goes, hey, can I throw out a plug? And Artie goes, well, if you throw the plug like Baba Booey through his pitch, it'll land over in the LNA show and nobody will hear it.
That old gag.
Yeah, Mad TV. It's a real jump-off point for people. Good job, Artie, you fat fuck.
What is wrong with Artie? He doesn't have to kiss everyone's ass. He's funnier than that. That's like the dumbest joke ever, and he's running it into the ground. If we didn't have an audience, what are we doing broadcasting, you idiots?
We wouldn't be here.
We wouldn't be here. Maybe you do it once or twice as a little slam, but that's his thing now.
Yeah.
Fat slob. No one's going to miss you when you drop dead.
Holy shit.
See, that's a joke, Artie.
Oh, God.
Fat slob. Embarrassing everyone around you with your stupid joke. And your stupid, I can't tell myself. I ain't taking that shit.
I know. No need for them to, be throwing ridiculous barbs this way.
The funny thing is, if you want to go, we'll go. We want to talk about this whole thing, we'll talk about this whole thing.
What do you think? And then I want to fucking hang out for another goddamn meeting after the show.
And then we got to march down a hall. But if you really want to go and talk about shows and effectiveness and helping a company, we've been in this building a month and a half. We've helped the company way more than that show has. They're in a dumb bunker on the other side of the floor, not helping anybody.
They've beaten me up already too much with the meetings.
Yeah, I understand.
So I can't even.
But the stupid throwing a pitch where the O&A audience sits. If we sucked that bad, we wouldn't be broadcasting, you idiots.
Yeah.
Anyway,
they said, well, nobody listens to them. Let's not sign them, and let's save some money.
Trust me, because they're trying to save money.
Yeah, believe me.
All over the place. So why would they sign a high-profile show if we had no audience? Ugh. And then they just look at you in the hall and smile like, oh, hey, what's up? Go fuck yourselves.
Underlying tension and everything, and your small talk in the elevator.
Right. Swine flu. So.
Speaking of pigs.
So, if you're healthy, the swine flu is not going to kill you? That's what I'm trying to get at.
I guess, odds are you just get it, and it runs its course like a regular flu would.
Right.
Yeah. You stay in bed, you feel like shit, and you start getting better, and then it's over.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have underlying problems, for some reason, I guess diabetes. Diabetes. Or pneumonia. If you got the pneumonia,
I can't think.
Get rid of the P already.
Right.
There's no reason for that P to be there. I hate the P in pneumonia.
That's going to make me laugh all morning. Why is it spelled P-N?
Who said that? We need a P in front. Why not just N? No. The P. Okay, pneumonia. No, the P is silent. Then why put it there?
Is there another word that starts with a P that you don't pronounce?
Psychologist.
Yes.
Oh.
Anthony.
Jesus.
My name, I'm starting to spell it Panthony, but it's silent. So just say Anthony, but it's Panthony.
I don't like how Jimmy excitedly just had to come up with something right away.
Oh, but I thought
how about we have fun with the fact that some words have the dumb P in front of them?
No, I'm saying I was agreeing with you because it was worthless. Like psychiatrist, psychologist, it's idiotic.
But in a weird way, that would make sense. But pneumonia never made sense.
Pneumonia.
Like when you see psychologist or psychology or psychiatrist, it kind of makes sense. But pneumonia.
Yeah. Why does it make more sense than pneumonia?
I don't know, but
it does for some reason.
If you think about it, it just
You're right.
does.
To see it spelled out, it's like, all right, that's psychiatrist.
Mm-hmm.
But pneumonia is just stupid.
Mm-hmm.
The PN never goes together.
Right. At least PS can be pluralized, like lips or caps, but you never see P and N in a row in the English language.
Yeah. All right, so we're okay then, right?
Yeah. Is it racist if there's a P before it?
the word.
Oh boy, that's gonna catch on. That one will catch on. So anyway, so just depressed on the way in because they're talking about how nice the guy was, and I don't even know the guy. Stop bringing me into your sadness.
That's what they do.
I don't know anything about this guy. Now I feel
he's dead.
Now I feel like I need to go to a funeral or something. What the fuck?
Yeah, it was. So I don't know what the swine flu. Scared? Everyone? You scared yet? It had a little bump and then it went away and now it's kind of coming back with a vengeance.
Yeah, but by the time flu season hits, we'll all have some kind of shot we could take.
I don't know. They're working on it.
What do you mean working on it?
Don't
they have a shot? They just don't have enough?
Give me a shot.
What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know if they have them or they just haven't gotten them out yet or they're not effective or what.
Mm-hmm.
I heard some woman today on the news as I was driving in just saying, like, they ought to close all the schools down and disinfect them all. It's like, all right, that's, yeah.
Until the next person with swine flu walks through your school.
Yeah.
Like, you think the swine flu really is sitting on a banister somewhere in the school?
Waiting for you to touch it?
For real?
Yeah. How long
What
does
are
it
the
live
odds?
there?
What are the odds that it's still just hanging out, waiting for some kid to wipe the banister and then wipe its stupid nose or
It's
something?
someone sneezing in your face or sneezing in their hand and then touching something on you. You know, it's shit like that. And then, like, the city's got plenty of surplus cash to be closing all the schools down and cleaning them.
Yeah, unbelievable. But you gotta, I guess, especially if someone dies, then you gotta.
Well, that school's closed. Yeah,
you gotta close down everything. Let's say hi to Charlie in Terrytown. Charlie,
those schools will stay open. It's the 4th of July.
Hey, Charlie.
Psoriasis starts with a P.
Yeah, that's stupid psoriasis. It should be psoriasis.
Unbelievable.
Why did they decide some words had to start with a P and some didn't?
Did they just run out of ways to spell? And
Yes.
You know how you run out of area codes and stuff?
Yeah. And then,
so maybe they ran out of ways to spell, so they just said, all right, just throw P in front of some of these words.
like synchronized seems like a word that they should have put the P in front of. Synchronized.
Sure.
But why did they decide that didn't get a P in front of it, but psychiatry did?
Well, I can't even say it how you say it.
Pneumonia. Pneumonia. It's stupid.
It really
It's like you don't call someone a silly goose.
No.
Tell them to suck your cock.
Let's say hi to Mark in California. Mark.
Hey, Mac.
Hi, guys. How are you doing today?
Hello.
All right, Mark.
Man, you guys, I went to see Star Trek in a theater. I'm a truck driver. I went to a mall, big mall in California, where they don't allow any truck parking, so we had to park 3 blocks away to walk.
Oh, geez.
I get to the theater, and I just can't. I'm watching the movie, and they show Sulu, and I can't get Anthony's gay Sulu out of my mind.
Sulu.
You guys ruined everything. You guys ruined everything for us.
It was
we love you
young,
for it.
supple Sulu, not the old
family,
queen that I am now.
There was a family of, shall we say, darker skinned people.
Is there anything more
sitting
frustrating than a
right next
guy
to us.
on the phone that sets up that what could be a really good bit
and then
just ruins the fact that we could be doing a really good
He
bit?
drives a tractor trailer, so he just tractor trailers over it. He doesn't care.
Truckers are very chatty.
They're chatty little Cathys.
Mark?
Yes.
Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark. So why don't you continue? It's the Mark Show.
There was
Live
there
from
was a
history.
family of, shall we say,
Well, I can't even
We
do the
understand.
truck bit.
We heard that
I can't
part.
even do the truck bit.
that just would not shut up during the whole movie.
Really?
Shoot him!
Sort of what we're going through right now.
Yeah,
so.
imagine. I can only imagine what that's like.
Yeah.
You're trying to enjoy something and someone's talking over it.
Can't even imagine. Why don't you tell us more?
Irony is a wonderful thing, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Well.
Well, he might have pulled himself out of a little bit of a ditch.
All right, Mark. We love you.
There.
Punching out.
Thank you.
Yeah, boy, a little chatty truck driver there, isn't he? Somebody was trying to ruin Star Trek for me a little bit by...
How could you ruin Star Trek?
Well, they brought something up that I didn't notice until I was just watching it recently again. Lens flare. Apparently, J.J. Abrams loves lens flare. There is more lens flare in the scenes in Star Trek than any other movie I've ever seen in my life.
What is a lens flare?
It's that kind of...
looks like the sun's hitting the lens real fast?
Yeah, like the sun or some light is hitting the lens and giving it that little glowy kind of... Yeah, Danny's got some pictures of some lens flare.
Oh, yeah, sure.
On there, that kind of thing. On the bridge, a lot of that blue lens flare light that kind of goes from side of the screen to side of the screen. I mean, it fits, but it is used a lot in the movie. And apparently not digitally. They did it with flashlights of various colors shined into the camera lens at certain points.
What's the purpose of the effect? Just to make it look like you're actually looking into a light on the bridge, or is there?
It does. It also gives some kind of a weird futuristic look to certain outside
shots,
space shots.
Yeah,
where the sun is you're in outer space and there's the sun and it's coming over a planet and you get a lot of lens flare. Oh, look at that, the original Khan episode of Star Trek had a little lens flare in there. What's that? What are they doing? They're just dumping in lens flare to goof on. That's funny. On YouTube, there's a video.
It's funny if you're a geek.
Of an
I
old
wouldn't
Star
sit through
Trek
this stupid video.
But that's the whole thing of there's just so much lens flare in the new one that they took this old one and just dumped lens flare on top of every scene.
Funny.
Oh, it's Star Trek geek and cinematically geeky. It's geeky on 2 levels. Right.
Oh my God,
It's
our
funny.
phones are fucking lit. So what about the lens flare?
Just there's a lot of it, which I didn't mind until someone brought it up to me. I didn't even notice.
And now you notice every time
and
they
now
do that?
I was watching. I'm like, boy, that is a lot of lens flare. But it works. I don't care.
Speaking of movies, I hear that Jimmy made the hold on a minute.
Pilgrimage.
The phones are just lit with half of them. Half the phone calls will get us a meeting pronto.
I know.
Trust me. Jeremy, Cleveland, what's up?
Hey, boys, what's going on?
Hi, Jeremy.
Hey.
Hey, listen, Howard's logo is on your channel right now on my Inno. It's saying Howard 100, XL202, and your name on it. I think they're taking over.
What? I'm not.
Just saying, it might be an error, but that's what it says on my Inno right now.
I won't believe anything unless it's confirmed.
That can't be possible.
Why would it say that and not? I would believe something if it was saying, tune in to blah, 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 because they would do that. But why would it say it and then our channel?
I'll take a Twitter picture of it right now. Follow me on Twitter, OPSkulls82, and you'll see the picture.
Following you.
No one's following you
No
on
one's
Twitter.
following you. As a matter of fact, if you're following this guy, stop following him immediately.
That's awful.
Thank you. Punching out.
All right, thank you. So, wow. I mean, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, movies.
Yes. Indeed.
I heard Jimmy finally got to Anthony's.
Yep.
To see the new movie theater.
I did. I seen the theater, but I hadn't really watched a movie in it.
Yeah.
A full movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I also saw Star Trek this weekend. I had a really big movie weekend.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
Went and saw Star Trek, and he was over at my house. Watched the movie in my theater. So it was just a movie weekend for Jimmy.
How was the experience?
It was good. I mean, when I saw Star Trek, it was really quiet. I mean, there was not many people there. It was a private little small theater out there on Long Island.
Yeah.
And
It's nice, that place, right?
Really nice.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Were you blown away by Anthony's theater?
By Anthony's,
Speaking
I was
of
too.
theaters?
Yes, I was. Anthony's was also very nice.
How's the sound? How's the seats? How's the service?
Well,
how's the popcorn?
The service was great. I wound up.
Something's up here.
No, the service was great. We get there. I went with my girl to. I'm like, let's go to a movie, and I didn't feel like spending any money. So
Were
I'm
you
like,
doing like a King of Comedy thing, bringing your girl out there?
Now, Jerry,
were you as welcome as Rupert was with his little dame?
Oh, he was very welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there were more snacks for Rupert. We get there. It's like 11 at night. I'm starving because I did spots I hadn't eaten, and I figured I will go there, maybe I'll have a snack and watch a movie.
Yeah.
So we walk in because there's always people at Anthony's. It's just Anthony alone in that massive house with liquor in his hand.
Really?
I was drinking my beers.
And I felt bad. I'm like, did we wake you? He's like, no, I'm just hanging out. He's like alone,
nothing.
drinking with a gun by himself in an 8,000 square foot home.
So what's going on with you?
It was a night where there wasn't like
no. You have built up this compound to be like one big party all the time.
It's not every night.
I understand during the week it might be a little rough, but on
now,
Saturday,
the night before, there was
big
some
party.
action
At
the house, but Saturday night was kind of mellow.
But Jimmy just described a very sad scene. You Saturday night. Alone.
I was lonely.
A beer and a gun.
Well,
very excited probably to see
I wasn't
Jimmy.
walking around toting a pistol in one hand and a beer in the other. As you know, I do, have a sidearm. And in my house, you never know who's going to kick through a door.
It was so creepy. We pull up, and there's just no action. We just look up in the window, and we see his two little eyes looking out. It was like the fucking Amityville Horror when the girl was hanging out with Jody the pig, her friend. So we're up there in this mansion, and we go downstairs. We're just talking for a while. And we're downstairs. Let's see the bar. And we go down to the bar, and it was, no patrons. Just Anthony swiping down the bar. It's already clean. It was just empty.
I did the old take the rag and go, what do you have? And then there was some shining jokes going back and forth. And
was he excited to see you?
I don't know. I felt like I was bothering him.
See, that's why I don't go there. Thank you, Jimmy. That's why I go there. But you walk into Anthony's house, you're like, I don't think I'm supposed to be here.
But I don't think Anthony was unwelcoming. I think he was happy to see us. He's just shy, and he's not too sure how to talk to two people, and just be like, he's just a shy guy.
You can't figure it out, right?
No.
It's very hard to talk to people that aren't drinking.
That's exactly
what I was getting at. I was trying to be nice today.
That's like a couple stopping by, right? And then as I'm trying to be a friend and talking, I'm jacking off on Craigslist. It was like you were watching somebody just kind of feed their own demon. And it was like, that's what that's like if I was trying to be a host and play with myself through sweats. But we were sat down. We just had waters, but it was still fun talking to Anthony, and showed me the basement, which looked even better than the last time I was there.
Yeah, it's coming along very well.
And so we decided to just sit in the theater and watch a movie for a little while, and watching it for a while. It was a bit of a choppy copy, but really, I don't remember the name of the movie, but I will say it was really good.
Yeah,
I really fucking liked it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we stopped. 'Cause I had to pee, which is the beauty of that movie theater. And so we stop it.
You can just pause the movie.
And as we're walking out, I'm like, you had any snacks? I was a little hungry.
I was terrible. I had assumed that since it was so late that Jimmy had probably eaten and then got there, but he was doing spots and stuff, and I didn't think of any of that. I had stuff upstairs, some chips and pretzels.
You're in a tough spot because when people go to your place, they expect some white glove service.
And
not from you, my friend, but from the compound
from the
itself.
Staff. From the staff.
Right, and Jimmy can't even get a chip in his mouth.
There was no staff. It was just me, and I'm a horrible host.
Oh, boy.
I would have felt more welcomed if he had held up his glass with a mark on his head and went, "Great party, isn't it?" And fucking blood came out of the elevators. That's what it was like. It was like going to see Jack Torrance at the Overlook. Just fucking creepy Anthony and his gun.
That's what's creepy about living in a big house when you don't have the action going on. It's a lonely place, right, Ant? A little bit lonely.
Yes. Sometimes it is a bit lonely.
You should set up one of your bathrooms like the bathroom from The Shining.
The Shining
You
bathroom.
really should. A mini version of that? What was it? It was like red or something?
I might need that without Grady in it as a background.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
That'd make a good background, Danny.
It's all red. It's a really great bathroom.
You could do that in one of your freaking bathrooms.
That picture we're looking at right now is Jack going, you chopped your wife and kids up into little pieces.
Yeah, he's like, he's got him on a point of contention.
Yeah. I think Grady's personality kind of changes right about there.
But it was so weird. I went to Anthony. How come there's no chips? He went, I'm not supposed to. And I said, who said you're not supposed to?
Well, Jimmy, not chips. We got legs of lamb and ham, cans of peaches.
He took me upstairs and showed me all the things that we couldn't eat. We don't have no ice cream. We don't have no chicken. We don't have no legs of lamb.
You like ice cream, Jim? well, too bad. We don't have it.
I got it. Sorry.
We know the snacks that we had was Mr. Turkle brought out. Oh no, that was Cuckoo's Nest. Right guy, wrong movie. Anthony brought out. We had some chips and some Doritos or Tostitos and some fucking the worst wheat pretzels, which is not his fault. Wheat pretzels are horrible.
The wheat pretzels.
They're terrible.
Angela, if you're listening, regular pretzels.
Yeah, if you're going to eat pretzels, just eat pretzels.
Eat pretzels.
Because they're not that bad for you to begin with.
I know. I hate
How
the
healthy
wheat
do you
pretzels.
need your stupid pretzel?
Hate them.
But it was fun. We stood at the kitchen at that. If you've been in, have you seen Anthony's kitchen? It's fucking unbelievable.
Boy, have I. No one has ever cooked in it.
No,
it's cooked in.
It's the perfect kitchen to really get some cooking done.
I have the guys from
once every 6 months.
Caterers there.
I actually pulled the price tag off the stove.
Yeah.
But we stood there and ate chips. I literally shoved chips, which was fun. We were just talking And we were just eating chips until I actually felt like, all right, I could probably take one more bite and just start shitting my pants. I ate chips. I never eat chips. I literally ate until my stomach felt full of potato chips.
Potato chips.
I wanted to ask Freddie, do you have any Wonder Bread, baby, I could ball up and eat? And fucking dab in the chip bag and pick up the...
Isn't potato chips the greatest treat of all time?
Phenomenal.
The greatest snack of all time?
Phenomenal.
You could talk about your snacks
God.
all day long, but potato chips, number one,
They
always.
are very good.
Always.
Very good.
Especially the salt vinegar ones.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Is there anything better than
No.
the fucking salt
God.
vinegar chip?
And
So
went-
anyway, so you're chipping away at ants.
Yeah, we were just sitting up there bullshitting, and Ant is a very. I'll say you do feel, not that I didn't when we first got there. I didn't feel like Ant was not happy to have us there, but Ant's like me. I'm an awkward guy sometimes too. Like if my friend and his girl just came over, I would just be a little bit weird because it's like you're trying to be a host, but you're a friend.
You're just my pal.
Yeah.
So it's like to come over and then I feel like I'm hosting.
Yeah.
It's a weird position to be in because usually when people come over, somebody else does all that.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to worry about that. It's like here's this, here's where that is. Fucking get it yourself kind of a thing, and that's what it is. Like Danny comes over, opens the fridge, just opens up cabinets. He doesn't give a shit. And neither do I. It's how it works.
Well, I did go grab myself a Diet Pepsi out of the
Yes.
fridge.
You actually found non-alcoholic beverages?
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
they're in there for his mixers. you gotta mix the booze with something.
Good point. Good point.
So yeah, we just had we went back down and finished watching the. I don't remember the movie. It's a newer movie. I don't remember what it was called, but it was really fucking good.
Yeah.
You liked it, huh?
Well casted. I couldn't believe how much the characters in the new one were perfectly representing the characters in the original.
Nice.
Just a great movie.
Really good.
And if it's still in the theaters, I may go see it. I'm not sure if it is. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go look around. But so we had a nice time, and then I looked over and fucking. Well, there's poor Anthony, fast asleep like the sweetest boy in his own movie theater. And I mean, when
I was
Anthony
sleepy.
when Anthony falls asleep, I'm being polite. He passed the fuck out. He passed the fuck.
I was just out.
How awkward is that? You're with your chick, and it's just Anthony, or you got some...
Just
anybody else?
Anthony.
Just Ant
Yeah,
in the theater?
That was it.
That was it.
Oh, that's creepy. And you'll look over and he's out cold?
Out unconscious. So I fucking.
When Anthony wants to sleep, he sleeps.
Those seats
I've been on flights.
are much too comfortable.
Fuck that. I've been on flights with you where your head's up against the hard window. And
Oh,
you're,
there's turbulence.
Yeah,
Guys
the-
doing barrel rolls,
Yeah,
and I'm just snoring away.
plane's bouncing all over the sky, and you don't wake.
I like my sleep.
Amazing.
So I walked around, I went upstairs, and I knew I wasn't supposed to peek into room 237. But I did anyway, and somebody tore my sweater.
Yeah, Jimmy came walking down the stairs. Jimmy,
Danny,
you okay?
Danny chased my girl up the steps with a bat. Said Anthony's place is easier to get lost in. What a massive compound. And so he was
Fun.
asleep, and it was just kind of awkward because I'm like, I guess we should go. I'm like, Anthony, literally that loud.
You couldn't wake him?
No.
I didn't wake up during the movie. And
the movie
that's,
gets loud,
That's
right?
pretty loud at certain points.
How
yeah.
the fuck do you do that?
I was sleepy, and I had a few beers.
Weird. My girl puts the key. I've said this in the
Oh, I hate
keyhole,
light sleepers.
and I wake up and I'm a grump. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to come home. It's not cranking a stereo or nothing.
You're a light sleeper, I
It
gather.
sucks, dude. It's the worst.
I like a good medium to heavy sleeper. That way I could walk around the house and not worry about,
No, it's the worst. Why, you used to be with a light sleeper?
Oh, yeah.
It's the worst, right?
Oh, my God. Now, the chick now, she's not, light sleeper, which is good.
It's good, very good, right?
She lets you out, right?
Yeah. Well, we knew at one point. I actually forgot to mention that we had been. We were eating chips towards the end. She came in and we were all talking, so I knew Anthony wasn't alone. And then we went back downstairs, and he was so unconscious. And she's like, "What should we do?" I'm like, "I guess we should just leave."
You should have robbed him blind.
I didn't know what to take. It was all so big.
You should.
What do you take? The fucking island in the middle of the kitchen? Take the pool?
Chief?
You should
just rip it out of the floor.
You should have taken the chandelier.
See, that would have been upsetting to me. Lower it down with the key and then just take it out the front door.
If I had an ounce of moral courage, I would have lowered his chandelier and then just left. Raise it, stupid.
That would be funny. I wake up, just knock into it.
But we left, and I didn't want to grab him and
So you
shake
left
him.
without saying goodbye to him.
I couldn't because,
That
first
is
of all,
really rude, Jimmy.
you can't grab a guy with a fucking 9mm strapped to him. That's what I was scared of. I would grab him and shake him, and he would just wake up and go, Blacks! No, we're your friends.
I don't wake up shooting. I don't even think about grabbing a sidearm if somebody wakes me up.
I don't know what he dreams. That's what creeped me. I'm sure Anthony's dreams aren't pleasant. They're not dreams of friendship. They're not dreams of good times.
They're usually dreams that I'm in some kind of trouble that I need to get out of.
Yeah.
Constantly. Those are my dreams.
You probably dream like a dog does.
Either bad people, my paws move.
When you see the dog like just getting all weird.
You think he's just chasing rabbits
Yeah,
in
you
his
probably
dream.
move the same way a dog does when he's
I usually dream about people. I'm in two bad situations. Either I've done something bad many years ago, and they're just on to me now with forensics.
Oh, I hate those dreams.
Or bad people are after me, and I really don't have any good defenses.
You never have a
against it.
happy dream? Just some dumb little thing that doesn't make sense, but you know it's a happy dream?
Yeah, there are times I do have happy dreams, but they usually turn into some kind of fucking,
monster or something?
Just, ghoulish, horrid thing. The only time I'm having good dreams is when I know I'm dreaming, and then I could, rape and pillage with impunity, knowing that I'm safe to do whatever I want because it's just a dream. Those are fun. Get away with murder. Get away with anything.
Yeah, that's you talk about that where you could control your dream at the end there. That's creepy.
Yeah, that's kind of fun.
Because we all have like the sex dream, and you like try to control, and then next thing you know,
you woke up and you're like,
you're being spit out of a womb somewhere into this whole
the Matrix.
fucking world.
You
of
come out
ours.
of the Matrix.
It's like fuck.
Yeah.
I was in a situation, man.
It was nice and warm.
Yep.
But Jimmy, yes, I did feel bad that I wasn't the greatest host like that. Usually, like I said, there are other people that host. I am just kind of the, Hugh Hefner doesn't walk around the mansion getting people things.
You're just the lord of the
manor. He's usually
manor.
got a bunch of people around. I didn't that night. It was an off night.
It was very comfortable, though. It was like, all right, dumbbell fell asleep. Let's go.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's like your friend fell asleep. I didn't care.
But that's what it is. You let yourself out. Fine.
It was comfortable. And then I had to get my I was driving out there. I may have to have my left eye touched up again from the eye surgery because it's not quite as good as the right, which part of that's normal, and I'm 40, so maybe it's good. Because driving out there, I was getting nauseous, because the lights.
Oh.
And then I realized that my windows were dirty.
So you're trying to.
My windows were so fucking filthy.
Oh, I did hear about this.
I was queasy driving, and then my piece of shit Easy Pass didn't register, and so I'm stopped after fucking 35 minutes to get out of the Midtown Tunnel, and then I'm sitting in the toll lane, and it's the one with the fucking arm that goes up.
Yeah.
And so I'm literally beeping for 8 minutes, and people are behind me. Blah, blah. I'm like, what do you fucking people think is happening?
Obviously have a problem.
And
you
why
idiot.
don't they come right over to fucking assist you? What are they doing
why
at
should
those
they?
toll booths?
Why should they?
That they can't come right over. They know someone stopped there.
Yeah, of course they do.
They're always looking. They know, but they will sit there and fucking chat, whatever, and then finally come over and take your Easy Pass and put it over some shit or whatever.
I was fucking blaring the horn. Everyone's beeping at me like I don't know it's my turn to go yet.
Go! The gate goes up if you... Yeah, it didn't.
And finally a cop walked over like after 8 minutes, and I was like, oh, thanks for coming. Give me it. He was so annoyed that he had to come over.
Give me it. I know, they're all annoyed that they have to come over because occasionally the Easy Pass thing doesn't work. Oh, just get rid of the gates, first of all.
Yes.
Get rid of the fucking gates. Like Jersey, they don't have gates. So you go through them. If it doesn't register, they snap a picture of your plate. They send you a bill.
And they make more money off
Or
you.
if you have Easy Pass, they just take it right off of your Easy Pass, which is fine.
Well, the gate is stupid because, if you blow through there, they'll make more money off you.
Well,
So get rid of the stupid gates.
Mine didn't work the other day, and I do the old very confident it's going to work roll kind of through. I don't stop, and the gate was on the hood of my Escalade against my windshield.
Beautiful.
So I'm like, ooh, this isn't good. Oof. So I looked real quick and backed up. And there's signs everywhere, do not back up.
You have to.
Do not back up. It's like, no, I got to back up.
Is this really breaking news? Major delays on the Long Island Expressway.
Oh, wow.
Is that really breaking news?
Would have been for me.
That is something that happens every fucking day.
Well,
every
maybe not
fucking day.
Not this early.
Yeah,
breaking news would be smooth ride all through Long Island.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I don't think I'm going to buy a house on Long Island, because of the stupid, that dumb Long Island Expressway.
I don't know how Ant does it in traffic.
I don't know
the
how he does
Parkway
it
now.
either.
I stopped taking the Expressway. I take the Parkway now.
I don't want to lose this instant feedback. You got Anthony, a.k.a. Ratspit Kelowna? Anyone have a clue why he's named that?
I don't know.
All right.
Somebody was saying that I was I in a bathrobe throwing firecrackers around the house.
That's funny, too. Opie, Jimmy should have tied him up and put a sign on him saying, I've been home invaded. And then you should have put that up on Twitter.
Yeah. I think I would have woke up if somebody was tying me up.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
I think I would have.
No, I don't think so.
It only took a couple of nudges to get me awake.
Yeah.
When I finally was awakened.
Yeah, let's get your side of the story. And then you wake up and Jimmy's just gone.
I woke up, I looked around, I went, oh, and then I went like, oh no. Like when I fell asleep on the show that day.
No.
I was like, uh-oh. So I look around and I go, I assume they're gone. And she goes, yeah. I go, oh, okay. Everything cool? She goes, yeah, they had a good time. They left. Said thank you.
Anthony sent me a very funny text the next day. He goes, sorry about last night. It was like sometimes I have people over and they're boring, so I fall asleep.
I had to turn it around.
I couldn't argue.
Boring company, so I had to sleep.
Two assholes coming over for some water and a free movie.
And pretzels.
Got any snacks?
Bed snacks.
Guy just wants to be alone in his house for once. Fucking interlopers show up. Movies, snacks, entertainment. Do the impressions you do. Could you do some voices for her?
Oh, it was very nice hanging out there chatting with you.
That's funny.
It was at the bar.
We had fun. It was good. You fell asleep. I was like,
I know. I did feel bad. I was up early, and then what can I say?
That's fine. We're heading toward our first break. We got a busy show. Ben Stiller, speaking of movies, will be in here at 9 o'clock. Yep. Greg Gutfeld from Red Eye. Ant's doing Red Eye tonight, right?
Doing Red Eye this evening, yes.
And Andrew Dice Clay stops by before he heads back to L.A., so he'll be here today as well. Speaking of movies, Obsessed, number 5. What is Obsessed? That's the movie with Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Right. That was number 5 at the box office. Ghost of Girlfriend's Past.
Oh, my God.
I guess the chicks are going and seeing Matthew McConaughey.
Couples are probably going, and that's the one that they're bleeding into.
Wolverine. Man, you know what? The more I talk to people, they just don't like this Wolverine movie.
Yeah.
I can't talk because I haven't seen it. But just in my everyday travels, people are like, I just didn't like Wolverine.
Yeah.
They liked Star Trek way
dropped
better.
the ball on this one.
Star Trek, number 2 at the box office, made another $43 million.
Jeez.
So well over $100 million in the first 2 weeks, right?
They're making plenty of money.
And then Angels and Demons, for $48 million, the number 1 movie at the box office. And people saying about Angels and Demons, too.
Really?
That's one I got to check out, though.
Yeah. Definitely got to see it.
Mm-hmm.
That's our movie wrap-up.
It was an excuse just to play our Ron Howard thing.
Oh, yeah.
We had Ron Howard in here, and the boys noticed something about Ron Howard. He laughs a lot. So they put this together. And are we going to start doing other ones with this thing? We're going to remix the shit out of this?
I wanted to do some last week, but Derek was busy, so hopefully today we can get to it.
All right, and the listeners could try, too, right?
Sure, absolutely.
Do they have the raw audio somewhere?
We'll get it to them. We'll figure out a way that they could access it easily.
Yeah, we got to get the website going.
Yeah.
I love the people that are like twittering and saying you haven't updated the website in 2 months. We know.
Yeah,
we obviously know.
Believe me, we know.
We're trying to figure out, what to do with that whole thing next.
Yeah, someone's got to take the
we know.
charge of it, and
we do know. Trust me,
update it and be kind of a webmaster for the website,
right?
Because it's just kind of sitting there.
We know, and we'll figure something.
What is
out.
that?
Nothing. I'll show you guys later.
Oh,
what is this?
Wow!
Is someone trying to be the new webmaster, Danny?
No, someone's just trying to be a good boy and help.
You know something? I like that.
I do too,
It's
especially
simple,
the right side.
It's it's simple. It's nice. Let me tell you something, my friend.
Oh, who's this?
I
like this.
I like shit that is just like that. Not a lot of crap to sort through like we have over the past fucking decade.
Less is more.
Less is more, Danny.
Less is more, Danny.
I like it.
I like it.
It's not complicated enough, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see a logo on it.
I don't see a logo on it.
Yes.
Hey!
Hey!
Opie's stupid.
Opie's the greatest radio show host ever. Fuck, you got me again. Here's Ron
Fuck,
Howard.
you got me again.
Here's Ron Howard being stupid.
And now, 59 seconds with Academy Award-winning director Ron Howard on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hey, how are you? How are you? Nice to see you.
What's up, Ron?
Hi. How are you? Well, that was the really. Well, the thing. It was sort of an. Cool. Yeah. Cool. Thanks a lot. Nice. Bye-bye. Thanks.
That was Academy Award-winning director Ron Howard on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Opie and Anthony, starting another fine week of radio. Actually, we're an hour in already.
Yeah.
And we did a good hour.
My God, I about a week ago pushed probably a glob of wax into my eardrum. Like I was cleaning out my ears, and occasionally, I know. And occasionally you make that mistake, and it pushed it in there. So for the past week, I've been pretty much deaf in my left ear.
Clean it out.
I can't get in there enough to clean it out. It's so backed in there. So last night I got the Murine ear cleaner thing.
Is that the ear candle?
No, that doesn't work. It's the fucking drops you put in your ear.
Okay.
For about 4 days, you put these drops in, let them sit there a while, and then after 4 days, you tilt your head over the sink, you take the warm water and the little douche, and you go like that, and the wax comes out of your ear. But until that happens, when you put the Murine drops in, it's even worse. It's worse than just having waxed up, because now the Murine fills up any little space where sound was getting through. So I am totally deaf in my left ear.
Go see a doctor.
Nah, this happened before. Remember when me and Stinky had it, Garrett had the same problem when we came back. I think it was from Vegas or somewhere, wherever they had sent us. And the pressure in the plane, pushed wax in our ears or something. So for a week, me and Stinky couldn't hear anything out of our left ears. And then it just gives way after a while. But now I'm doing the Murine thing, and but for 4 days. So this morning, I was just going, trying to do the old suction cup thing, and it worked a little better.
Uh-huh.
But I realized if I just tapped my fingers together in front of my ear, nothing.
You can't hear that?
Now I can.
You should maybe see a specialist.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's wax.
Yeah.
I have overactive wax gland. I love doing the Ted impression, Jimmy. It's an homage.
Waxy ears are very common in certain areas, Anthony. My whole family has been stricken with waxy ears. Sometimes I would sneeze and I would get yellow gunk on my shoulders. They called me Waxy Ears Teddy, and I hated it.
That is an awful thing to be called.
Yeah. I would clean out my ear. I would wrap my fist in a sock and shove it into my head.
Holy shit!
I haven't cleaned the wax out of my ears in probably 10 years. I mean, I do the Q-tip thing.
Well, if you do the Q-tip, then it's not
keep
going
it
to be a
nice.
big build-up.
But I'm sure there's build-up inside. But my headphones are so loud, I figure it's just protecting my ear stuff.
That's what. Oh God, Danny, what was that?
No.
Oh, God.
Really? That's earwax?
Terrible.
Yeah, Google image earwax.
Is that
pictures
like
today.
right against the eardrum or something?
I think so. It's kind of difficult to tell from that angle, but
Yeah,
it's extremely
like from
putrid.
a scope. It's like for some kind of that ear scope that they put in there.
Mm-hmm. It's like peanut butter.
I went to the doctor and he put the thing in my ear, and he looks around and he goes, this one's really clogged up. I was like, I don't know what to do. I clean them out. I
Your
think
rear is clogged up?
my ear.
You said
No,
in your ear.
He put it in my ear, not in your ear.
Oh, I thought you said
it doesn't
in
work
your
like
ear.
that. He said, see, here's how it works. The doctor said, I'm going to put this in your ear. That works. Okay. So the doctor said, hey, Anthony, I'm going to put this in your ear. And I said, no, you're not.
And it was clogged up?
It was clogged up, yeah. I was all packed.
How old are we?
Very immature.
How old are we, really? I don't even know anymore.
It was all clogged. So he cleaned it out, and that was very nice. And then after a while, you get it out there. But for some reason, I clean it out. But I think spending so much time, even though my volume isn't crazy, with headphones on and like years of music and
It
shit
just
like
gets
that,
sweaty. We wear these headphones for 4 or 5 hours a day.
The
It gets
wax
sweaty.
is put out there again. It's like a protective thing, It's there to protect you.
That's why I
your
leave it
ears.
in there.
So the louder shit goes, the more wax it's going to produce.
I leave it in there. I just clean the rim.
You just leave it caked.
Yeah, just
a nice
caked in there
wax
deep.
cake.
Why not?
Looks like a fucking big rosin thing to rosin up a bow with. It falls out of your head.
Let's say hi to Jimmy James in New Hampshire.
You can call me Ray, or you could call me Ray J, or you could call me Ray J. Jimmy James, but you doesn't have to call me Johnson. You could say Ray J. Johnson.
Boo.
It wasn't necessarily Ray, because it was Ray J. and the J was Jimmy or James.
I don't remember it.
Oh, it was wonderful.
What do you got, Jimmy James?
Hey, just wanted to call in with a little more proof that the boys over at Family Guy are indeed listening to the show.
Oh.
Last night, they stopped midway through the show to yell at the advertisements at the bottom of the screen.
Really?
Yeah, they totally just stopped the show, and Stewie was like, "Oh no, I'll wait. You're more important than the show."
No, did they really?
Oh, they certainly did. They actually did it on a couple occasions.
Oh my God!
There's something. There has been something going on with Family Guy in this show for many years.
What, he actually said, "Oh wait, I'll wait. You're more important than the show. Go ahead."
It just feels like maybe there's a writer that works on that show that just might take a listen here
Throw
and there
a few
to this
things
show.
in. That's cool.
I know there's a bit of paranoia when you say that, but I don't, yeah, exactly, exactly. Thank you, Jimmy James.
No problem. Later, boys.
All right. Very good news over the weekend. I think we should get this story out there. Those car warranty calls that every single one of us have been getting for, what, a year and a half now?
Yeah, there's a good thing here and a fucking thing that proves that politicians are assholes in this whole thing.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, let's go right to the news story.
Texas Attorney General Greg Abbott is charging several companies with false and deceptive telemarketing practices. The companies use so-called robocalls to alert consumers that their auto warranties are about to expire, and then they offer new service plans.
More than 100,000 Texans complained about these unwanted robocalls, which they get at home, at work, and on their cell phones.
And it's a recording. There's not even someone there.
Totally aggravating. It's a pain in the butt to have to get those calls.
The automated calls randomly target people, even if they are on the do not call list. Thursday morning, Texas Attorney General Greg Abbott took action against these companies. He filed a lawsuit in federal court charging 3 telemarketing firms, SMC Media and OnPoint out of California, as well as Pacific Guard Warranty of Nevada, with participating in an unlawful scheme to sell vehicle service contracts, which were falsely marketed as extended warranties.
Good. So it's going to stop for the whole
It is
country?
good.
It
Well,
starts
I don't know. Starts in Texas. We'll see what happens. But here's the deal with New York.
Yeah.
This has been going on for quite a while. Everybody's known about it. It's a scam. It's bullshit. Chuck Schumer, our own Chuck Schumer. What a great guy this is. I don't know what he's done without Hillary to shove his head up her ass. But he was in a meeting and got one of these calls on his cell phone. And that's when he decided, well, something has to be done about this.
Like people haven't been telling him for the last year and a half?
Exactly. Until he was directly affected. It's not about you. It's about you representing the people, dummy. So he finally decided when he was affected that it's now time to do something about this.
I was amazed.
I was in a meeting, and my phone rang, and when I answered it, it was one of these automated calls for a car warranty. Was it? Really? How about we've gotten hundreds of them over the past couple of years?
How many do you think you've gotten in the last year? I would say
my phone number, I don't use it.
I would say 200.
Yep.
Between all my phones.
I've been woken up from
Easily.
naps. There's
Easily.
nothing that's... I don't think I've ever been angrier than when I finally get to sleep after the show and I pick it up and it's that warranty.
Yeah.
I fucking... It's like you want to bite the phone, but then you'll just hurt your own teeth.
My home phone number now, the one that is hardwired...
But you would.
It could hurt.
Yes, I love my teeth.
I don't use it as a regular phone anymore. I stopped using I use my cell phone, which I haven't gotten many. I've gotten a couple of those warranty ones on my cell phone, but my regular hardwired phone in my house is now just my fax line. It's a fax line. So now when telemarketers call, they get fucking fax sound. Mm-hmm. And I don't even use it.
I say I get one every other day, easy.
I got a website address, which I've used, where you can call them and get through their offices and actually ask for ones personally. And I heard that this website just fucking tortures these. Some listeners send it to me in an email, and they torture these fucking assholes.
Good.
They leave their inboxes full of mail. They just fucking... I actually called and got one of them on the phone and just started asking stupid questions until he hung up. When they call now and they ask about my car, and they're like, "You have a warranty?" I'll talk to them, and I'll go, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, I'm glad you guys called." They're like, "Well,
tie them up if they're tied up, they're losing money. If they're tied up with somebody that's goofing on them and not paying money, yeah. So that's what you do.
Go ahead, Jimmy.
And that's it. They'll say, "Well, like, what kind of car you got?" And I'll be like, "Well, you guys called me. Which one are you calling back?" 'Cause I got 3. And they'll be like, "Well," and then they have to tell you how they got your number.
Which one are you calling about?
And I told them I had like a 58 Studebaker. And I'm like, I bought it from a guy. I'm like, it had a 3-year warranty on it, like as is, but could I get it? He goes, no, we can't do anything past 81 or whatever.
What?
I'm like, why? What happened? And they just fucking hung up on me.
That's good. Mm-hmm. Fucking assholes.
Good.
Vultures, leeches.
Yeah, but why was it allowed to go on as long as it did? Like the politicians.
Again, the politicians.
They'd rather go after the dumb stuff.
Video games.
mean, it's one of our themes here. Violent video games and really stupid stuff that really don't
prostitution.
affect a lot of people.
Yeah, Craigslist.
Robbery.
Right, Craigslist, exactly. How many people are being murdered by some lunatic because he went on Craigslist? Yeah. Really?
Come on.
Here's the second part of the story.
We believe that these penalties will be a death penalty for these companies that are violating the no-call list and trying to put upon Texans false and misleading information about the expiration of car warranties, which in fact are not occurring.
Abbott says these robocalls violate Texas deceptive trade practices as well as telemarketing sales and FTC rules. People applaud Abbott's efforts and hope this will put an end to robocalls.
Maybe it'll make things stop. Maybe he'll get some money out of it. Who knows? But it can only bring good things.
I hope they'd stop calling my phone.
Yeah, do you? Did you really need that guy?
Yeah. They've invited the staff to drive down Dealey Plaza, I believe.
Yeah.
Hey, come on down.
I just
Visit
like
Texas.
I love the man on the street guy, though. Well, what do you think he's going to say? Now I'm going to be lonely because that was the only phone calls I was getting. Of course they're hoping it stops.
It's true sometimes, Opie.
Yeah.
It is the only phone call you get at home.
Well, that's sad.
Knocking around.
You know, some old people are just saying, they go through, I don't have a car, but they're just trying to talk and click.
Yeah, click. But how's the weather where you are? Ask me about my grandchildren. No.
My son has a car.
Does he? What's his number? Or shut up.
Exactly. When's the
no
warranty
one wants
expire?
to talk to burdens.
No one.
God damn, it's such a just an obligation.
Yeah.
To sit and chat with the burden.
With older people?
Yeah. Most of the time, dude.
I'm thinking, actually.
There's a couple of people
I guess if they're not your old people, you're right.
No.
I used to enjoy, talking to my older relatives.
Sometimes. I don't mean, older, they could still carry on a really good, funny conversation.
You're talking about the ones that are over the hill.
You have nothing to relate to.
In the twilight of the... What do they say to make it
in the
sound
twilight of their life. The golden years.
Yeah, okay.
Really?
Exactly. Golden because you're peeing your pants. And what's the
golden
what's the color of urine?
Fucking brown years.
I love how they try to, ramp that shit up.
Yeah, make it
No,
sound
you're
like...
old and it's just about over. Let's call it the twilight of your life.
I love those commercials where they have like for Centrum Silver for the old people or whatever it is, AARP or anything.
Wait,
and you
slow
see
down
people...
a little bit. Centrum Silver, isn't it too late for vitamins at that point?
Yeah, what are you doing?
What are you really making better
Unless
in
it
your
makes
body?
you Benjamin Buttons,
Right.
It's look, there's an old couple on a hammock that Danny just pulled up.
Yeah.
And the best thing is when they look in the camera in those commercials that are just for like Ensure or some old people, it's like they look and go, "These are the best years of my life, and I'm going to make them last." It's like, no, they're not. Just rationalize it if you have to, but don't piss down my back and tell me it's raining.
Yeah, there's nothing.
This is not the best years of your life. You're pissing yourself. You're drinking fucking shakes to keep alive. and you're not fucking anymore, and your pussy's a dried out old fucking hole.
When you get to the point where you got a pill box with M,
Christ,
W,
it's over.
When you have to start taking all medication under your tongue, you're finished.
Jesus.
They're smiling, having a Centrum. They both have old person breath.
Oh, of course.
I was like, Sanka.
It's like, what? Don't lie. Just say, all right, look, I'm dealing with it with Ensure. I'd rather be younger, but the option is being dead, so I do this.
These are the best years of your life. What did you do before that?
Yeah, exactly. What the fuck? Were you a hostage?
Yeah.
They used my face to test the strength of horseshoes.
Then I guess these are the best
Yes,
years.
they are. Upside down U shape in the side of your old head.
If it's the best years of your life, if it's the best years of your life, why do they only talk about three things? Their health problems.
Oh, yeah.
Food. Yeah. And where to get the cheapest gas in town.
Cheapest.
That is pretty much it.
Yep.
Those three subjects come up over and over again.
I've goofed on this for years. You go into a diner, especially in some areas of Long Island that are predominantly older, maybe Jewish people, a lot of older Jewish yentas like that, but could be any old people. You go into a diner, and they sit you in a booth next to some old people. Guarantee, and I say this, I go, to whoever I'm with, I go, watch how long it takes before some horrid medical condition discussion kicks over. And before you know it, there it is. And his liver, they found the tumors, and they just couldn't get him out. He went to the ear, nose, and throat person, and they're thinking it might be the cancer. But it's... And I'm like, I'm trying to eat.
Yeah.
Just stop talking. And that's all they fucking talk about.
Yeah.
Is their medical problems. And he died. Yes, it was tragic. 97. And she died. It was she was so active. What? A pinky moved? Just horrid.
She wasn't active.
No.
They found her because the letters were piling up through her mail slot. How active was she?
Oh, just baby powder smell when you open that fucking door. Yeah. Enough.
E-Rock, what?
No, really. I'm not even trying to mess with you. I don't really know what you just handed
What,
me.
E-Rock? What is it?
The caller was saying that line from Family Guy sounded like something that we used to say, so I just pulled the line.
Okay.
Our love is like two figs hanging from a fig tree, cradled by Cupid's own hand. You and I are like... I'm sorry. Is my wedding interrupting your promotion? We're right in the middle of our show. Okay? Right now. You have a time slot. Go there. Maybe finish this candy bar before you open another one. Well, at least it wasn't one of those promos where they got the whole cast shoving each other playfully like they're all good pals. Look, there we go. Oh, look at them jostling each other around. Oh, they give each other a hard time, but they're friends.
It's funny, man.
It's definitely funny. The first part of it, what? Am I
a little? Yeah. But
the rest was
jostling each other around.
That
like
is
pals.
great because those things are so fucking. They're huge. They're huge. First of all, now it's not even a little thing in the corner. They're huge scenes from the show that they've like rotoed out the background, so they just kind of fly into the picture with the graphic, and they do things, and they smile at the camera. So distracting.
How about we enjoy the show we're watching before we go on to another show?
Yeah, thank you.
Is that crazy?
Oof.
Is that crazy to think?
It's not even so bad. Like I don't even mind that now because there was a period of time where TBS for a while was actually stopping. They were pausing the show that you were watching.
Oh, I remember that. That didn't take off.
No, not really. It only lasted a few weeks, but
yeah.
And then Travis, what show is that they were interrupting?
I remember
for?
seeing
it was like
that.
the Bill
Engvall
show. Yeah, the Bill
you fag.
Engvall. I don't even know who.
Why
that
would
is.
you interrupt Bill's show? The flow of that show.
Well, no. It was they would interrupt like reruns of Family Guy for this Bill Engvall show, and like the whole thing would just stop and it'd come
the
out
show
and
would
talk
actually
about the show.
just freeze. And then the guy will walk out. Hi, I just.
So now when I see
enjoying
these-
Family Guy, but don't forget that I'm on after. Blah, 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 blah.
So now when I see these overlays, it's like I don't even mind it anymore. It's like shit, as long as they're not stopping the show.
No, it's
These
annoying.
ads.
And they don't even give a shit that they might be covering something that might be really important to the show you're actually watching.
That's a big thing when you're watching a movie with subtitles, or that's when they put in where the location is supposed to be for the scene, and there's a giant graphic over it. It's just annoying, right? Oh my God, that was a giant graphic. Look at that.
Wait.
That is.
That's exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah,
You see
that's
Family
what
Guy
you
is
want.
Paused. I know it's a still shot, but Family Guy is not playing, and then Bill Engvall comes over to talk to you about his show and why you should
Bill
watch it.
Engvall do?
He's
one of the blue collar guys.
Yeah.
I don't want to see him on my screen.
You're not a fan of Bill Engvall?
No, sorry.
Silly name.
I know. I can't even say it.
NG
Bill
and V.
Engvall.
Just uncomfortable in a row.
Engvall. No,
What?
doesn't work.
Are you
It
doing
actually does work.
pneumonia?
Trying to put a P or an S in front
I
of
was
it.
going to go there, too. Look at us thinking alike today. Weird.
Or like tsunami with a T. That's silly.
Or Czar with a CZ or TS.
Yeah, what is that? Czar.
We had a caller. Larry King threw out the first pitch at a Yankees game.
Oh, no.
Come on.
No way.
That's got to be terrific.
How important is the ball? It's very.
He threw the rosin bag.
I'm just throwing a piece of garlic.
I want to give props to a video I made Friday. I got Jimmy so bad.
That is a good one.
At his own game, by the way. People are enjoying it because I got you at your own game. Jimmy messes with everyone in the bathroom. Everyone. Although you can't do half your tricks in this new facility, I know.
Too many people.
You can't be peeing under stalls and
that was
and
always
whatnot.
a favorite. You'd go into a stall next to Jimmy to take a leak, and you'd start taking a leak, and underneath the stall, because there's about a foot and a half of space between the stalls. I guess that's where you can see the other person tapping their foot feverishly to ask you for a date or hand under some toilet paper.
That
or
would
something.
be hilarious. Like if you're in a situation where a guy's tapping his foot, you just fucking pee on the floor.
Just start pissing all over his foot.
Right.
But Jimmy would do that.
Yeah.
He just you'd see a stream of piss start hitting the floor and like splattering up at you. And it was so funny because no one does that. Why would anyone do that?
I was just every day praying you came in flip flops one day.
Just to piss on my feet.
But I went into the bathroom with a little flip camera and I got Jimmy on the bowl.
I was going duty,
and I had to pixelate and get rid of he had problems with the video. He didn't want certain skin showing.
I just didn't want
cock or balls showing
my
either.
stomach. You can look at my cock all day.
Aw,
That's where my
Jim.
fucking stomach was showing. It's embarrassing. So I was all
That
squatting.
big potato chip holder of yours.
Oh, it's fucking awful.
I put an angry Jim Norton head over your pubis.
Oh,
is that what you did?
Yes.
My fatty pubis.
That is a good one.
It's on Opie Radio on YouTube, but I like this one a lot, actually.
You're taking a duty.
Wait, start over. No, this is it's more of a visual though. I don't even know if we should play.
I
the
just
audio.
like Jim because the camera goes over the top.
Yeah.
And Jimmy's reaction is pretty good because it does surprise you.
Yeah, of course.
Jimmy, what are you doing in there? You're taking a duty.
You hear the song playing, by the
Yeah.
way? People pointed that out.
Oh no!
I was Opie putting the camera over the top.
Are you embarrassed? Yes.
So Jimmy sees the camera now.
Your stomach is showing. Because your stomach is showing. Yes. Out of here with that.
And I just keep the camera over the top of the stall. This is the best part. 10 seconds of nothingness.
Yeah, because he goes, okay, I won't do it anymore, assuming Jimmy's going to think he moved it.
Right.
All you see is me holding my...
I said I won't do it anymore.
Then how do you know I'm holding my thing up?
He's on to you, Opie.
All right, I won't do it anymore. See, look up. The camera's gone.
Because now he's going underneath the stall.
Yeah.
No.
I got my hand.
Jimmy!
No.
No! You want me to go away?
Yes.
Yeah, the camera goes under the stall.
You don't want me to throw toilet paper on your camera.
And he just puts his hand right over the lens.
Camera goes under the stall, and boy, the original video, man, you freeze frame it just right, and I see nothing but pubis area.
Oh, really? It's awful.
I didn't see penis. I just saw pubis area.
That is funny, man.
I'm like, Jimmy's gonna kill me. I better put an angry
Well,
Jim
you don't see
Norton
gut.
head here.
You can see dick and balls all you want. I'll show dick and balls anywhere.
You don't care.
No, I don't care. I'll fucking go on Zoom and show my dick and balls.
My girl all weekend has been saying, "Oh no" and "no," like you're being violated. And then I did a exit interview with intern David. That's getting some nice feedback too.
A little intern David.
Did you see that one yet? It's too long to play here.
How's David and Bobo's show on Friday?
I thought it was good. I like that shit. It makes me laugh pretty fucking hard. Now it's going to be Bobo and Ira. We're going to go with Bobo and Ira next. Yeah, in a couple weeks. I don't know, whenever.
Whenever they come in.
Ira's a fool.
Ira's
a
fool.
He's like old Bobo.
He's the older version.
Older version of Bobo.
All right,
Time Machine Bobo.
I got some hotness to bring to the table.
Hotness.
Today. Not like Ice Cube
What
Girl.
does this involve?
How many times have you seen the Ice Cube Girl video?
Fantastic.
That's one of the best go-to videos ever.
It's fantastic.
And people still don't know how to find it. They're emailing me, and I'm like, just go to Break.
How do people not know how to search for things?
I know.
Like Danny's good. He's a good fast searcher.
Right.
But you could be a medium speed to slow searcher and still get to where you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
You just pop the shit into Google. You Google.
You Google it.
Google, as they say. Look at that.
Well, I don't know if you Google.
Oh, my God. I just don't care. I'm just looking at a page full.
Oh, my Lord.
Goodness fucking gracious.
Christ.
Big heavy breasts and a pink bikini top.
Is that Ice Cube Girl?
That's her.
Why does she look nicer there? She's got darker hair.
Yeah, she's...
And is that just Google imaging Ice Cube Girl?
She's just in her room.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, I'll give out...
No, but what did you just do? Because that looked like a lot of fun trying to figure out where she was because there were so many to choose from.
Google image hairline at middle of head. Google image.
I know her name. Well, I know her website. So
what's her name? Nicholson? Jesus Christ.
Honestly, yeah. Why don't you just Google?
Oh, give me that one.
Hold on. Why don't we make her the number
second one up?
Why don't we Google trend the fuck out of her today?
Over.
Which one? Left
Over.
or right?
One more.
Yeah,
Let me see that one.
Why do you need totally nude, man? Wow, I could see why. Hello.
Her tits are amazing.
Jesus.
Oh, my God.
Why do I need
big
totally
fucking
nude?
forehead?
Because there are totally nude pictures.
No, go back. I'll show you another picture that's just as hot, not just as hot, but
well, this one is the hottest because as an added bonus, if you look real closely, she's actually wearing those Invisalign braces.
Oh my goodness.
Go back though. Now, what's wrong with the third one in on the top?
Was she wearing a shirt?
Yes. What's wrong?
That one?
The shirt is what's wrong.
Wait, that?
Let me see it close up. All right. No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose that argument. You're right.
I want nudity.
Yeah, but sometimes
I want nudity.
Sometimes having a little bit of clothes on.
The girl loses the shirt. Don't make a fucking maniac out of me.
We've argued this point over and over again. You need totally nude. What's wrong with having like a little something on?
Great way to start out, but then off with the clothes.
I like nude, but just with socks and perhaps a fedora, and maybe gloves.
A fez cap.
Yeah.
One of those Moroccan fez caps.
Socks, a fez cap, and 2 catcher's mitts on each hand. That's what I want to do. I want to sodomize her in that outfit.
Fantastic.
Should we Google bomb her today or what?
Google.
Who's into a little Google bombing today?
Yeah. All right, I'll show you a sexy one. Oh, man.
Look at that fucking head. Look at the forehead
Will you
on her.
Stop ruining it, Jimmy.
I can't help it.
I don't care.
It's giant.
Can we Google
More
bomb?
room for jizz.
Let's Google bomb before
Go back,
Anthony
Danny.
turns us on to something.
All right, straight up and over one. Yeah.
She's in a black skirt,
Okay.
That's not her.
That's not her, but that's a sexy picture. No,
Yeah.
and she's not nude. She's wearing
right, there you
little
go.
fucking boy short kind of thing and a pink bra, and that's it. But that's hot. But you know what? After that, I want to see a picture of her without that on.
But would you have like sex with her with some of those clothes on?
Ew, no, ew. Why? Of course I would.
Well, but you'd
for sex with her with a parka on.
But do you understand where that's kind of hot too?
He'd have sex with her with a hospital Johnny on.
The clothes are all sloppy on her and like kind of like askew.
No, I like the clothes.
I'm not
being
saying every
off.
time, but
I need off with the clothes.
No, I'm with Ope. I like a little bit of clothes. I like if I spank a girl, I like to pull her panties down to mid thigh so she can still feel the elastic on her thighs.
All right, that's okay. But I can't have clothes covering like really good areas.
The goodness,
like ass. I don't want to have. I fucking you're on the beach. You look at girls in bikinis. You got to try to fucking imagine the bikini gone all the time. I don't want to have to imagine.
They're starting to make the bikinis look a little too like regular clothes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, the stupid.
Oh, Jesus.
The girls' boobs don't like have a little weighting. They don't hang anymore.
The weight,
just a little bit.
You need that weightiness.
Remember when we were growing up? The bikini was like it was.
Oh my God.
It was barely holding back the goodness. Like
like a
at any
fucking-
moment, you thought something could slip out.
It was loaded up like trebuchets.
Right.
Ready
Nowadays,
to launch something over the castle wall.
Nowadays, everything is like enforced with wires, and it's
Yeah.
and it doesn't move.
Yeah, they
like a
gotta
girl in a
lift them
bikini
up
when we were
and-
growing up. When they walked around a beach, it was
Those things.
It was
went
like-
to and fro. They moved with the girl. Yeah.
Hey, let's Google bomb her. What are we Google bombing today, there, Dan?
Well, today it
Slut.
will be 2 words for everybody.
2 words.
Christina model.
That's it.
That's it.
Christina.
Christina space model.
In quotes or
Model.
no?
Nope.
No quotes.
Christina model.
Yep.
That's her.
It's spelled
That's all
Christina
you
with the
gotta
CH.
Go to
combo.
Google Images, or even if you just use regular Google Web, you will go directly to
Let me
her
see
own
that
But we
one
want
where
to
she's
Google
laying on
bomb
the
her
bed.
too. So do the Christina model search. Which one now?
The one where she's that one's really nice.
see it?
But where's the one she's laying down on the bed with her head in her
Damn,
hand?
she's fat tits.
See, second row, over.
that?
Yeah, what's going on there?
By the way, you can play along at home. If you got your favorite image, just call up and tell us, and we'll.
She
take it
has such
together.
heavy breastises.
Oh boy, does she!
Oh my God! Look at her trying to hold them in her hands.
Like
It's like
mercury.
mercury. Yeah, it's like trying to hold a big glob of mercury.
No, that's only if they get a little older and they got the big boobs.
Yeah, starts slipping through.
We should get her in
Oh
here.
God!
Wow.
Maybe she'll let us suckle them.
You think?
Yeah, or at least rub that fucking Eddie Munster point out of her fucking hairdo.
You stop ruining everything.
You don't like that at all.
She drives me nuts.
You just don't like being happy. Jim.
No, I love being happy. I just don't want to fuck Butch Patrick.
Maybe she could,
I'm very
wear her
happy.
hair down a little
Of course
bit
she
in a
could.
kind of a bangs fashion or side swoop thing.
With something sexier like a fucking hat with the beer cups on it. Anything.
Hey, someone's saying that Jessica Biel is naked in the new movie Powder Blue.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of very hot broads.
Oh Jesus! Look at that guy's forehead. That guy's a wreck. Holy shit!
He looks like if
It
they
looks
ever,
like
Beavis.
Beavis.
If they ever did a live action, Beavis and Butthead.
That's fucking Beavis.
This guy's eyes are so low on his face. It's not that the forehead's big; it's that his eyes are too low.
He has like
Wow.
His eyes and nose and mouth are using 1/16 of his face area.
Yeah, and his forehead is all red, like people just smack it all day. They walk up to it and smack it.
Or scratch it. What the fuck? Where does he work?
That's giant.
He fucking works in a razor blade rubber band factory, and they're always flying around willy nilly.
Firing razor blades at that giant forehead. It's all cut up, and he's probably angry with it and just cuts it all day long.
Yeah, that's why he punishes himself. He beats his forehead like a religious person. What a creep.
Let's go to Kevin in D.C. Let's say hi to Kevin. Hello, Kevin.
Yeah, hey, this is Kevin. Hey, this Christina model on YouTube videos, she bounces up and down.
Oh.
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Let me see that.
Yeah, good stuff.
Wow.
Jesus, there's a sexy picture of her in some white lingerie, where she's wearing. That's fucking hot.
She's laced.
Look at that tit hanging and just being cupped by the lingerie.
I'm not a fan of the complicated lingerie. I call it the complicated lingerie, where there's just too much.
A lot of straps and clips.
Just
and,
too much stuff going on.
And
keep it simple.
Threading
simple
things,
lines with your lingerie, girls.
Wrapped up, cinched up.
It's all. Which video, Kevin? We're there.
Well, what have we got here?
Which one do you suggest? He's gone.
He left.
Oh, we're on our own.
Well, she's jumping around or dancing around.
Just Google the.
I think I've seen her in people's sig pics.
Yeah, I think so too.
That I'm thinking about it, she's the one that's like shaking her tits around in a circle. Is that her dancing in a bikini on the beach?
Wow, wait, they are just
Oh
jiggling.
my God. All right.
She's very tan.
Just come on.
She's a good dancer.
Look at her going. She's jockeying back and forth.
It is kind of fun watching her big tits just jiggle in a fucking orange bikini top.
Tits jiggling. Why?
I know.
We love them. Love them.
Just keep going down, one after another.
Will you sign in, Danny?
I know.
Jesus.
Danny, sign in for the love of Christ.
What are you waiting for?
I love YouTube's fucking sign in for adult
Security,
content.
Yeah, of course.
Jesus.
If you could type, you're in.
Yeah.
You're old enough.
A Y or an N? Oh, yes. Okay.
The 13-year-olds can't figure this one out.
No,
out there.
oh shit, rats, they're on to me.
Yeah, they've been on computers since they were 3 years old. They can't figure that out.
Oh God.
She's wearing sexy lingerie, smiling.
Boring.
Yeah,
yeah I know. Fucking fast forward through this shit.
Oh,
you can see her nipple.
She's kind of holding
nipple
her,
action.
A little bit of areola showing. God, those are fucking heavy.
Oh yeah.
And she has 2 panties on. She must be having her period.
Yeah.
She's wearing a black and
dare
blue
to
thong.
dream. Oh, now she's like perching her ass up.
Jesus.
Oh, I like the crossed ankles, feet over the ass thing. Where ankles are crossed, knees are bent, they're on their stomach.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good look.
Why is she wearing 2 fucking panties?
I don't know, Jimmy. I don't know. Let's find another good one.
Cover her cock.
Oh, here's her dancing again.
She's dancing in a yellow bikini in front of a horrible couch.
Horrendous couch.
yeah,
An
that's
IKEA
terrible.
couch.
Wow, those are big, heavy boobs.
There she goes. Yeah, I've seen that in a sig pic. And she's like looking at the monitor poorly to see what she looks like. Her fingers going through her hair. Look at those tits bounce. Look at those fucking tits bouncing up and down.
Yeah.
I know it's a visual. Everyone's
Just
got a
bear
computer,
with
so
us.
shut up.
We're watching big tits, and
Hi,
she's waving. Hello.
Hi, and waving back.
All right, one more.
Oh, my God.
We'll go back to radio.
Spread eagle on the floor.
I had to see her on a trampoline.
Oh, wow.
And then dismounting. Like, there's a great video I saw of a guy cracking his head when he dismounted. You ever see that one?
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, you're not going to get any real hardcore shit on them.
Yeah, but you know what?
YouTube,
In a way, this is... Ew.
Oh, my God.
That's
What
a
is-
weird
what
top.
is that?
What the fuck was that?
That was
billowing.
it. There's like 3-second clips of her up here.
Maybe they're trying to just get you enticed to go to her site.
She enticed me. Oh, she's in a little
Oh, my
more
God.
shirt.
Jesus.
She just laid down, and her fucking... She's wearing a little a half shirt. And when she laid down, her breasts kind of jiggled forward in the half shirt, and you could see the shirt moving.
I love how the boobs are scraping against the rug,
They're
and,
on the
and
rug.
her ass is up in the air.
That's hot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Would you stick your tongue in her hiney?
Yeah, but I'd like to be under her. I'd like to just hug her and just make I would just make that noise as her
Yeah.
big, heavy tits collapsed on me. I want to see the beginning of this. After this is over,
Coming
show
out
the
of the
beginning.
bottom of her
We got
shirt.
a lot of Christina Model fans.
They're
By the way,
spilling out.
Google bomb Christina Model today. Here is Mother Shucker from Whackbag. Mother, what's up?
Yeah, Hope, what's up?
Hey, buddy.
Listen, I've been on this chick for years. She's one of the. I'm one of the guys that have her in the sig pic. I want to suggest the prom dress one with the glasses. I mean, the braces. She's in the prom dress,
Shit, wiggle.
looking all hot and big-breasted and young.
Is it a picture or is it a video?
No, it's not a vid. It's a pic.
Yeah.
I don't know. Google it with put prom dress. Christina Model prom dress.
That's
or
what
if you go to Whackbag, it's like one of the first pics in her
Juggle.
thread.
All right, we'll
I
check it
wanna
out right now.
juggle those.
I want to grab her
Thank you,
tits and
sir.
say something totally unsexy. Like, I want to just hold them and cup them and then go, God, these feel like 2 socks filled with horse shit. Just
What a
ruin the
compliment.
mood. Ruin the mood completely.
They're hating us on instant feedback. Nothing more homoerotic than 3 men moaning together.
Yeah, we're just sitting here. Oh. Well, what do you want from us?
You got the prom dress pic?
Great.
That's not how you find that.
God, we were on to videos. Why are we going back to pictures?
I know. It's the modern age.
She leaned forward, and those breasts just jiggled from side to side. That's fucking... There's a girl named Danny Ash who has tits like that. She has big, giant, slow fade nipples.
Yeah, Danny Ass is looking for it.
Is it? How old is this girl now? Some people are saying these clips are like 10 years old. Is that
Are they
possible?
really?
Well,
Yeah.
one of those videos that we were looking at, it was like copyright like 2003 or something.
I'm now
like
a
that.
stay-at-home mom. Shut up.
Oof.
That's not her.
No, it's Danny Ash. There's another chick
Yeah,
I
but
saw
those
that
are-
big
Oh,
slow
okay.
fade tits.
But
I don't
those
know
are
if they're
I
real
think
or
they're
not.
implants, though.
Maybe they are.
Got to go with the
Jesus.
Go back to the other
Most
chick.
cases, you got to go with the real.
I always want real.
Most cases. Except for that girl. Remember NEW? She was from Portland, I think, Aunt. She was a stripper. She was on loan from Portland. She did a bunch of things for us.
Trying to remember.
She had the nice
so many
implants
strippers
under the
muscle,
whatever.
Yeah, that's how you got.
She moved back home.
Got to put them in through the kidneys. It's the best way. Doesn't leave a scar. They go up through the urethra.
Oh boy. Now, there's a picture of this girl in it's like a cream colored,
very sheer top.
top long sleeve shirt.
Yeah.
And her breasts are showing deliciously through it. Love to see her in that outfit.
She
just
is,
running for her life.
She is running for her life.
Fucking bulls chasing her.
She is very hot.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, ridiculous. All right, here's the story to bring it back to
Oh,
radio.
right.
This is a good one.
At Sickles High School, all the talk is about one thing.
There's a picture of, a girl in the club pages.
The picture is of a student with what some are saying are her private parts showing, and it's published in the school yearbook.
What? Where is this? Come on.
Could you find that, Dan?
She's sitting on it's like an assembly picture
You've
almost.
seen it?
Yes, but it was blocked out. But you can't, I don't know if you can see the box or not. But she's sitting there with her legs parted a little bit. She's just not doing it on purpose. The camera just happened to catch her hooch, I think.
Yearbook.
I think that she's probably really horrified.
She sure is.
great.
I caught up with the 16-year-old and her mother, Jeanette. The young girl admits she did not wear underwear that day, but because she...
All right, hold on. Let's just fucking dwell on that for a second, please. Hold on. Oh, a moment of silence for that. Wow. All right. She wasn't wearing... She admits
that she
she
didn't wear
wasn't
underwear
wearing
that day.
underwear with a little skirt. Holy fuck. Was she wearing a skirt or was it up the shorts,
It was
leg
a skirt.
shot?
It
Or?
was a skirt.
It was a skirt.
I gotta-
You dirty girl.
I got to speak for the older guys out there. Where were these girls when
Dirty
we
girl.
were growing up?
Is that the picture, Dan?
It's blurred out.
Well, get the
It's
unblurred
blurred
version,
out.
Dan.
Wait, what were you about
Oh,
to say?
my God.
You didn't have girls like this
Oh,
growing
yeah,
up?
we had some.
Oh, fucking no.
We had some really sexy ones, man.
How do you see it? Because, like, her knees are touching.
Yeah, you probably see a little like,
She's,
you know.
I'm squinting to try to see. How do we get it not blurred? Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. It's child pornography.
No, it's not. It's just a picture of a girl in high school.
That's
You're
true.
allowed to show an
Are
open
ya?
vagina.
All right, federal agent Jim Norton.
Believe me, I know the ins and outs.
Ted FBI in studio.
That's right.
Yes.
It's not considered child pornography if they're smiling.
not wear underwear that day, but because she did not want her pants.
You want me to keep playing that part for you yet?
Yeah.
How many times you need to hear it?
20.
20?
I just want to hear it.
But why didn't she want the underwear? She said she wanted her panty
Yeah,
lines
there was a
showing?
reason.
I think that she's probably really horrified.
She sure is. I caught up with the 16-year-old and her mother, Jeanette. The young girl admits she did not wear underwear that day, but because she did not want her panty lines to show. But this is not something you wanted to do on purpose.
No, absolutely not. It's ridiculously embarrassing.
She found out about the photo when seniors got their yearbooks on Monday. She has not been back to school since.
I started crying. I was freaking out. I didn't know what I was going to do because this is my junior year. It's so important, and I didn't think I'd be able to go back to school.
Oh, shut up. Just
Oh,
go back.
boy, her senior year is going to be a pisser. Like, people aren't going to just copy that and put it all over the walls.
Yeah.
Her fucking roast beef sandwich
Yeah.
showing.
Who's coming? It's Lips McGrady.
It looks like you can't see anything, though. I know it's
I don't
blurred
know, it was
out,
blurred
but
out, so.
her legs look like they're pretty much together, no?
Yeah, her knees were like touching, so how much can you... Maybe you can see a little bush.
And as a mom,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Unkempt.
Yeah.
When Grace was doing somersaults.
E-Rock just comes in like a dishwasher delivering the dishes to the cook.
E-Rock, what's this?
And then I meant to say, you sounded real pissed off, and it's like, this is the Family Guy thing you were talking about earlier. Blam, and he just walks out. Like, are you okay today?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah. Any problems at home? Or anything you want to talk about?
No, I'm all right.
We walked out on a check on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ, you guys.
Why?
Well, I don't know. A bunch of the girls were doing their thing, so I had dinner with E-Rock and Sam on what night was that? I don't even know anymore. Friday, and we actually walked out on a check.
By accident or just saying "fuck this"?
I just didn't feel like waiting around anymore.
How much was the check?
A couple hundred.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna have to go and pay this.
But
bill.
in fairness,
Dude,
in fairness to who?
All right, let me tell you. Go ahead, E-Rock.
The guy hadn't visited our table in over an hour. We think he just left.
So you don't tip him.
But nobody knew.
But then the other waitress that was helping the table out, she was gone. And then the guy, the hostess, but it's a guy, he's gone.
I'd be the host.
Sorry. Yes. The host is gone.
Little dine and dash.
And then all of a sudden, I'm like, I don't feel like trying to figure out who I'm supposed to get the attention of.
All right.
So we just walked out.
And where we were sitting, it was open access to the bar because they don't hide the alcohol. So it's just laying out there. If you wanted to take something to your table, you could have.
We didn't, though.
Well, that sounds like a
But
great
we could
place.
have.
Free booze.
So I guess I got to go back today.
Yeah.
And
For
pay.
what?
Well, I mean, I'm a restaurant owner. You don't walk out.
Oh, God damn.
You don't walk out. But I didn't know what else to do. I was tired. Fridays, you know the deal on Fridays. You're tired. What was our option, really, E-Rock?
I don't know. The bar,
really didn't know
the
what
bar
to
on the
do.
other side was really packed, and nobody was really eating in the dining room anymore. Everyone left.
That's one person you don't want eating and then leaving without paying is E-Rock. Could break the joint.
But they didn't even come back for the old, would you like to see the dessert menu? I don't know what the fuck was going on, but I was like, you know what? If they don't care, why should we? You know what? I'm not paying the bill.
No.
Fuck you.
I don't totally disagree. If no one was coming up to fucking
get
your money.
It wasn't like we were sneaking out. We got up and then we're like, are we really going to do this? And we're walking around like thinking someone might come to the table, noticing we're leaving, and no one cared.
The doorman said, "Good night. Hope you had a good time."
Fantastic. Free meal.
Right.
Who's that blonde on fucking
Yeah, I've been looking
11?
at her
Holy
too, man.
shit.
Who is she?
What legs?
Do we know who that is?
Not that guy.
Oh, not the guy?
There's a chick that's fucking
Yeah.
smoking on Pix 11. She's a blonde with a little short skirt.
Oh, what is this? A fucking country act or some
Jewel?
shit?
That's Jewel.
That's Jewel.
Well, that's Jewel, but the other one.
Right with this guy's face. Show the girl again. Who is she?
Him.
You got a hot blonde and you're seeing this nerd.
Wow, is she great?
Who is that?
She looks like Charlene Tilton.
Jesus, you ruined everything.
Back in the old days.
She was never hot.
She was sexy.
Charlene Tilton was hot for 10 minutes back in the
She
old
was
days.
never fucking hot.
I used to fantasize about Linda Gray slapping her face and making her eat her ass or something.
Oh, that would have been so hot.
And then Jock walking in and ruining it.
Dude, she was never...
You watched that.
I loved Dallas when I was a kid.
She was never hot.
Look at her. This chick is wearing like a little... Looks
She's
like
sexy.
blue denim type of hot pants skirt thing.
Cowboy
And
boots.
cowboy boots.
Who is she?
I don't know, but she's really making that fucking girl look like a slob.
Oh, those are fucking short.
Oh, good.
Wow, she had a tough
Who is
time
that
getting
bitch?
getting up off that...
Who is that bitch? Yeah.
Off that director's chair.
Oh, look.
All right, now they're taking him to the center of the floor.
Are they going to line dance?
I hope so.
With the resident news doctor.
Her ass is horrendous, by the way. The chick I was just
What happened?
I don't know.
Well, she was sitting for a half hour. Maybe it needs to unflatten.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's long and it's wide and it's flat. The juicier it is, the faster I throw it out of my house. She's got like
a
chubby little legs.
Chubby on the lower half.
We're done
She
with
looked
her.
great sitting down.
Yeah, and she probably looked great on her back with her dumb fat legs up in the air. as you fucked her and make that sound. I bet her pussy sounds like diarrhea when you fuck it.
It's a great way to describe it.
Yeah,
that's when you know you got the girl going.
How do you know she was turned on? Her cunt sounded like food poisoning.
Oh,
am I too dirty?
A little. Who gives a shit, though?
Love it.
A nice flu shit.
Hey, E-Rock, what'd you hand over?
It's a new Stephen Lynch song called Hallelujah, Your Tits. So it's just a whole song about this girl's tits. Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
This is his In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida, by the way. Most of his songs are like 2 minutes long. This is pushing 5 minutes.
Wow, what is he thinking?
All right, we're going to take a look at that in a second, or take a listen to that. Here's the second part of the high school story about the upskirt shot of a 16-year-old student with no underwear in the yearbook, my friends.
Yeah.
And as a mom, I wasn't going to make her.
Mom Jeanette wants the school to stop handing out the yearbooks, collect the ones that have gone out, and reprint them without this photo. Hillsborough County School District spokesperson told me the picture is not revealing at all.
We don't believe that there is an exposure in the yearbook. It's a shadow.
Is it a shadow? Is it not a shadow? My point is, you know what? It really...
Well, ask the chick if she shaves or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Was it a shadow, or did you have 2 slugs in your lap?
It's probably just a shot.
Her knees are too close together. There are times where you see an upskirt shot where it's absolutely panties, but it looks like it could be bush.
Right.
So
why don't we get the original photo?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to find.
We're the media, though.
You know what it is, too? If they collect all these yearbooks from people, it won't matter. People have scanned it already.
Of course, because it's become the thing.
See, but this is something that, another instance of, where the fuck is it? Like, oh, my God, everyone's going to see this. It's out everywhere. Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Holy shit. It's like, where is it?
What do you mean?
Where's the picture? If it's so out there and, oh, my God, it should be everywhere. Oh, that's the guy with his balls hanging out with the queen sitting next to him.
You're kidding, right?
No.
No, that's a real picture.
I remember this. This was pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, there's this.
Where's the guy? I haven't seen
soldier. They're
Is it on
wearing
purpose?
kilts. Yeah, he spread his fucking legs apart.
Do you think he did it on purpose?
Oh, hells yeah.
Fuck yeah. Look at this fucking dick. Look at the smile, of
That's
course.
photoshopped.
No, look at
No,
this guy's smile. He knew what he was doing.
He's like pulling up his.
Why
would you do that, though?
You think he fluffed it up a little bit to make sure it presented correctly?
His fucking withered English cock, Scottish dick, whatever the fuck it is.
Dan, how do they play along at home? See, when we get the Opie and Anthony website popped up again,
Yeah, I
then
know.
we'll have this up there for everybody.
And hopefully there's going to be a little featurette on that site where it's everything that I've Googled throughout the day.
Yeah, it's smart.
So you can just click it and it'll
You
bring
know
you to
what?
the
We'll
search
call it
results.
Danny's Googles of the Day or something.
I
How
like
do they find that picture, though, that you just showed us?
You're going to have to give me a second because I was looking for something else.
All right.
So I don't want to confuse everyone.
Here's more about the chick with her snatch showing in the yearbook.
My point is, you know what? It really doesn't matter. The photo in itself is damaging to a 16-year-old and should not have been published.
All the administrators are trying to downplay it. They're saying that I really should just come back to school and laugh it off, but it's not funny. It's like I've been humiliated.
Oh, shut up. I guarantee there's a lawsuit.
Oh, that sounds like lawsuit set up right
Guaranteed.
Oh, we need to see the original picture. How you get the guy showing his
If you want to
balls
see
next to the queen?
the queen and the man with his balls hanging out.
Yes.
Google image queen space balls.
It's easy.
That's it. Make sure
Queen
that you're
space balls.
Yeah, he goes to Foundry Music.
Yes.
Just make sure that your safe search preferences are off. Queen balls.
Yes.
I hate that you have to keep resetting every time that they have a safe search. What the fuck? It's so annoying.
Let's say hi to Samson in Jersey. Samson.
Yeah, man. This girl would be crying her eyes out if she didn't do it purposely. She's just trying to cover her ass right now with mom on the corner and it blowing up bigger than she wanted it to be. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think girls know they're going to school without panties on. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of
they always
course.
cross their legs. For years we've been trying to look, and they're on that like a magnet on a refrigerator. It's fucking insane.
Oh.
She definitely knew it was there.
There you go.
I'm not going to let you get away with a magnet on a refrigerator. They're on that like. All right.
Exactly.
Something that sticks.
Like what? White's not on rice. That's the color of it.
I know.
I liked it, Samson.
I didn't.
Nose
Thank
is
you, sir.
itchy.
Let's go to Cherry Hill. Say hi to Brian. Brian. Cherry Hill. You.
Well, that's what Danny's looking for now, so let's not tie it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
We're going to give Brian some airtime. We might have found the picture.
Yeah.
Wait.
He's whispering to Travis? What's the problem? What did Travis not do?
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, no. Travis messed up again?
No. I wanted to ask him because he just gave a very broad
Very vague
description of where this might
website. Maybe you could search it.
So check on Internet Explorer.
God, everyone else has seen the picture except us. Eh?
I know.
Everyone's saying it's obviously a shadow. Too much thigh.
Well, what the fuck?
Language.
All right, I'll read this off to you. I got the URL, but it's really long and stuff.
Oh, Christ.
HTTP
www. Wait, first you got a colon // and then www. dot.
That's when I know I'm listening to an old segment of the Opie and Anthony show.
Or old people. They say that.
Well, yeah, but when we used to give out websites, we were guilty of the www.
dot. HTTP. Danny, boy, you sure are having a hard time.
Danny,
this is challenging Danny.
I found a post that's related, but it just brings you to the news story. I don't want to watch the news story about it. I want to see the actual uncensored picture.
Can you get instant feedback over there? Because
let me pull it up.
they're image shacking the shit out of it. Yeah. Little image shacking going on.
All right, yeah, copy, paste.
Yeah, there you go.
Or click on the fucking...
I trust...
There we go.
I trust Good Evening from New York City.
Good evening.
Let's go with Good Evening's link.
Got it? We got to see this. Here it comes.
Okay.
Let's enlarge that
Good
a
evening
little bit.
rules.
Good evening.
Good evening rules. He fucking rules.
Let's see. Oh, man, that's no shadow.
Get the fuck out. Is it like singing opera?
Dude, you could see a definite slit.
No.
Yes.
You can't see a slit. You can see, I think you can see like a little hair.
Yeah, it's a tuft. But no, you back that off a little bit.
You can see like a little top of the pubes.
Dude, that I could see slit.
Wow. Wait, what's the hole? I know what the hole is, but that...
What's the hole? It's called a vagina, Opie.
No, you idiot. Look at... But like that?
That's hair. That's
There's
not
like
a hole.
That's
tuft, not hair.
There's a
Yeah,
tuft of hair right at the... That's the top of the... Where the crease starts. Sometimes it's like dimpled.
But it looks like...
And she's got like...
All right, where's the slit then?
The slit, I could see a line going
Below
down
the hole?
from the
Below
hole.
the weird hole-looking thing?
Yes. There is shadowing, but it's on her thigh area. But you can absolutely see her pussy.
Oh, my God, that is...
in that picture.
That is a weird shot.
I want to actually see
Why are her thighs go... If her knees are touching, why are her thighs going in so much?
I don't know.
Like out so much so you can actually see that. I'm wondering if that's shopped.
Oh, really?
So?
All right, let's go with another
I don't
guy's
know.
version of it. Dan.
Let's take a look.
Let's take another look.
Try to get your legs to do that. I can't.
No.
All right.
Thighs touch together. She
Dan,
doesn't have any thighs.
Go to Booger Couch. Let's see if make sure that guy didn't like go to
Booger
some
Couch?
Photoshop.
I don't like the way Good Evening was just thrown away like yesterday's news.
I'm still with Good Evening.
We're gonna have to
We're gonna have to compare
back it up.
because
This
Booger
has to
Couch
be confirmed.
It's a different image shack.
Needs to be confirmed.
Okay.
All right, Booger Couch.
There's Booger.
There's
Oh, yeah.
Booger Couch.
Yeah.
All right.
Looks like I
let's-
saw the same link, actually.
Oh, really? It didn't look like the same one when I was looking. 433. It's a little different.
Same thing.
Same
Looks
shot.
like the same shot.
All right.
How are her fucking knees touching?
Her knees are touching, yet her thighs are open enough. Her ankles and knees are touching. And her thighs are open enough to still see.
Because it's a young girl. She doesn't have the cellulite yet.
Maybe she does have juicy fat thighs
So
and
it's not
you can't
pushing
see
all
it.
down and getting in the way of everything.
You can't see fucking
Hey, why are you sitting like a girl?
Because I'm trying to figure this out. I have my ankles together and my knees, and I'm touching my pussy.
It's her thighs. Go to it again. You're not seeing. Here's what you're seeing. Over her chubby thigh. I bet her thighs are together.
You know what? She might be sitting like on an angle toward the floor, and that's why. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you how you do that. her thighs are touching. You just can't see that her thighs are touching in there. She has chubby legs.
Jim in Jersey, he wants to know
What?
if she has a landing strip. That's the weird hole thing I'm talking about. There's like this.
Oh, wait a second. I think I see it. I think this is an optical illusion.
All right, Dan.
Honestly.
Yeah, that's why I want to go back to that whole thing.
now
'Cause
I'm on
that's
the-
not
now I'm
that's
on the
not
side-
the opening of her vagina.
No,
I'm
now,
telling you.
now I'm on the side of the school because I think that triangle that's being
The shadow
is
of the
shadow
top of her
the top
skirt.
of her skirt,
Right,
And
okay.
her thighs are actually touching, and that's producing that line in the middle.
You are absolutely right. That is a shadow
See,
of the top
that's
of her
thigh.
skirt.
This is still her thigh.
It's still her
this is still her
thighs.
thigh, and that shadow is being caused by the top of the skirt.
So it makes it look like the crease of her crotch area, but it's actually just a shadow. And the rest of it, if you follow it up, is just her thighs touching together.
I don't see it that way.
Yeah, I do.
definitely see it
You
that
see
way
it that
now.
way too,
There's
Jimmy?
no way her thighs open like that.
And here's why. Look at the shadow of her legs. It's straight down.
Mm-hmm.
There's little shadows on either side of her thighs on the bench that are going straight down. So the shadow from the top of her dress would also go straight down. That's what that is. Her thighs are touching. That is not.
See, what it is this is Black Dog Man, and that's the grassy knoll.
Yes, exactly.
It's that hole in the middle there that is causing all the hullabaloo.
But that is
because
her
people are thinking that's her
thighs
private
touching together.
part opening.
You can't sit like that. It's,
No.
it's
Your
physically
legs would
impossible.
be maybe swivel
yeah,
hips.
all crazy hips.
Oh,
could,
crazy hips could sit like that, but if she stood up with her legs like that, she would look bizarre. She'd be knock-kneed with her hips like 2 feet too wide.
I understand what you guys are saying, but I don't know.
No, I can see it now. I
trying
see.
to see it.
There's no, it's her thighs.
Look at it long enough, you see a ship. You got to stare though and look beyond the picture. Those
long-
things stunk.
What's that?
Look long enough, you see nothing but goodness.
All right, I could definitely see what that is. You're right, but
I don't know.
it totally
man. That
looks
is-
like it could. For kids
Is
going
that-
to school, I would be like, dude, it's a pussy.
Is that
I
is that
use that
a
now.
That's a
Yeah.
sucks to be you right there.
That sucks to be you.
Just
It
one of
just,
those
you know,
things.
sorry.
All right, let's play Stephen Lynch's brand new song.
I gotta pee.
So do I, Jimmy.
Oh, the lighting
So do
really
I.
nailed her.
Stephen Lynch, Hallelujah, Your Tits for everybody. Let's not forget Ben Stiller stopping by
9 o'clock
for a quick interview.
His opinion.
Greg Gutfeld at 9:30 and Andrew Dice Clay at 10 o'clock to say goodbye before he goes to L.A., I do believe. But first, Stephen Lynch.
I want to write you a poem that stands the test of all time. A couplet, a quatrain, a ballad, an ode with meter and rhythm and rhyme. I wanted to speak of your virtue, sing praise to your stature and poise. I wanted to capture your beauty, the soul that's alive in your voice. I wanted to tell of your wisdom, how the courage within your heart soars. But all I can think of is how I be loving them big, big, big titties of yours. Oh, hallelujah. Oh, how my heart sings. Oh, hallelujah. Oh, love those things. They bounce like a kid on a trampoline. They swing like a 40s jazz band. They stand up like a rock solid alibi. They don't even fit in my hand. They curve like a pitch in the big leagues. They burn with a passion so hot. And that is the reason I can't wait to squeeze on them big, big, big titties you've got. Oh, hallelujah. Oh, love's in the air. Oh, hallelujah. Oh, what a pair. sculptors need clay. They dance in my dreams in a graceful ballet. I'll kiss them so sweetly goodnight at the end of the day. They're firm like a John Grisham novel. They swell like a wave in the sea. No matter what part of the room that I'm in, they're always looking at me. They're soft like the cheek of a baby. They're sweet like the honey of bees. I'll never ignore them. I'll even adore them someday when they're touching your knees.
No?
A little something there, but
we were just talking about how hot Jennifer Aniston is, and still is. I think she turned the big 4-0, too.
Yep. Yeah, there's a couple of pictures that don't look very flattering, but when you consider, the age, she's definitely holding up.
You know who, Farrah Fawcett, she's in the news a lot with her anal cancer.
With her cancer of the anal.
They can't call it something else?
No, it's anal cancer.
Can't they just throw it under the colon cancer category somehow?
No, it's her anal.
But who would know in the end? Just
the end.
You forget how hot Farrah Fawcett used to be. Because they're starting to show like a lot of pictures of her because she's checking out, and some of the youthful younger pictures of her. You forget how hot Farrah Fawcett was.
Yeah, in Logan's Run.
She
was in Logan's Run?
She was in that for a little piece. And I remember when Charlie's Angels came out and she got to be a big star, they would play Logan's Run on TV. And they would go, Logan's Run, starring Farrah Fawcett. And she had, like, nothing of a part in that.
And wasn't she in the movie with Kirk Douglas called Saturn something? Or was that her?
I don't know.
She has that fucking flip. That hairdo became just the sensation of the fucking 70s, didn't it?
Well, the hair. And
the
you know what?
Farrah hair.
I don't even... And here's something, Danny, because I see you're Google imaging Farrah Fawcett. I don't think that poster is as... does her justice.
It's not.
Because there's other pictures of her where she's way hotter, like
Jesus,
that one.
Not that one. God damn. There's just something to be said about going away and just fading away.
Yeah. What website does the remember this celebrity, and then you click on the youthful picture?
Tyler Durden do, I think.
Is it our pal?
I do think that's a TMZ feature. Where
Oh,
it's
I'm
like,
sorry.
Oh,
I still
remember
go to
them.
I still go to yeah.
Yeah, look at that picture. Like that's when she was
in her
like,
prime,
really
man.
hot and everything, and that look just what happened?
Yeah. Go to
TikTok and
go
then
to TMZ because You click on the youthful, wow, remember her? God, I remember I used to fantasize about her. And then you click, and she was at some premiere in Hollywood, and they try to be polite with what she looks like now.
They're so sarcastic with their politeness.
Yeah.
Looking fantastic, it says. And it's no.
She still got it.
No,
she doesn't.
No, she doesn't.
And all right, keep going.
Yeah, it's called...
There was something else on TMZ that we should talk about for a second. Jesus. Oh, that was kind of funny. That TMZ's Fling Before the Ring contest. People submitted their pictures of
Bachelor and Bachelorette party pictures.
Bachelorette
parties. All grown up. I think it's all grown up, right?
Yeah, but
there's a few different features that are sort of
no,
similar.
keep going, because it was some old sex pot.
An old sex pot.
What the hell's a sex pot?
I don't know.
One of those words you see. What does it really mean? Keep going down there. Sting looking terrific in the year 2. Shut up.
Sting with a now and then right there.
Keep going. Maybe it was.
They had Val Kilmer, and it was just like, oh Jesus, what happened to like Val Kilmer?
Didn't he get fat?
Yeah, he got really fat, bloaty fat.
You know what?
all red.
The rags just had a nice photo of Dolph Lundgren's penis.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Just completely nude. And you know the best part was they were making fun of him and like his body, but meanwhile that guy has to be in his 50s. And if I'm cut up like that in my 50s, man, I'm doing damn good.
Let's see his penis.
You want to see his cock?
Of course. Dolph Lundgren's dick. Why not? I want to see what he's packing. I hope it's small, and then you know why he's such a good fighter.
Hey, did we talk
People
about
laughing at him?
Did we talk about how What Would Tyler Durden Do gave us another plug?
Oh, no, I don't think
We
so.
got to get that guy on the show. Would he make good radio?
Who, Tyler
Durden? Have you reached out to him?
Yeah, he
We
seems
could do a
kinda-
little like pop culture fucking gossip thing with him.
I've alluded to it many times.
Yes.
He seems kind of shy about it. But
Oh,
I'll
really?
ask him more directly.
He had a great Patrice O'Neal line. In
yeah,
the
that
Cindy
was it.
Crawford. Cindy Crawford, I guess, is
Oh.
posing.
Yeah.
It must be on the other site, Dan.
Well, I'll go over there.
Hold on, bear with us. Is that the hottest picture? I had.
Oh, the Mariah Carey fat pictures are great.
Not that one. The one
No,
above. Look at that. Jesus. Who is that? I can never say her name, but they're hinting that she might have did a little prostitution.
Victoria Silvstedt.
What does she do?
She was a centerfold.
Oh, did she hook a lot of those centerfolds?
A Swedish bombshell. And then they have Mariah Carey with like side
Fat
boob,
coming off of the top of
fat.
the back of her dress. There's just fat hanging off of it. Boy, when you're a celebrity, you just can't fucking do anything. You cannot let yourself go.
No.
It's amazing when you're on TV and movies.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, there it goes.
Yeah, read what Would Tyler Durden Do said about us.
It says, one time on Opie and Anthony, Patrice O'Neal said, a beautiful 35-year-old ain't as good-looking as an ugly 19-year-old. And because that might be the most brilliant thing anyone anywhere has ever said ever, keep in mind that, keep it in mind forever, but especially when, oh, hey, look, it's 43-year-old Cindy Crawford in L.A. filming a commercial for an Australian TV show. It's not that she looks bad, far from it, but... You know, Megan Fox could be dead for 12 hours, and I would still rather go down on her than do it with today's Cindy Crawford.
God, Patrice is brilliant with his simplicity
great
at times.
line.
It is a great line. Whatever. We're not going to find it. It's fine.
Yeah. I've been trolling through that site, though, looking at those, and you see the child stars and what they look like now. And then they had Mason Reese in the paper today, which... wow.
Good old Mason.
Apparently he's into the whole nightclub scene.
I guess he opened up a little, lounge.
Yeah, opened some place up in New York.
Who's the midget?
But wow, Mason Reese.
Do we have a midget working here?
They're short Americans.
Did you see that?
People of short stature.
Yeah, whatever.
I think they call it so we don't get in trouble.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. We're on the radio.
Yeah.
Just can't say it in the hall, I guess.
But apparently Mason Reese and Gary Coleman were going to do some kind of detective movie.
Can I stop you for a second?
Yeah.
Because he has arrived. It's 8:22. Little Nicky's making
Hey, it's little Nicky's here. Let's all look at him and wave.
Hello. Now he waves.
Hi. He's our pal, little Nicky.
We're talking about him.
We stop whatever we're talking about every day.
Love when little Nicky
For the little
shows up.
Nicky sighting.
Little Nicky's here.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
But
Please.
But I'm trying to keep the bit going. That's
You got to. The good thing is that hallway's so fucking long that you could start, I could finish, and he's still walking.
You could go to break and come back and even be
yeah,
here.
he's still walking up the hallway.
You were saying.
Yeah, Mason Reese and Gary Coleman. He was talking about they were offered a movie to be detectives in some cop thing, and he goes, "Well, it just didn't pan out." Like, yeah, who thought up that idea? You and Gary Coleman?
Is he small, the other guy, Mason Reese?
Oh yeah,
I told Anthony he could be the ugliest human being on earth.
Yeah,
There's so much wrong with him.
What's he do?
He used to do the Underwood deviled ham commercial.
It's in the paper. Give me the
years
paper.
ago.
I'll
Oh
find it for you
God,
real
that's
fast.
a bad one. Look at young Mariel Hemingway, right?
Yeah, but
Remember
that's
how
not the
young
one I
and
was thinking
innocent
of,
she
but-
looked, and now look at what she looks like. Oh God.
She doesn't look bad, though.
Yeah, but look at the young, supple. This is all grown up. Who's that?
Elkie Summer.
Oh, Elkie
All right, this is
Summer.
the one I was looking
This
at.
is gonna be bad.
Hold on, don't click on it.
Look at Elkie.
Elkie Summer was like kind of like the Pam Anderson of her day.
She was the bombshell, the
She was
blonde
the
bombshell. Jim, you got to look at Elkie.
Her name just like dripped of sex.
Yeah, Sweden and big tits.
Summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch what she. Go ahead.
All right,
click on
let's
that.
get a little look. Ah!
Oh, no.
Oh no! What?
What happened to Elkie?
You're kidding.
Elkie.
What happened?
Elkie Summer.
Poor Elkie.
God, this time machine. God, time stinks on ice.
Well, how many years ago is that?
Who is
Who
she?
cares how many?
Well, if it's over 90, she looks good.
Well, good point. Good point.
Who's next on the list?
She's 68.
Oh,
68.
so she should look better than
All
that.
right. She's doable.
Footloose. That's the
68.
Footloose
Chicken
chick.
Footloose? No, I don't.
Oh, that was the the tall chick in Footloose.
Oh, well,
Kevin Bacon's love interest.
Yeah, she looks good still.
all
Yeah,
right.
she looks all right.
That song
Right.
fucking annoyed me.
What?
Stupid Kenny Loggins.
In Vogue.
Kick off your Sunday shoes.
Oh,
Fucking stinks.
Who has
Vogue's
Sunday
been
shoes?
eating.
No one.
Here is.
and Vogue was never hot
By the way, Footloose being remade
Is it?
for the kids
with a black guy.
I'm
probably.
sure it is. And Heather Mills.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, yeah.
That's Mason Reese.
It's in the paper today. The Post.
He looks like he could be
Page
in
25.
any Peter Jackson movie with no makeup.
He looks like our intern, Matt.
That's what I was
That's what he
saying, yeah.
said.
And then we have a great picture of, well, it's too visual, but we should put it up somewhere, of David. His kid in the paper today in some advertisement looks like David. Look. I got a job. Oh, yay. Got to put that on the glass wall.
I'm going to miss David.
Who?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, speaking of interns, Sam went backstage with intern Evan.
Evan.
I guess what happened on Friday, it was the last day for the interns, this crop.
Yep.
So, we didn't do anything for them, so they decided to do something for themselves, and they all went out and partied, starting at, I think, 11 o'clock, and did a little of that drinking.
Wow.
And rumor has it, Evan drank so much that he peed his pants. Danny is showing me the picture. That is someone peeing their pants.
That's peed pants.
That's peed pants.
Peed pants.
Peed pants. Danny's awkwardly showing me way too long
Yeah,
his picture.
that is good. That's fucking peed pants.
All right, we're going to get Sam in here in a second, but he went backstage with Evan to try to get to the bottom of him possibly peeing his pants on Friday.
And now, backstage with O&A. Here is Primetime Sam Roberts.
I'm Primetime Sam Roberts, and we just learned that on Friday afternoon, the interns decided to go out for a drink after the show. Unfortunately for Evan, the effeminate swivel hips intern, a drink turned into several and disaster ensued, with photographic evidence.
So, Evan, on Friday the interns went drinking, and what happened?
We all had a good time.
How much did you drink?
I had a good amount. I'd say 7 to 8.
There's a picture floating around of you that's rather incriminating.
Yes, I'm aware of this.
Why did you piss your pants?
That's a misconception. The faucet in the bathroom was malfunctioning and happened to get my pants wet.
Just the crotch area?
Yes, because the sink was at crotch level.
Wasn't that the Iron Sheik's excuse?
No, his was a condensing beer bottle.
How did the sink leave a wet spot on your pants that was the complete pattern of someone who had just pissed themselves.
Coincidence.
That's a terrible excuse.
I don't know what else to tell you.
Yes, Evan pissed himself. In the interest of accurate reporting, we found intern Paul, a witness at the scene, to confirm that Evan was lying.
So, Paul, the interns went out drinking on Friday. What happened to Evan?
He pissed himself.
What evidence do you have to support this?
Oh, I have photographic evidence. Not one, but 2 pictures.
Evan says that his pants got wet because the sink exploded on his crotch.
I happened to use that same sink to wash my hands after I took a leak, and I managed to get it all in the bowl and none of it on me.
Do you think there's any possibility that on Friday, Evan did not urinate in his pants?
No, because when I asked him today how was it riding home with piss pants, he said, oh, I didn't mind. I was so drunk I didn't care.
Well, there you have it.
Yes, you do.
Thanks, Paul.
And there you have it. Not only does Evan have an awful accent, sashay when he walks, and move his hands like a lady, he also can't hold his liquor and has no bladder control. Luckily, the O&A show is keeping him for another semester. I'm Primetime Sam Roberts, and this has been
Backstage with O&A.
There you have it.
There you have it.
There you have
Like
it.
Sam's radio voice is getting better and better. I'm Primetime Sam Roberts.
I'm learning from the masters.
Who are they?
You guys, radio professionals.
Oh, I didn't realize we actually did that, did we?
Thank you. Well, I'll do it.
Did we do that?
I don't know. So he peed his pants. He's right there.
Yeah, he's for sure
Yeah.
peed his pants.
Did he
has a
pee your
habit-
pants? Just say yes.
He doesn't know. See, he has a habit of
You
not
say no.
listening to the show.
Why
Good
would
habit.
See what he does out there? See what he's doing?
He's sitting lounged back, legs
Hold on.
crossed.
Wait a minute. Let's see if he knows what we're talking about.
All right.
All right, what do you think about that?
These allegations are not true. It was water from the sink on my pants.
All right, now looking at the photographic evidence,
Mhm.
it doesn't look like water can really get you like that. That looks like piss.
Yes, it's
And how come? All right. Let me see the picture, Danny, please. How come the shirt is absolutely dry?
Oh.
Yet right under the shirt where the pants
Wow.
are is wet. Wouldn't the shirt have gotten some of that splashback?
You think that?
No, I would know that. It doesn't. Water wouldn't just stop right at the shirt level and soak your pants right below it.
Listen,
This would.
This would, yes.
I have pissed my pants before on drinking out before a few times, so I would admit it if I did. This time happened to be the sink.
Again, now you're admitting that you had done it in the past.
Yeah.
So if this was in front of a jury, just on those two things alone, boy, you're not looking too good.
Well, the faucet, the handle was in proportion amount of turning for the amount of water coming out.
Okay.
So kind of exploded out.
Well, an
Getting
explosion
all
would
over
have
me.
gotten your shirt.
And Paul, the intern, used the sink right after Evan and had no piss on his
No
pants.
piss pants.
Well, I told him about the sink before he went in.
And
So
that
he
looks
knew.
a little too wet
I got a
to
lot
be
on me.
splatter. Again, the shirt would have gotten it.
I
It would have
was-
been splattery. That is a perfect positioning of piss on
I
the
was
pants.
a little tipsy, and maybe the lighting in that picture is a little suspect.
Revealing?
Oh, it's now you're blaming the lighting like the girl in the picture, in the yearbook picture,
Wait, but
with her pussy showing.
we're missing something, though. Didn't Sam interview Paul, and Paul said that you said that you didn't mind that you pissed your pants because why? Because he was drunk or something?
Yes, he said, Paul went to him and said, hey, how did it feel to drive home with piss all over your pants? And Evan said, I didn't mind too much. I was too drunk to really let it affect me.
Do you remember saying that to Paul?
Paul embellished a little bit on his interview. He phrased it, yes, with about wearing piss pants. I corrected him, saying just my wet pants, and I didn't care that I had
Is
the wet
Paul
pants
here
on.
today?
Yeah, he's around here somewhere.
Oh, he's on a food run?
Yeah,
All right,
yeah, he'll
well-
be back in a bit.
All right, we'll go back to this story when Paul gets back.
In the
Paul
meantime,
realizes the integrity of the report. He wouldn't have lied.
we should probably go to line one.
Oh, really?
I didn't even. Yeah, I didn't
All
even.
right. Thanks,
hear
Evan.
this.
We'll go back to you in a minute or two.
Chad from Boca
Hey, good morning, boys.
What did I miss?
You guys missed one of Jimmy's famous lines. I'll just let him repeat it, actually. Jimmy, who was going to co-star in Footloose in the remake?
He said some black guy, and I said Heather Mills.
Okay. Because he said Jimmy's Heather Mills line bombed, and I'm like, I didn't hear it.
We just didn't hear it. That's a great line.
Thank you.
Footloose.
That's a funny line.
Dude, that's great. What are you, crazy?
Kick off your Sunday leg. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Look at that. Trying to hang Jimmy out to dry with a bomb, and it was a fucking hit.
Thank you, sir. Hey, you want a terrific story about a grandfather in New Jersey?
Terrific. That's terrific.
This is one of those, what are you thinking?
Grandfather in Jersey?
It's this old gag. It's in the category of this old gag.
All right.
Police call Thomas Elgert the worst of the worst. They say the 66-year-old grandfather spent months preying on children, collecting naked pictures of them, and trading them with sex offenders on the internet.
These are children. They are defenseless. They are involved in this through no choice of their own.
We know that.
Undercover federal agents busted Elgert by posing online as child molesters. In charging documents, agents accuse Elgert of stomach-turning actions, saying at one point he asked an undercover detective to send him pictures of the detective having sex with his 2 young children and the family pet.
The pet? Why? Wow.
It's a full flood. It's a...
it's a poo. The canopy is off. You look like that guy in the paper today, ejecting out of his Harrier.
Yeah, I sort of got out in time.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Oh, Uncle Paul.
That's terrible.
I bet you think it's terrible.
Yeah, the way they go in there and they lie and they pretend to be who they're not. Those damn agents ought to be arrested.
Yeah, they're pulling shenanigans.
Yeah, that ain't legal.
Getting somebody all worked up like that and then ruining their day.
They shouldn't judge. What kind of pet did he have? They didn't even say.
I don't think it matters.
Sure it does. If it was
Probably the dog.
Labrador Retriever. Those dogs are good for that.
I would say it's probably a dog.
Yeah. As long as it ain't a fish.
You can't fuck fish.
Yeah.
Because cats aren't as cooperative.
No, they're
a pain
not.
in the ass.
I bet that's
scratching
good.
at your balls and stuff. You're just trying to have a little fun.
No, when you declaw them, and then they do that little mushy thing on your balls. It feels
the mushy
good.
thing.
You know, they dig their little paws in there, and you go, oh.
Yeah, Uncle Paul's disgusting.
They got the rough tongues. We used to call it making biscuits. Oh, look, the cat's making biscuits.
Oh, kneading the dough like
Yeah.
that? He's making biscuits.
Sure.
Uncle Paul needs to be put away.
How horny do you need to get, by the way? You got the kids, and then he's asking for
bring the pet
a
in,
pet
too.
too. Jesus.
Oof. You think anyone's tried to fuck fish? Like, I think anybody's tried. Someone out there has probably tried to fuck anything. Really?
Oh, I thought you meant Abe Vigoda.
I don't mean fish used as a fucking device. We've seen that. Thank you, Danny. Danny just punched up a picture of a girl using a trout on another girl.
My bad.
Well, you know.
Yes, the picture is just called redundancy.
Yeah, I'm sure there's probably been the blowfish, let's say, has been used for that purpose. A guy sticking his wiener in a fish.
What fish would be the best fish?
Wide-mouth bass.
Probably tuna because they're big and fat.
I remember from my fishing days, the bunker. They had a big mouth with no
big
teeth.
mouths.
The teeth weren't.
You're like a grouper.
A problem.
A big
Maybe a
grouper.
grouper?
Yeah, a grouper would be good fucking.
Not really, because they look sad.
You just look at because you're constantly getting the fisheye from them.
Right.
No emotion. So you don't know if the fish is having a good time.
Oh, that'd be so effing creepy.
I think a nurse shark. I want to fuck a nurse shark.
I don't think that would be wise.
Just hold it down. They're so harmless.
Oh, that's true. They are just big and lumbering.
All right, here's the second half of the grandfather story.
Within a 1-mile radius of Elgert's home, there are at least 2 schools, and the neighborhood is full of young children.
It's not unbelievable. It's frightening. It's really scary.
Investigators took bags and boxes of evidence from Elgert's home. They believe he may have molested children as well and are urging anyone who may have had close contact with him to come forward.
You know, when you see the authorities coming out of a home with bags and boxes, there's never any good stuff in those bags or boxes.
Yeah, they come out with a big paper bag sealed up with the red evidence tape on it.
No,
it's like, no, that isn't just something.
That's not someone's lunch.
Toaster oven. Unless, of course, it was used to bludgeon somebody.
Hey, you don't think they can track who he was emailing, do you?
Probably, once they got the computers.
I know.
Look, they give it a good look.
I hope they don't figure nothing out.
Ah, there it is. Danny found it.
You found
There's a gentleman fucking what looks to be a fluke.
What the fuck? What did the fish do?
The fish is just like, oh. The fish
it's
is
blowing
making
him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he ought to get one of those catfish you get from noodling.
Oh, wow. Ow.
That's balls.
Yeah, put your penis. That's a video that would get a lot of hits.
And the
Do some
girl
noodling with
behind
your
him
penis.
has an eel. So apparently she's been using that.
You know how awful a fish mouth must feel in your dick?
Yeah, it's too, like, bony. Little teeth in there.
It's got to feel the same way your grandmother would feel.
Oh, God, just thin lips.
I know.
Thin,
Gums,
dried up, hard
bony
lips.
gums. And
Except it would smell better and have more interesting conversations.
You ever look at an old lady's lips and go, oh, my God, that's what her pussy looks like?
Ah.
Anybody? I'm the only one?
No.
Oof. Hey, Paul's back.
Hey, Paul.
Hey.
Intern Paul. Intern
Uncle.
Paul. Can we get Paul in here to talk about the Evan penis pants thing?
Yeah, I wanted to get to
Paul
the fun.
Haggis at AOL.com. That's where all those emails were going to.
Hey, Paul.
They don't know what's
What's
me.
up? Evan is claiming when you guys all went out on Friday and did a little drinking that he did not pee his pants and that it was the sink that went awry.
I used that same bathroom, and my pants were completely dry when I walked out.
Was there a possibility of that happening in the bathroom?
Not that I saw.
And did he tell you that he didn't mind because he was drunk, that he peed his pants or something like that?
When I asked him this morning, his exact words were, I was so drunk I could give a fuck.
Evan peed his pants.
I think you peed your pants. The clincher there is the picture. Danny has you have two?
I have two.
Can I see them?
Sure.
Because I want to see if they jibe with Danny's pictures, which show the pants soaking wet, yet the shirt is completely dry. And if the sink exploded, you would think it would be wet.
Well, it happens to be the same picture because I immediately sent it to Danny.
All right.
Okay.
Let me take a look-see, though, at the original.
Ant's good at this
Make sure
stuff.
It wasn't doctored.
Ant's a good investigator.
Yeah, look at this. This line right here, the pants are wet above. Here's the odd thing. His T-shirt is down below the waistband of his pants.
Mm-hmm.
The pants look to be wet even under the shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Yet the shirt, which is over the wet pants, is dry. How is that possible? How is that at all possible?
I don't think that can be determined with the amount of angles that we have in the picture.
Well, here's another picture. Again, same thing. Dry shirt, pants wet, the entire front, as if you had pissed.
Can I make a comment?
All right.
That I think with the quantity of wetness in that picture, that if I
That you
were
really
to
had
have
to piss.
peed myself, that it would usually go further down the legs.
Sir, if your dick was facing straight up, let's
Yeah,
say,
like a baby dick.
like a little toddler dick, that would not be the case. It would go
Little
up.
acorn penis.
It would spread out around your waistband, which it looks like it did, and then slowly go down the legs as it wicks down your pants.
And it got soaked in the jeans are a heavy material.
Yes, yes.
Where
very-
did this peeing occur? While you were still drinking?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a little weird.
So you were sitting, drinking,
And just peeing
pissing
his
yourself, and then you
come on.
decided to go to the bathroom because you realized you pissed yourself and come up with the water excuse.
No, wrong.
All
It was-
right.
I mean, the occasions that I have pissed myself in the past, it's been inaccuracy in the bathroom, not completely hitting the
Inaccuracy
target.
in the bathroom.
Yes, he was aiming for the toilet, but he hit the inside of his underpants.
That'll happen sometimes. And
We've all had
this
a-
didn't happen this time.
We've all had a sink mishap, but it's like a little spot.
Yeah.
When did you realize that the sink was giving you a crotch shower?
Later than I should have. Again, I've had several drinks at this point.
Yeah.
Probably contributing to the quantity of piss that you had all over your pants.
Oh, my God. Eric
No,
has a great
not
idea
piss.
from Virginia Tech. Make him piss himself in studio and compare the pictures.
That's a good idea.
Would you pee your pants today for us?
What if? Well, how about later this week?
Oh, you would do it, though?
Yeah.
He's got to bring in a change of clothes.
All right.
And then we'll have him, drink some water and then piss yourself and see if it does look like the stain on his jeans.
Let's do it.
That is a great idea.
Let's
We do have to get to the bottom of these things.
Yes.
I don't like leaving loose ends.
If you're willing to do it today, I'll go buy you a pair of jeans.
No, it's very difficult to find a good pair of jeans for me that'll fit.
Why? They gotta be 48 hips and fucking.
But
he
I
said-
have proportionally short legs. It's very difficult for me to find.
You got short legs, too? You're like 6'4".
I'm a
How tall are you
36,
really?
30, 6'2".
36'30".
Yeah.
You wear 30s?
I have very short legs. I have very long torso.
Is that why you have that walk?
I don't know if they're related, but it's just adding to the list.
Yeah.
Wait, you have 30-inch length pants.
They're very hard to find.
I'm 3 inches shorter than you, and I'm doing
36,
32s, 33s.
Wow. That's something.
Mm.
Yeah, because you're not really that tall. I mean,
6'2".
And if he's buying 30s, I'm noticing that Evan is today wearing cutoffs. So, you could probably chop another few inches off of that. So.
Yeah, I think these pants were once a 32. They had to be altered.
All right. Let me say hi to John in Jersey. John.
Hi, John.
Hey, guys.
Oh,
Good morning, boys.
Hold on. We got water being handed to Evan. Are you willing to do it today? He's not just handing you water because he's a nice guy.
Well, I mean, I would really like to have a second pair of pants.
But you promise you'll do it.
I promise
What
I'll
day?
do it.
What day does it go down?
Tomorrow.
Today.
Tomorrow, Evan pisses his pants.
tomorrow we get
That's
to the
fair
bottom
enough.
of it.
With full
We
gusto.
compare.
What would management say?
We compare wet spots. Yes, sir.
But I won't be in tomorrow, and since I witnessed the initial pissing,
Gotta do it today.
I think it has to
Gotta
be
do
today.
it today.
Wow.
What would management say?
Wow. Say.
All right.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Holy shit, he's going to pee his pants for everybody.
right.
Make sure you do it while Ben Stiller's in here.
Just sit here and piss yourself.
John in Jersey, what's up?
Hey, boys.
Hey.
Hey, a couple of years ago down in SeaWorld, somebody was caught in the tank banging one of the killer whales.
Yes.
And the way they found it was because he wound up dead the next
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah, he was dead. And they actually
What was
think
what?
he was fucking the blowhole.
You're kidding.
He was fucking the whale's blowhole, and they think that the whale, because he drowned, they think the whale closed up his blowhole and dragged him underwater by his dick. Because they do that. They close up the blowhole when they dive.
Give you a nice tight feel, right?
Nice tight. He
Nice.
probably was like, oh, if I could come before I die, this is going to be great. But,
And then the killer whale
Yeah.
was dead, too?
no, the whale was alive.
Whale wasn't dead.
That was the whale
Sorry,
we talked
Anthony.
about called Tillicum.
Oh, right. Can
It
you
was
find
like
that story?
It was a weird name for a whale that was being fucked. Tillicum.
Yeah, we'll find that story. Thank you, John.
All right, button up, boys.
Thanks,
No one feels bad for that guy.
No.
No one
No.
on earth feels bad for that
Not
guy.
one person, even his family.
I'm a big fan when the animals, get one.
Oh, he got back.
I'm a big fan
You're
when the
fucking
animals
me?
win.
You fucking me?
Do they have to kill the killer whale for like protecting himself from being fucked in his blowhole? Us twisted
sexually
fucks that we are.
assaulted.
Huh?
He was sexually assaulted. He's the victim.
Yeah, but they
The little
don't.
whale.
They don't usually see it that way. Animal kills human. Animal has to die no matter what. That's the equation every single time.
Did they kill the animal that was fucking that guy? They kill that horse that fucked the guy to death?
I don't know.
No, the stallion they made it a eunuch. They made it a gelding,
Did
so
they?
other people couldn't go and fuck it.
Wait, by the way, any fucking horse fans in this room? I'm not a big horse fan guy, but did you see what happened? What was it, the Belmont? Or the other one, the Preakness?
The Preakness.
A filly won it?
Oh, yeah?
Fillies don't win these races.
Another,
Did anybody?
Wait a minute. There was...
You didn't watch the race? What the horse that won the Kentucky Derby? What's his name again?
Yeah, that Mindfish bird.
Oh boy, this is like a Dr. Kaku thing
Something.
happening right here in
Dr.
front of our eyes.
Kaku.
What, Danny?
Travis is saying it's Mind That Bird.
Yeah, Mind That Bird
Yeah.
wins the Kentucky Derby. They're thinking he's going to do pretty well at the Preakness, right? The rider who rode Mind That Bird Says, fuck that. This filly that came out of nowhere, I'm riding this motherfucker. And wins with the filly.
Wow.
It was a big story in the horse world.
I didn't even know the Preakness was on.
Yeah, it was Sunday or Saturday, whatever. Oh. You didn't see the race?
No, I would have bet on it. Any big winner? Like, what were the odds?
I think the filly, was it like a 9-5 or something?
No, that's not.
Like, I mean, even though the horse sort of came out of nowhere, everyone was like, this is a special horse.
Yeah, and they were probably betting the jockey, too.
And the jockey even knew because he's like, yeah, I could be riding a Triple Crown winner, but you know what? This filly horse is, he said something like something very special.
Oh, I bet.
Where's our horse fan?
Stump
Give me a
broke,
call.
was it?
Huh?
Or was it stump broke? That's where you could back it up to a stump and stand on the stump for height and fuck it. They call it being stump broke.
You got the killer whale story? Can we reread that one?
I love that. It's a fun little story of a... I can't see it.
I was hoping for a little more horse talk, but I don't think it's going anywhere.
I didn't see the race. I didn't hear about it in the news either. Not a real big story, I guess, unless it's...
First time a filly won the Preakness since in 84 years, Ant. That's Boobie Man in Brooklyn. He's solid with his info. That is a huge story that is barely being touched in the sports world. Fillies don't win these races.
No.
They just don't.
Oh, congratulations to you, horse with a twat.
Yeah, lesbian horse. Dykey. Horse with a mullet.
The filly is well known, ran the day before the Kentucky Derby and won by 20 lengths.
Wow.
The filly went off at 2-1.
There's the SeaWorld dead guy story,
Yeah,
right?
you got it? Go ahead.
Finally. Wow, this is almost 10 years old, this story now.
Wow.
We did it at NEW when it first came out, too.
27-year-old Miami man died after what police think was an attempt to swim with the whales. Tuesday morning, a park employee found the man's body naked, draped just below the dorsal fin of the park's largest whale, an 11,000-pound male named Tilikum.
A male.
It was the second time Tilikum had been linked to a death of a human.
Oh.
But they were saying he appeared to have either drowned or died of hypothermia in the 50-degree water. But obviously, how did he not get dragged down there by the whale? It was obvious that...
Yeah.
They're just not reporting it the way that everybody knows it happened.
Exactly. They keep that water at 50 degrees. You don't realize that. That's some cold fucking water for that whale. And you jump in there thinking you're going to have fun, like Spock in that Star Trek with the whales. And you freeze to death. You can't get a rod in 50-degree water, can you?
I think the part that would throw me would be the fucking whale.
Yeah, probably the whale more so than the temperature
the
of the water.
11-ton animal with the hole on the top of its head that I was trying to fuck that smells like fish while the whale swims around confused. What do I have to do while he does this? Should I make what? He's making that whale noise saying, "Get off me."
Ooh, he's lonely.
Evan's drinking water in the corner. You better slow down because Ben Stiller's coming in around at 9 o'clock, so we're going to have to spread out these bits. Mark on Long Island, what's up?
Hey, guys, how are you?
Pretty good, Mark.
The reason why that jockey actually rode that filly the 5 previous races, and she didn't run in the Derby, so he took Mind That Bird. And the reason he jumped back on that horse is because he had ridden it before, and he knew what a special horse that was. But he had ridden it 5 times before.
But she didn't run the Kentucky Derby, right?
No, she did not, because they didn't want to run her in the Derby because they didn't feel she had a chance. So they ran her, I think, the Kentucky Oaks like the week before.
Right, I heard that. But why wouldn't, if you think the horse is so special, I mean, the Kentucky Derby is the race.
Yeah, they took some heat for that. They don't understand why. They should have at least given her a shot because she had won 5, Grade 1 races in a row, and they don't know why they didn't put her in the Derby. They think she should have because she probably could have won.
Dude, this horse was an animal. You had to see the. Did you see the race Saturday?
Literally.
Yeah,
horse was an animal.
That bird finished second. We almost caught it. That race with another quarter of a mile, a quarter of a length. Mind That Bird would have caught.
But it wasn't.
Well, yeah, but
love that.
No, but he's bringing up a good point. The Mind That Bird is a fucked up horse because it's basically. Am I lying when I say it pretty much hangs out in last place and then decides the last third of the race to make a run for it?
Yeah,
exactly. It is the most bizarre thing to watch. That's why I got excited about the Preakness because they're like, Mind That Bird's in 10th place, whatever. But watch, and sure enough, the thing just out of nowhere starts sprinting
late
and almost pulled it off. Came in, second.
Yeah, came in second. It was a great race.
but came from like way back in the pack. Again, like you're looking at the horse going, there's no way he has a chance to even place anything in this race, and almost pulled it off. Thank you, Mark.
Thanks, guys.
All right. And I hate horse racing, but I don't know. I was captivated by that whole story.
I like being down there and betting and just watching it like that, but you know,
nothing worse than going to like a horse track that is way out of the way. And you see the jockeys that are a little overweight, the horses that are a little unkept, and you're betting on these things.
Or you're going on like an off day where it's just there's no stakes races, there's nothing really going on. It's
if you want to people watch, actually the running of the greyhounds.
Dregs of society.
I know there's people out there trying to save the greyhounds, and God bless you, but there's nothing more fun as far as people watching go than going to a greyhound track.
Yeah.
Oh man, that brings out the dregs.
Yeah, people betting on dogs, on running dogs.
Yeah. All right, want to take a break?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my nose is itchy again.
Apparently Guar has a song called Fish Fuck. It's 32 seconds. All right, let's take a listen.
We got it? Wow.
They just couldn't commit to the song, though.
No.
That's one of those songs where like, you know what?
Yeah, you know, people get to the point right.
Do we really
right
have
away.
a second verse for this song?
Yeah, is one needed?
Yeah, we'll just throw it on our box set. Brad, Atlanta, how are you, buddy?
Brad.
Hello, boys. What we've got is that Rachel Alexander is going to have a tough time winning the Belmont. It's a 1.5-mile race, the longest race of the Triple Crown. And with Mind That Bird, a late comer at the end of the race, it'll easily overtake Rachel Alexander. And being a filly, and last year with 8 bells, turning into the glue factory, they really can't waste having a filly that could be worth millions just from breeding capabilities to go out there and try to win a race that has no chance of winning.
Very good point. You're a horse fan?
Yeah, I'm from Kentucky.
So, all right, one simple, we'll keep it very basic. Why is it so hard to win the Triple Crown in horse racing?
3 races in 6 weeks. Very tough. It'd be like an athlete winning the Super Bowl every year for 3 years.
No, I understand that, but all the horses are running the same 3 races, so you got to take that out of the equation.
Sometimes
why is it hard to win the Triple Crown?
Sometimes the horse has a bellyache.
I think it has something to do with the tracks. It's 3 different tracks,
and one's
so they
longer,
run them,
or whatever,
yeah, they
right?
run them differently.
And one horse might be better on the shorter track.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Or
thinking.
if the horse, or if the track's a little sloppy.
Yeah, but they're all running in the same conditions.
Yeah, but sometimes they're a mutter of like if the father's a mutter.
Yeah, and you feed them fodder. That's what they eat. So
You
you
also have
feed your
Homer
mother
horses,
fodder. Hey, what is that?
Wow, what was that, Danny?
I've seen it before, but someone just feedbacked it in again. It's a website called Guess Her Muff. And I guess it's like these amateur nude shots, but you get to see them with all their clothes on first.
What a brilliant website.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So you get to see the chick, and then you guess her
All right,
muff.
we're off
and then
horse
you see
racing
the
for a
answer
little bit,
here,
Brad.
and then
Sorry.
you click, and then
All right, give me
that-
the...
that's it.
all right. Let's play.
Oh, that's hot.
How about this one?
All right.
All right.
I'm going to guess.
Wait, what are we looking at? You got to explain it for the radio, or this sucks. for
Chicken a
everybody.
wedding dress.
Chicken a wedding dress, kind of frumpy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in a
See if it's
gown, a
meaty.
little frumpy looking, tall.
All right, she's
pale.
frumpy, so she's trying to like improve her appearance. I go with no hair.
No hair. I'm going. God.
See the
Trim down triangle.
I think the obvious guess, a complete mess, but I really think she's going to try to.
I know.
Especially for her wedding night, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And maybe it's something a little special for the guy.
What are the choices they give you on the side?
Oh, well, it's just asking what your favorite style is. It's
Oh.
natural, trimmed, patch, landing strip, Brazilian, or shaved bald.
Yeah, all right.
Well, let's see.
What you got? I'm going
Let's
shaved.
take a look. Let's see how well we do here. Look,
Fucking
she's got a
natural.
big
Fatso.
nasty bush. See, you should have went with your
Fuck.
first instinct on
The
that one.
fuck?
Want to play again?
Yeah.
Third
All
one
right.
down.
This one?
Yeah, she's got like an open white man's like button-down shirt and black jeans. She's just kind of standing in the living room.
Nice, natural, big boobies, blonde.
Long blonde hair.
Yeah.
Big in the hip area, but not too big.
I'm gonna say
Definitely not a workout chick.
Strip.
I'm going bald.
I'm going strip on that one.
See? She's pretty.
Bald.
Bald.
Nice.
She's holding a hotel.
Wow,
She's
look
in a
at
hotel
those
hallway.
tits. That just came out of me. Like, I wasn't even trying to be funny. That just, I blurted that out. I just blurted that out. God damn.
Give us one more.
Yeah, one more.
Well, you tell me when to stop here. I'll go to the next page.
All right.
Yeah.
And what is this website for the people at home?
Come on, well.
It's
well, we'll go with the Asian broad.
Asian broad.
It's guesshermuff.blogspot.com.
Oh,
Jesus.
I like it.
You want to do the Asian girl?
Wow, that's
I think that might be
tricky.
too easy.
I would say.
The Asian girl's got a landing strip.
Yeah.
I say Natch. They usually don't do much down there.
Yeah, they usually don't. I'll say
Is she in
natural.
America, though? What
Tough
kind of
to
Asian
say.
are we looking at?
I don't know. It's like a college dorm or
I'll
something.
still go with like a landing strip.
I'll go full patch.
Guess that buff. Here we go.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, hello.
Shaved totally.
Hello.
Man.
Damn, body like a fucking 10-year-old.
I love the people that get mad that when we do visual stuff. Fuck, man.
Oh,
then
fuck
you
yourself.
we just turned you onto a great website.
Everything's.
How about somebody's stepmother?
All right, an old broad.
Jesus, that's a big
Old broad.
fucking bush.
Hold on, let's go with this. So it's an old broad getting on a train, like a sensible haircut, short, just below her ears,
And
business suit, sort of.
I don't know if this helps, if this adds anything, or maybe it's a clue, but the train that she's getting on is Eurostar.
Eurostar, yeah.
This has to be from
Those
across the old pond.
I'm
Those
saying
animals grow it all in. This
big
is a natural
fucking
motherfucking bush.
nasty old lady bush. She's gonna surprise us, right?
5 minutes before Ben Stiller, we're going to take a break in a second. Then
Here we
go
go.
ahead. This is
rip.
going to be old natural. Landing
Strip.
strip.
Ugh. Look at her though. What a
Christ.
wreck.
Horrible pose for the old broad.
Yeah.
She looks like
Sitting
Lady
Indian style,
Di.
a little like Lady Di.
Mike in Pennsylvania.
Hey guys, my favorite thing on that, I've been on this site for a long time.
Okay.
My favorite's the bonus booby pics.
What's the bonus booby pics about?
Oh, sometimes you get another shot. You can see they're wearing the same outfit as the original photo, and just discarded in the background
Oh.
somewhere. But it's the full package.
Nice.
Oh, here's a bonus pic of Asian girl.
Oh, okay, there it is. Wow.
Wow, she's been poked in the shitter a couple times.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Thank you, Mike.
That's a hell of a sight.
Hey, that one right there. I want to see that one.
Which? The blonde?
Yeah, right there. That's so natural. It's not even funny.
You think?
No, I
Little
mean so bald.
Hippie broad?
No,
Yeah, I
so
think that's
bald.
baldness.
Very good-looking blonde, slender. All right, all right.
Oh, yeah. There's
Yeah,
nothing
Jimmy,
there.
look at that.
She's just sitting out on the beach with her
Look at
legs
that. Wide
akimbo.
open. Look at that.
Oh.
Oh,
Hi, how are
sorry.
you?
We didn't know they were gonna-
We're just, well, that was a little. We got caught there, didn't we?
How about a little warning before we walk Ben Stiller in?
Just burning a little time while we.
This is called filler,
wait for
Ben.
you, Ben.
It's called Guess. Is that still Guess Her Muff? It's like where they show the picture of the girl dressed, and then they show her naked. And you have to guess what
Sorry,
hairstyle
Ben,
she
that
sported.
you had to walk in on that.
Jesus.
Awkward.
I feel like I know. I feel like I was caught by some
erotic energy in this room.
Yes, exactly.
Sorry.
Bunch of men. How creepy is that? Curtains are
It
drawn.
really is bad.
Yeah, the curtains are drawn. We're just in here looking at naked girls. It's a good idea for a website, though. Guess that muff.
Hope you had a nice piss, Arnold.
You know what? You beat me to it.
All right.
Yeah.
Beat me to it.
Ben's like, great. They booked me on this show. Wonderful.
But I think you have to apologize. No guy minds walking in and seeing that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with just a bunch of.
I saw like half a nipple, really.
It's just a little odd. Yeah. How you doing? Good.
I'm
I
good.
hope.
How are you doing?
Very well, sir.
Yeah.
You got another movie coming out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You make a lot of movies.
I make. I have made a lot of movies.
Yeah.
You're right. There have been a few.
I've been a fan since
than a
your
few.
TV show.
Oh, thanks.
Which was
a great
really
show.
funny, underrated.
Absolutely.
The whole thing with medieval cops was hysterical.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was.
but-
Thank you.
Yeah.
Back in. Back in
That
the
was
day.
a while ago, kind of when you, and then all of a sudden, movies. That's popping up in movies.
You know what I like about
Yeah,
this
pretty
flick?
good.
I actually saw this, and I like the fact that you're actually putting Steve Coogan in movies because
Yeah.
he's not in enough stuff. I'm a big Alan Partridge fan, and
Yeah.
I mean, seeing him in this one and the first one, the guy's hilarious. He's actually a really good actor.
He's a great British comedian, and he, I saw the Alan Partridge Show a few years ago, which is just incredibly
Yeah.
funny. You know, he plays this fake talk show host. I thought that was sort of what he looked like and what he was like, but he's really doing a character.
Right.
And then met him in London one time, and then we worked a few times together, which has been great.
Alan Partridge was such a weird show. I'm not to go on a tangent, but because it actually was no audience, but it used the laugh track and it worked. Like normally you see that and it just stinks, but that actually, for some reason, the laugh track belonged in that show.
Yeah, I think they ruined like MASH with a
Oh,
laugh track.
terrible! I can't watch the old MASH
How the hell
anymore.
would they do that?
But how funny is it? You come in to promote a movie, we're talking about MASH.
I loved MASH, though. As a kid.
Yeah, but then you realize like there's a laugh track in it.
Yeah. But back then, I didn't think about it.
No, it didn't bother you back then for some
And
reason.
it was weird because it wasn't like like a sitcom where it was shot in front of an audience. It was sort of shot.
It was shot like out in the hills of California or something, and
so
some
like the
closed
audience
set.
was everywhere.
Yeah.
They were out in Korea.
They were with you.
The audience was out
It was
in the
like there was some Chinese in the woods waiting to invade, just kind of going, "Oh, that Hawkeye,
laughing. Yeah.
He is a pisser."
Groucho Marx said it, and he was right. He said he thought the laugh track ruined comedy because you didn't have to be funny because the reaction was already there.
Yeah.
So
it's
when
such a strange thing when you really think about it, the laugh track. And
Yeah.
now it's sort of gone away, kind of. You know, the Office was, I think, responsible on American television for sort of like making it okay to do shows where you don't have a laugh track.
Thank
Yeah,
God.
really odd to just have that fake. Who thought of that one? Where it's like we need some laughs so the people laugh along.
And you
Like
can always pick out the
Gilligan's
one
Island or
that there's always that one laugh that would go like, like a little higher than everybody else. I was like, oh, it's awful. I don't think MASH holds up humor-wise, and I love it. It's my favorite show ever. But I think the serious moments and the poignant stuff holds up.
Right.
But a lot of the laughs, it was a little too, for the time great, but a little too kind of jokey and...
Go back and forth.
It's interesting when you go back and look at stuff. But I love MASH, too. That was like, I was so into it.
I preferred After MASH with...
with trying to keep that horse running.
Who was it? William Christopher and Jamie Farr and I think Harry Morgan decided to...
It was the people that got peripheral storylines.
Yeah, they should have called it
MASH.
everyone but Hawkeye.
Everyone but Hawkeye.
We should talk about Night at the Museum, too.
Yes.
The first one was a monster.
Yes. Well, yeah.
And
yeah.
and what's weird is because they got a lot of nephews and nieces. Now when you go to the museum, they know all the stuff.
Yeah, it was actually
You're
a nice
teaching.
thing. It was
No.
a positive thing. Well, yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily accurate information.
Right.
It's sort of like just whatever's going to work for the
Right.
movie and be funny, but at least it gets kids interested.
Right.
And then they can go and read the real stuff.
They want to go to the museum
Yeah.
because of Night at the Museum.
Yeah.
They didn't
Like-
care ahead, before.
Exactly. And that's, I think, that was kind of a cool thing about the movie that it sort of, because I grew up, my generation going to the museum was what we did.
A field trip. It was
It was
like you took a
exciting.
field trip.
That was a cool field trip.
I used to go out from Long Island, and you'd have to fill out your permission slip, and we'd go to the Museum of Natural History, and it was just an amazing place,
Or in-
so huge.
yeah.
And
You had a better high school because we went and saw Danny Kaye. Ugh. Why would you bring kids to see Danny Kaye?
Danny
How
Kaye.
old
I don't
are
even
you?
know who he is.
Danny Kaye fired my parents from a
Really?
show once.
Did he?
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Oh, my
fuck Danny
God.
Kaye then.
That's what I say. He was a great screen comedian, but fired my parents. So screw him.
I think it was some
Who
kind of
fires
musical or
Stiller and
something.
Mira?
I know he fired
Who
Stiller.
fires Stiller and Mira? What were they doing
I know.
wrong? They were being Stiller and Mira. Right. Like, what's
Get rid
the
of
problem? Get rid of them. I thought they were another act.
Too much attitude.
Wait, was Danny...
Too much attitude. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Was he Glass Coffee Table guy, or was that Danny Thomas?
No. Danny, neither was.
Who was there? Was one of the
Danny
Dannys was
Thomas
Glass
is
Coffee.
March of Dimes.
No, one of them was Glass Coffee Table as well, not just Chuck. I'm telling you, one
Tell
of
me
those.
what is glass coffee table?
Oh,
Ben,
Jesus.
why'd you ask?
I think I know what you mean.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's when you lay under a table and you watch somebody do something.
Right.
It's like
right.
it's people
I think I
have
know what you're
allegedly
talking
for
about.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was Chuck Berry.
Yes, him as well.
Yeah.
But there was a white guy too. We represented
Really?
somehow. I just don't. I don't remember who it was.
Well, wasn't it Sylvester had a little of that going on? One of our famous...
Stallone, yeah.
Stallone,
Well, what are we going to do?
Why are we talking
Spread
about shit
long
like
and
this?
rumors
Nice to
here?
go there, yeah.
We have movies to talk about. For the love of God. What's
Family movies.
Yes.
Family movies.
Now this one's a little different because it's Smithsonian.
Yeah, which we also did a field trip to in 7th grade. Did you do
Oh,
the
you did? Nah,
Smithsonian?
police. I lived in New York, so to go
Yeah,
out of
I
state
did
would have been
too.
crazy.
No, it was a big thing. We
I
took
would
the
have cried.
buses. Really?
I would have cried too. Like if my mother had to be a class mother on those field trips, or I would cry.
Yeah.
I was the biggest crybaby.
I was too. I once got off an airplane that was headed for Maine to go to camp. I got off the plane. on the tarmac.
And that plane later crashed. Everyone was lost.
I wish there was some justification.
Yeah, there was no. It made it. Everyone had fun except you.
My mother was horrified. And no, but we took the buses down to the Smithsonian. That was exciting. 7th grade and sleepover and girls, and it became like a thing. Like,
did you have a pretty normal upbringing? Because you kind of didn't really hit the public scene until you were, in your 20s, I guess.
Late 40s.
Late 40s, somewhere around there. You're just breaking into the business. But having parents that were as famous as your parents, it would seem like you would have been kind of in the spotlight a little earlier than you were.
Well, we were around, but it was. I think it was a different time. My parents are New Yorkers. They never went to the whole. They didn't like to go to L.A. or Hollywood to go to work out there. But it was just sort of like low key, and they did their thing, and just.
I thought you would have kind of been launched into the business or wanted to.
I was trying. I mean, I wanted to be. I knew I wanted to be a director. I knew I wanted to be an actor. But I was like trying to figure out how to do it for a long time, and I wasn't getting work for a long time too.
Yeah.
So like in my early 20s, I was just sort of auditioning and.
Was it tough because
failing.
Your parents were who they are, and it's like, oh, well,
you
he
can't.
Just wants to.
You can't really fail anonymously within the business. You know what I mean? Like you go in and you'll audition. Oh, that's Jerry Nan's kid, and then you'll suck, and then they'll be like,
oh yeah,
okay, that's great. Good
By
luck.
the way, he sucks.
Yeah, and you kind of it's for a while that just you just have to kind of go through that and be willing to deal with that. But everybody has their own set of issues. I think when you're trying to make it. So like some people who don't have any sort of connection to the business, that's a huge hurdle. And it wasn't like it was. You just have to deal with your own set of.
What was the first thing you did where you realized, okay, I think I got my foot in the door here?
Well, I got a part in a play in 1986 off Broadway. This play called House of Blue Leaves that was running at Lincoln Center, and that was my first job that I got.
Was it comedy or?
It was sort of a comedy that had, it was a comedy basically, and it went to Broadway and it ran for a while, and that was sort of what. A lot of people came to it, and I got a job based. From that, I got a little part in Empire of the Sun, the Steven Spielberg movie.
Oh yeah.
And
did Kristen Bell yell at you?
He did not yell at me
as
at that
a little
age.
kid. Little kid
He
just
was
yelling at you.
I stayed out of the eye line. No, but he was like 10 or whatever, and but I had a little part in that, and that was sort of.
Wow, I'm gonna have to.
That wasn't it though. Then I had to keep on auditioning.
Yeah, and keep.
Nothing. Yeah, it took a while after that.
Trying to do it.
Your mom was in Fame.
That's right.
I love your mother in Fame.
She plays the tough English teacher.
Yeah, she really scolds Leroy. That was one of my favorite movie scenes. When he breaks up the whole classroom and runs out, and then he confronts her in the hospital, and she shames him.
She does. She shames him.
Yeah. Don't you kids ever think of anyone but yourselves? And he's like, just stopped. It's great.
That's my mom.
They have had just a great career. I mean,
they're incredible.
Seinfeld and everything just.
Hysterical. It's they worked together for so long, and then Seinfeld was like a whole new thing for my dad, and I just actually did a thing with them for the internet where they're just doing like a little sort of like 3-minute sort of like just commenting on the day's events together, and they're just so funny.
Oh, I gotta check that out.
Yeah, because they just.
Gee, do they have good chemistry together?
It's just like basically, there's no script, and they just do it, and they're incredible, and they just, and they go to weird places because they just go off of each other, and they'll start talking about, torture, and then my dad will end up talking about his hip, like what's your, in the United States and torture, and he'll say, like self-catheterization, that's torture.
You'll watch him as a kid arguing and just sit there going, that's funny. Look, they're arguing.
Well, it's funny when you're an adult.
Yeah, someday millions will enjoy what I see as a child.
Did you ever have them come to something? Can we all do stuff that you look back on and you go, I didn't like that much. Did you ever have them come to one of your projects or a premiere that you didn't like, and they have to kind of try to be nice about it, and you're like, look, just
stop.
Just let me
already.
know.
We all know this wasn't one of my better ones.
Well, yeah, my dad is like a super supportive dad, so he'd always just be like, yeah, that was great, that was great. My mom was a little bit tougher critic, so like I remember first I got a part in a little part in this movie called Fresh Horses a long time ago, and she was like, and I was excited because it was the sort of the best friend part, and she was she sort of said, yeah, it was all right, you played sort of a braggadocio character. I was like, what is that word? What does braggadocio mean? Which I guess my character was like a braggart.
So you can say braggart.
What? Yeah. I still don't even know what a braggart is.
Throw the Oshio in there is a little.
She was trying to say your character was a prick, but she was saying it nicely.
Basically is what, exactly. But then, and my dad, though, everything's great, and, because I think he didn't get a lot of approbation when he was a kid. You know, he grew up in a poor family during the Depression, and his parents didn't want him to be an actor. So
yeah,
he's he instead was really supportive to his kids. Right? I think it's great. That's really positive.
Did you think Tropic Thunder was going to be as big as it was when you were making it? And
you know, it was a little bit of a flyer, that movie. You know, in terms of not knowing, because
you must have been a little worried too at some of the content.
I had no idea. I had no idea whether or not people would take to Robert Downey's character, and you know, it was an idea that I'd had for about since Empire of the Sun, because that was a war movie, and I just always thought actors doing war movies would be something funny to do a movie about, and it took a while to get it together, and so when we finally got it made, it was like, it wasn't a cheap movie to make. It was a little bit edgy. It was rated R, and so I didn't know how people would respond, especially Downey's character. And then I was sort of, I was very happy that people, you know, sort of got.
Yeah, that could have completely backfired if done, I think, by someone else, done differently.
Yes,
you might have gotten people going, "Oh, I'm outraged" or something. But
yeah,
he pulled it off beautifully.
I thought there were very few people who could actually play that part that people would accept doing it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
and. You know, he's just uniquely sort of suited to be able to do that, where he can just go out there and do that, and people get that where he's coming from.
Plus, it was seen as a stereotype of black characters in war movies, which is a stereotype that exists. So it's almost like, hey, I'm not making fun of black people, I'm making fun of the stereotype of them in war films.
I mean, that was the idea behind all the characters in the movies, that we're making fun of the actors taking themselves too seriously. You know, for the character I was doing, his character, all of it. But
the whole speech about going full retard. That is just that is amazing. It's amazing, and the balls you guys had to go there.
The clips of you
it's just
as
amazing.
the retarded gentleman in that movie that you were doing was just
well, that was when I wasn't expecting that controversy to happen. You know, which happened. I was we were so braced for I screened the movie for the NAACP and all that. I was really, and then that sort of came and sort of came up from behind.
Just amazing.
The face. You were making
what was your name? What was the character name?
Simple Jack.
Simple Jack.
It was so wrong. I loved it,
and you should be able to do that in films.
Of course, it's funny,
especially in a comedy. Come on,
go full retard.
Well, I think actors are pretty easy targets, you know.
And who knew Tom Cruise had it in him to do what
that
he
was
did
another
in that
thing
movie.
that was a huge surprise.
Yeah, well, he just he went for it. I think I give him credit for just saying, you know what, whatever, let's just have fun.
How do you make that call?
You know, it's a really weird thing on that one. It was just Tom. I had shown him the script, and he had the idea for the character. It was actually his idea to play Studio
really?
Head. Yeah, and then he gave me that idea, and then we went back and wrote it. So it was it just happened organically.
The fat arms on him. It was just great. Yeah. He really skewered
you know
them.
What it is? Oh. It's nice to know what he really thinks about studio execs, because you can't just pull that out of your ass. You know. He probably has been in that situation.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, side by side. Great makeup job and everything.
Ben only has a couple more minutes.
Yeah.
So, Night at the Museum 2.
Yes, Night at the Museum 2.
It's
at the Smithsonian. So a lot of different characters from history and stuff.
Well, yeah.
And
there are characters from history. A lot of actors in the movie, funny actors. Yeah. You know, Jonah Hill's in it, Bill Hader.
Owen Wilson and Steve Coogan, who I love.
Got a little Gervais in there.
Oh, Ricky Gervais is hilarious.
Christopher Guest. Plays Ivan the Terrible.
Yep. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's a crazy cast. It was a really fun set to hang out on. Hank Azaria plays the bad guy. He plays this evil Egyptian pharaoh who sort of has a list.
I hate Hank. Yeah. He's in much too good a shape.
Yeah,
dude, what guns on that guy?
I know.
Yeah, and the whole movie, he's got his guns out.
Oh, bastard!
He's kind of like Boris Karloff with guns.
Creepy / well built.
Yeah,
it's obviously going to be a hit. Because I was watching it, going 10-year-olds are going to love this too. It's it's like some of the humor is adult humor, but it's like you have to kind of be a little older to get it.
Mm-hmm.
But just because of what's happening, you're in a museum and you're running around with. A giant octopus and all this shit chasing it. It's like kids are definitely going to love it.
Yeah, I mean, I find that's there's like this sort of the creatures and stuff the younger kids respond to, and then older people respond to the jokes and the humor and stuff.
That girl is fantastic. Who played Amelia Earhart?
Mm-hmm. Amy Adams.
Oh, she's sexy.
She's amazing. She was nominated for an Oscar this year for Doubt, and she's
holy crap, that's right.
Amelia
actress.
A little more manly in real life.
Yeah, she looked.
Amelia was a little more. Yeah, masculine.
She looked really good.
Yeah.
There was only one part of the movie I had a problem with, and that was they were in D.C., and they said, we got to get to New York, and it was like, all right, we got an hour. And they took off, and they made it in an hour. That I had a very serious issue with. I didn't like the time framing of that. But
the character has a private plane.
Yeah, there you
waiting
go.
for him
See?
at all times.
Waiting on the tarmac.
But the first one was massive. This will obviously be massive. 'Cause it was weird to see, like, all right, the first one, you do that in the museum. So what do you do to make the second movie different? And it was different because all the characters were different, and it was a different movie. And there was something that you guys added with the pictures, which I thought was great. Kind of going inside of pictures. It was really interesting.
Well, that was the cool thing about the Smithsonian. So there's new stuff to come to life, and I think for me, it was just important that we had an idea behind it that made it different. And because the end of the movie, everybody's so happy, and I'm like the night guard, and I'm happy. So we wanted to figure out a way to start it out where, for some reason, things aren't going so well. So my inventions, because I'm an inventor in the movie,
Right.
the inventions have taken off. So I'm doing infomercials with George
Foreman, which was hilarious. It was another great, without saying they were skewering it, with the cheese dick industry of people selling their own stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, really accurate. Really
And we
accurate.
got to meet George Foreman, which was exciting.
Yeah, what a set of mitts on that guy.
Oh, my God.
We shook
We
his
shook his hand
and it was
once.
like,
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
He's gigantic.
ridiculous.
They're giving us the wrap up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for having me.
No problem. Thanks for coming in. Sorry about, a little awkwardness on the screen when we first
kind of
came
got
in.
excited.
Yeah,
really.
I think it was a good way.
Where am I?
You ought to start every interview like
This
that.
is getting my day going.
Have some smut on the screen and bring the guests in
why not?
unannounced.
Did anybody guess? Did anybody guess who it was?
Yeah, we had a few guesses.
Well, if you want to guess one, Ben, I mean, you're more than welcome.
No, I have to go. I got to. Great talking to you guys.
Ben Stiller, Night at the Museum 2 starts Thursday or Friday?
Friday.
Friday, okay.
All right.
It's
Thank
going to be
you
a
very
hit.
much,
You don't even
guys.
have to be here, so good
Nice
luck
to
to you.
meet you.
Good luck to you. It's
Take it
Ben
easy,
Stiller.
Ben.
What am I
I got a
saying?
photo.
We'll take
Hey,
a break.
Ben.
I get a quick
Yeah.
There were times when I was doing Jack that I actually felt retarded, like really retarded.
Damn.
In a weird way, I had to sort of just free myself up to believe that it was okay to be stupid or dumb.
To be a moron.
Yeah,
To be moronical.
exactly.
An imbecile.
Yeah. When I was playing the character.
When you was a character.
Yeah, I mean, as Jack, definitely.
Yeah. It's like working with Mercury. It's high science, man. It's art form.
Yeah.
You an artist.
It's what we do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
What do you mean?
Check it out. Dustin Hoffman, Rain Man, look retarded, act retarded. Not retarded. Count two picks, cheated cards. Autistic. Sure. Not retarded. Then you got Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump. Slow, yes, retarded maybe, braces on his legs, but he charmed the pants off next to him and they won a ping pong competition. That ain't retarded. You went full retard, man. Never go full retard.
Opie and Anthony, Sirius 197, XM 202, The Virus.
And now, backstage with O&A. Here is Primetime Sam Roberts.
I'm Primetime Sam Roberts, and recently on the O&A show, staffer Derek got a chance to sing the song 2 Tickets to Paradise with his idol, Eddie Money. We isolated Derek's part and played it back live on the show.
I've got 2 tickets to paradise. 2 tickets to paradise. 2 tickets to paradise.
We found Derek trying to look busy in the office and approached him for comment.
What happened, Derek?
Nothing, man.
We heard your isolated tracks. You sounded just terrible.
Dude, I can't sing for shit. You know how it is.
Then why'd you do it on the radio?
Because they wanted me to do it.
Are you embarrassed about the way they isolated?
Not at all. It was kind of funny, actually.
Well, you should be.
Okay. How long is this going to go on for?
Why don't you give us a little bit? 2 tickets to paradise.
No, I'm not.
Just sing a little song.
No.
Just sing 2 tickets to paradise.
No, I'm not singing.
Come on, just sing it.
Get the fuck away.
You love this song. Just sing it real quick. Just a hook. Just sing it.
Get out of here.
Well, obviously Derek doesn't want to play. So here it is, one more time. Derek sings 2 Tickets to Paradise.
I've got 2 tickets to paradise. 2 tickets to paradise. 2 tickets to paradise.
Thanks for nothing, Derek, you tone-deaf alcoholic. I'm Primetime Sam Roberts, and this has been
Backstage with O&A.
Hello, operator. Just connect me with a white person. Call Opie and Anthony right now. 866-WOW-1-WOW.
What kind of mother calls up and plays Guess What's Wrong with My Retarded Kid? So you're a girl?
Yeah.
Liar!
And what did he do to this person?
Blew his brains out.
He blew his brains out?
That's 866-969-1969. Or send your feedback to feedback@opieandanthony.com. Ass. radio personalities Opie and Anthony.
Can you smell? I'm not kidding. Smells the back end. See the ass first. If it smells.
Could be gassy, but I don't.
No, don't fart.
Oh my God! Whoa! It smells like shit.
They shouldn't broadcast these things over the public airwaves. I can't believe there's even a debate about it.
The virus. Sirius 197, XM 202.
I love oranges. Secret messages, Ant. Secret messages all the time. Denied. Fucking Lakers. Opie and Anthony finally decided, you know what? I'm going to get into the NBA playoffs.
How? You don't even play?
Oh, good point. What?
Oh!
Denied.
I went over the top, but I was still
Good job.
denied.
No, I my whole day revolved around getting home in time to watch Game 7, Lakers, Rockets. Lakers blow out the Rockets. The game was over by halftime.
Is that basketball?
So go fuck yourself, Lakers. LeBron's taking you down.
Who?
LeBron James.
I don't know anything about
neither do
basketball.
I.
We've been through that
Yes.
before.
Wait a minute.
Whether it's
I
college
get
or
really
professional.
nervous when people talk sports.
Yeah.
Because like they're going to find out I'm a homosexual. It's just going to be like, you don't know anything about basketball? Well,
come on. You know the basics. You know who LeBron James is.
Well, yeah, he's a sportsman.
Yeah. Do you know? Come on.
I know who LeBron James is.
All right, good.
King James.
I believe
King James, right.
He played in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Did?
Oh, well, does.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, good. What else could you say?
I see. I wasn't even sure if he had been, ousted. I just know because when we were in Cleveland, his huge picture
everywhere.
is everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. I was just
they're very
caught.
good.
I was just
You
caught
make me
being
look good.
gay.
What do you want to talk about? Duty. Let's
I was just caught.
Let's move on from the NBA and talk about duty.
Yes.
No.
Jesus.
No.
Just some quick knowledge.
Greg
And the Celtics,
Gutfeld.
I think, got knocked out. The game is on too late for me to watch, but I do believe Celtics are out, right?
Good.
They out?
Why bother? Greg Gutfeld from Red Eye.
How you doing?
Ant's doing Red Eye tonight, right?
Yeah, he is.
Very cool.
Love doing the show.
A huge lineup of guests.
Absolutely.
You and a hot chick and somebody else.
Nice. At least I'm the name guy.
Yes.
You.
You know what, Ant?
That's always what it is, though. It's
Yeah.
me, some hot chick, and then some other guy.
Exactly.
I don't know.
I was going to try to just ignore this, but it's coming in way too much. So let's go to Mike in Jersey.
Mike?
Hold on, Greg. Mike?
Yeah.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey.
man.
Good. I was just tuning in during the commercials to my free week of Hulu, and he's talking about how he can't announce his lineup of guests for the week because of the wolves that are waiting at the door to steal all his guests.
Well, no one is stealing anybody's guests, man. If people are doing press and they're promoting something, it's like, what's the problem with two shows interview? Who cares?
He makes it sound. I mean, obviously, he's talking about Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller was on Howard for an hour, and we get him for 10 minutes. So you figure out what's going on with this company. And we had a hard 10 minutes, don't go over or there'll be problems. And then Howard goes on the air and makes it sound like we're just waiting outside his door. Like, oh, could he now go on Opie and Anthony? It's scheduled way ahead of time. We knew we had Ben Stiller on our show 2 weeks ago.
We've been promoting it all
Fucking
last week.
lies. Go fuck
You know how
yourself.
many people we've said no to? We go, nope.
Nope.
That's a Howard guest. No.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like, that's a Howard guy. Nope. We're not
Nope.
standing at the
Nope.
door.
Nope.
As
Are we? We're just standing outside your door.
Ben Stiller has a new movie coming out.
Getting your scraps.
He's
Is that what
doing
you want
press.
your listeners to know?
He's doing press. So why wouldn't we have him on? Why wouldn't he want to be on? Just stop it already. Stop being a baby.
Someone's getting cocky.
It's all good for the everything we're supposed to do is for the good of the company. It's always like whenever we have a problem and we're dragged down the hallway and have to talk to bosses, they're like, you know something? You got to do this because it's the best thing for the company, and we really need to push this and that. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. And then anything else, it doesn't matter. It's not good for the company. Whether it's good for the company or not, it's just like, no, fuck them. Fuck O&A.
Yeah, coming in like crazy.
We are the bastard stepchildren fuckwads.
He's not going to announce his guests anymore because there are wolves waiting outside his doors.
Wolves. I wish there were.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be fun if literally there were wolves? He opened the door and got shredded to pieces.
Someone's a bit cocky because he has a few more listeners this week.
Don't worry.
I hate it when mommy and daddy fight in front of me.
Yeah. Don't worry about your listeners and that you get
What could
to
you talk to
advertise
Ben
on
Stiller
our
for
show,
an hour
so-
anyway?
We were
Yeah,
just
10 minutes was fine.
Yeah, 10 minutes, exactly.
Honestly, we were getting into it, and then he's got to go. We were
10 minutes.
We were having a pretty good interview.
What's it like having your mom be Ann Mira and your dad be Ben?
We said-
I
we
think
asked that. I think we
that's
did that.
Jerry. Still, that's the weird. That's the.
I think we got that one
Yeah,
in.
thank you. Very good.
Hard-hitting question.
And then I talked about how he liked it. I liked his mother in Fame. I'm the worst because I did actually. She was great in Fame.
And then he recited all of her lines.
I just did one of her lines. I don't know why
You
I
did
that.
every line from the movie.
I didn't.
All right.
We don't have that kind of time.
Hey, Danny. Instant feedback. Little Connor's toe tag might have given us a link to Pay Dirt as far as Christina Models goes.
Oh,
check that out. And Sean in Georgia, what do you have?
Hey guys. Hey, I don't know if y'all addressed it yet, but when J.J. Abrams came on your show first and then did Howard, he was almost refusing to have him on air, yelling that he had to go, he had stuff to do for the weekend. And then when he came in, he gave him about 10 minutes and made him stand the whole time.
Oh, that was probably because he was on our show first.
Yeah, first, and that's that's bad for company, I guess.
Yeah.
Ugh, come on.
They want
Would
us.
you just
They want us to
stop
be
it?
company men. As you know what? Give me a paddle, Aunt. Red
Yeah.
paddle me. Red paddle.
Red
So-
paddle.
'cause
I want to be able to leave
Right.
today. I don't want to have a meeting.
Last
to go
thing
to.
I need is someone yelling at me. I'm too old to be yelled at.
I got to stress over Gutfeld's show and what I'm going to say. From the time I leave here, to the time I leave your show, all it is like, what if I have nothing to say?
It's easy.
I know.
Did you see how handsome I looked when I was on Thursday night?
You were very handsome.
I loved
with
it.
your
He had
little
the
shirt.
He had it unbuttoned down to his
3
navel.
buttons open.
Yes.
He's
His navel.
completely hairless.
I know.
Completely hairless.
It's bizarrely hairless.
You would make a lot of money in the sex trade.
I have.
Oh, yeah. Just ship them to Southeast Asia where they like young hairless boys.
Yes. I tell them
where we like, they like young hairless.
I tell them they can make cummy on my bosoms.
Oh my God! Look at these shots of Christina Models.
Oh, there's a lot of pictures.
Good
Then.
God!
Could you forward me that link?
By the way, Christine Models,
I need to, jerk
number
off.
one on Google Trends.
There
So
you
people
go.
have been Google bombing nicely today. Keep
dark
Googling
hair.
Christina Model.
Got quite the set of bosoms on her.
Boobies.
Quite big bosoms.
Hey, is Evan ready to pee his pants?
Yes.
He is.
Oh, did you hear about this?
No.
There's a lot of controversy with this program. Always very
Yes.
serious controversy. The interns, a few of the, all right, well, take a seat or whatever. The interns went out the other night because some of them were, it was their last day. Very
Yeah.
sad around here. I don't even remember their names. So they went out, drank. One of our interns over here, we call him Swivel Hips. If you saw him walk, you'd know why, but just take it for granted that. He pissed his pants, allegedly, at this point. We're saying allegedly. There are photographs of the front of his pants, completely wet. He says the sink exploded in the restroom, and that's why it got wet. But I did notice not a bit of wet on his shirt, which was pulled out and over his pants. Yet the pants are wet kind of above the shirt line. Horse shit. Horse shit, I say.
Horse shit.
So the only way to prove this
is by forcing him to urinate once again.
To see if it matches the photographs of his urine picture.
But does it have to be on my chest? Because
well,
that wasn't
Greg,
part of the deal.
If you're willing to volunteer, there's a line of guys waiting for that. He's been drinking some water. We can't let him drink too much. God forbid.
That is not a sink accident. I'm looking at the thumbnail photo of it. That is not
look
a
at the
sink.
shirt,
Yeah.
right? The shirt's dry.
Yeah.
The shirt would have some splatter on it.
Yeah.
That is an internal wetness worked its way out. I could see the splatter pattern. I want to set up threads and poles and rulers.
Do you think I can get a picture of that?
CSI. Oh, please.
Just to take home with me?
Yeah.
sure.
You want to take home that? Yeah, well, 8 by 10.
Yeah.
You can hang it up on a wall.
Well, we did decide there's only one way to prove if he actually peed his pants there, Greg.
Yeah. Do you have a good full bladder right now that you've...
I most certainly do. But maybe if you look at this picture closely, you can see some shading in the shirt. I'm wearing a white shirt.
Yeah, you pissed on that too.
Really?
I mean, I'm seeing it, but you're gonna.
Let me
should
take a
for
look.
yourself.
Now it sounds like the controversy of the girl in high school having her picture taken for the yearbook and her pussy showing, and they're
not
saying
her
it's
pussy.
just a shadow.
It's her legs.
I've never seen that one.
Dan?
Maybe a speckle. What, that spot right there, that one little dot?
No,
it goes from from soaked pants to maybe some splatter on
but
there.
I think due to my white shirt, the contrast between wet cloth and dry cloth is not as noticeable in that picture.
You got a weird voice.
We're still gonna submit this as evidence, and you will urinate yourself.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Paul,
by the way, the picture we've determined it's a shadow of the top of her skirt.
Yep.
Making that line that almost looks like a crotch area.
Yep.
But it's at her thighs going back.
Don't you ever find it weird that you don't pee on yourself when you're drunk? Like when you go to bed and you dream about it?
Oh, yeah.
And you wake up and you haven't?
And you haven't pissed.
What is
How
it?
does
What's
that
the
happen?
biology in your head telling you not to do it when your brain is dreaming about it, you know?
It happened like when you're a kid. It happens if you dream you're
But
taking a
I
piss.
still have
you
that
wake
dream.
Up and go,
I still have that dream that I'm looking for a bathroom.
Yeah.
And toilets are overflowing.
Yeah,
Everything, like you can't find. You got to go. And then you wake up, but you're fine.
It's like, why didn't I piss myself?
Why did I miss? It's
Why can't I just
amazing.
have fun and
This
piss
is an
myself?
incredible body.
So many cops dream about firing and the bullet won't come out of the gun. And that's like their
Yeah.
biggest fear, and yours is that all the toilets are flooded.
Exactly. I have a rough life.
I have those. I was talking earlier about those dreams where apparently years ago I was involved in some kind of murder. Not really killing someone. but close enough where I could be in trouble for it. And then they found the body, and like forensics is going through it. And I'm like, it's got to be like my hair or blood. The cops are going to go. I'm fucked. I'm going to prison. And then you wake up and go, oh, that's good. I'm out of trouble.
That'd be
That was
great.
quick.
Yeah, but you know, it'd be really funny if that does happen. You actually kill somebody.
And I actually do, and I'm involved, and there's no waking up from that. And I'm in
Exactly.
prison taking it in the keister.
You know what that's from? That's from watching cop TV shows when you were a kid, because you always assumed from watching Dragnet and stuff that you were going to go to jail
That
sooner
they
or later.
will catch you.
Because the odds are that you would be arrested.
Yeah, they will catch you. And I watch a lot of those cold case files and things like that. So all the forensic evidence, and I'm just thinking I'm going to get caught.
Yeah,
it's over.
Well, Evan's ready to pee his pants.
Is he?
Yes, he sure
Well,
is.
I think I need a few things. My replacement pants
Uh-huh.
for number one. Okay. And,
Hey, can I move my
maybe
jacket?
a few paper
Yeah.
towels.
I'm gonna move my jacket.
I would do
and we
that.
want Evan up high so we can really take a look at this.
Yeah,
and can we have the picture up on the screen of the alleged
Jesus.
picture of him peeing his pants?
What are you doing,
My
Iraq?
right son, that should kill you.
Jesus. Our guest's clothing, and you
He
throw it
literally
around.
just throws it on the ground.
Because that's how he does
right.
his own clothes.
Paul has brought in the replacement pants for Evan.
Now, I want to know
That was
something,
part of the demand.
Evan. I want to know something. What position were you in when you peed yourself?
Standing in front. No.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, shit.
He fell for that old
You went
gag.
with the Brady
No, 'cause I
Bunch
was gonna say
thing.
That,
Oh,
was, that was the great escape when he goes, have a good night.
I think you
And he goes, thank you. Oh, fuck.
That was like throwing the briefcase in the
Yeah,
courtroom.
yeah.
I was going to say standing in front of the sink.
Well, you
which
were
is
gonna, all
somewhere
right.
I would not pee.
Oh shit! We don't. We still have to do these.
Yeah, of course we do. But it's just another example of it's in his mind.
Shouldn't he
knows
stand on
peed.
plastic, though?
No.
I don't piss in the rug.
What are we, fucking
What is it?
amateurs?
Yeah, he shouldn't.
It's going to reek
piss
in
on-
here.
He shouldn't piss on the
The
rug.
rug.
All right, lay some
Gotta
paper
have
down.
something. He
Get
can
some
stand in a
fucking
garbage
plastic.
pail.
Here's my jacket.
No
Yeah, E-Rock will hand him your jacket.
Paper
On
works.
newspapers like a dog.
It works for dogs. It can
Oh,
work
it's
for Evan.
terrible.
How appropriate he's using Newsday, though. The only daily no one reads.
Get the
I
Times.
fucking hate Newsday.
Get Morning
Newsday-
Dowd's column.
Newsday is the.
You don't like her?
Is a horrible.
She just got
paper.
busted. Did you see that today? For
No.
plagiarism.
Did she?
Yeah, Morning Dowd. She's all over the papers. Got
Oh, boy.
nailed for ripping off a blogger.
Wow.
She had to admit it yesterday.
She admitted it?
Yeah, she admitted it somewhere in here. I'll find it.
Good.
I know.
Term blogger is so derogatory these days. It's a blogging American. Please, blogger is.
Hey, can we go back to Evan? How was the third annual Big Al Bowling Bash?
It was great.
He's wearing his shirt, obviously.
Big Al Bowling Bash.
Wow, that sounds like a
It
fun
made it
time.
3 years, huh?
Sure.
All right.
What is that about? Is it just bowling?
It was some benefit, something or other. I don't even think I went to this. I just got the T-shirt somehow.
Well, you want that shirt.
Yeah.
There are plenty of people that did go
huh?
there and didn't get a shirt.
Didn't get a shirt.
No, they
They're
didn't.
bumming.
Yes.
Well, all right, now.
All right, now
I'm right in the line of fire here.
That ain't
Yeah,
How
yeah.
appropriate we have that on TV. Oh, you
Oh,
missed
there's
it.
some yellow. I saw that severe weather. Wait a minute. Here it comes.
I'm going to try my best.
Try your best.
Well, I mean, with so many people watching, I
You're
mean,
piss shy. You
Here's what you do.
fucking pee anywhere.
You just, if you have to, close your eyes. Deep breaths, complete relaxation.
That's right.
And just let it flow. Don't think about forcing it. Then the muscles clinch up. Just.
We got the picture to compare it to?
He's taking his shoes off. You got piss into your shoes?
Why are you taking your shoes off? That's silly.
Doesn't want to piss in his sneakers.
Just tell us when you're peeing.
Just relax.
All right. And don't stop the stream.
Relax. Think of water. Pouring water.
That's right. Think of standing on open wires.
Very relaxed. Just let it.
All right.
Let it.
Think of your family.
Oh, I do see a little. No?
Are you peeing your pants?
Nah, here it comes.
Let it go. Just let it go. Don't even think about it.
He's looking down.
Just let it keep going. We'll see where it's running down.
Just like I said.
Wait, it's going down the other side. Hold on.
That is a different.
No, he didn't.
That's a different pattern.
He's got a stripe of piss all the way down the inner thigh.
It's not done yet.
Oh my goodness!
I told you to put plastic down.
Much more.
And if he was sitting,
Wait, is that the other side now?
Yes.
He might have proved this point.
No,
I think he did.
If he was sitting,
he wasn't sitting though.
when he peed himself.
I stopped it. I don't think I should empty out the whole.
Well, just keep
bladder.
peeing. No,
I think he proved all of us wrong.
Did he prove his point?
Yeah, I think he did.
No,
and
I
the
think you
stench
gotta
of
keep
urine
peeing.
is unbelievable over
Wait,
here.
the crotch area is starting to get big.
He's the asparagus kid.
Yes, yeah, fuck.
Iraq's running to get more paper to put down.
The Daily
get
News,
him outta
not
here.
as absorbent as Newsday.
Finish up.
No, keep
Oh,
going.
yes.
Keep peeing. Of course, you can't stop.
Go stand in Bladder's office and tell me you want to work here.
All right. I'm finishing it.
No, he's got to go downstairs and wait in line to get an ID, just like that.
He's soaked. I think it was a sink issue,
It's
man.
like Reagan from The
I'm
Exorcist.
telling you, it was a sink issue.
If he was sitting, if you peed sitting, though,
Oh, jeez. Now it's in it. He's standing in it.
Iraq, why are you laughing?
he's soaking in it.
Here's what he did.
He's standing in his own puddle?
He fucking. Here's what he did. He aimed his dick down this time.
Yes,
He knew.
yes.
He was drunk. His little baby penis was pointing straight out, and he just made a wee.
Or he was sitting and pissing, which would make a different piss pattern.
You guys.
But if you notice the
guy peed his
quantity
pants for us, I'm
of
telling
piss
you.
here.
I think
I'm telling you,
I'm
the stench of urine now is unbelievable.
Yeah, it is really bad. It is really bad now. Now it is really bad.
I can't smell it.
Oh, it's
Oh,
horrible.
God.
Oh, my God. Okay, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, I honestly feel like I'm in Port Authority.
Yeah. Oh, get your pissy pants out of here. Give him like a stepping stones of newspapers to walk out of the studio with.
You got to have him go hit on somebody.
Yeah. Oh, unfortunately, I wish Jennifer Love Hewitt was here today. That would have been great.
Why would I do that? My left sock's ruined.
Your socks are wrecked? You pissed into your socks?
Oh, my left
You
sock
pissed
is-
way down. Like, I've never seen anyone piss all the way down to their shoes.
My left sock is saturated right now.
You did a good job.
Thank you.
I just twittered a picture of it.
Shit.
Yeah,
You're a mess.
Hey,
Oh, God.
we
Yeah,
got the
there wasn't that
replacement
much
pants
piss.
for him, right, Paul?
Yeah, we got the...
Of course. You want to give
All right, give him his replacement pants. Make sure he gets out of the...
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
Paul got your replacement pants.
I heart New York. Spandex
Stretchy
That's
pants.
I had to do things today.
What do you got to do? You're an intern.
Just put on your replacement pants.
They're going to look good.
Yeah.
Because it'll show up a little worse.
Yeah, go put them on.
Don't put them on.
And then swish hips down. I want to see those pants on.
Yeah, you got to put them on.
All right, well...
And I want to see him walking down the hallway in those
down the
pants.
hallway.
I want a
with
lap
pissy
dance
pants.
with him wearing
Oh, nice. I want a lap dance now.
Jesus.
That's just
It
disgusting.
really is. Why do we do this?
Why?
Not a Monday morning.
We were trying to prove a point, and I think he actually redeemed himself. Yes, sir.
I would like to point out that this is water piss, which is completely different from beer piss.
That's true.
And
In what way?
He was gone for a very long time in the bathroom. So my guess is he pissed himself, maybe even a little bit, and then tried to wash up, then coming up with the sink story as he's trying to wash himself.
Wash the piss off of his pants. That is a good idea.
I'd like you to explain to me water piss and beer piss, the difference.
Well, that's simple. A beer piss you can feel like deep down in your gut, whereas a water piss, not so much. It just feels like you got to take a leak. But a beer piss is fuller.
It's a heavier piss.
It's a heavier piss, yeah. So
It's more hops and
it just
barley in
kinda
it.
Spreads.
That's great.
Can you prove this?
I'm Jim Cook.
I'm
I'll
not
take a
dumb like
beer
you. I'm not
piss.
going to piss myself.
All right.
I think I proved my point. Okay.
Yeah,
Go put your
wow.
pants on.
Go put your replacement pants on.
Do it in the. What are you doing
Not
here?
here.
Not here. I mean, you're gonna have to look. He's gonna have to walk out on newspapers, and then
Make a trail like
get him.
it's,
Yeah.
like it's
Number one thing is get his pissy ass out of the studio,
and then open the curtain because I want to see him traipse down the hall in those fucking I Love New York pants.
Swivel hipsing.
Yeah,
and-
it's not gonna. It's not
Like
gonna
it's,
leak anymore.
It's like taking care of your granddad.
It really is. It
I know.
Really
They're
is.
putting him on a
molest Evan.
chair.
They're gonna
they're
wheel him
wheeling
down
him
the
in.
hall.
They're
He's not
wheeling
sitting
him
on the
out.
things you like.
They're wheeling him out.
Wheeling him out to go to the bathroom. Let me go to Ian in Toledo as Evan leaves the studio.
Ian.
Ian.
Hey, guys.
Good evening.
Hey, you have a what?
Ron and Fez Spy report.
All right.
Fez Watley is already on the phone with management to rat out Opie for someone peeing in the studio again. See you.
Oh, to rat out.
Does Fezzy do that type
Fez
of
ain't
thing?
a rat.
What is he doing? What is he doing?
Fez ain't a rat. He wouldn't rat you out.
Yeah, plus, it's not ratting. We're doing it on the radio.
Yeah.
They know
Yeah,
we're
how do
doing
you
it.
rat when we do it on the radio? Exactly. Shh. Everyone that heard that, shut up.
Good thing
Don't
they
mention it.
Good thing they don't take the piss newspapers out of here. Just leave them here. Like
Why would they?
Yeah.
Not on my
Yes.
jacket.
Know what
Yeah, not his jacket.
Know what I love about what just
Watch his
happened?
Greg's jacket is
Is
just
freaking
there's
out.
garbage pails against it, and
Know what I love about what just happened? Evan peed his pants to prove that he didn't
Yeah.
pee his pants.
Right? Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that is
That's
great.
brilliant.
He pissed.
That should be the way all criminal justice
Yes.
is. Whenever you've been accused of committing a crime, the only way to disprove it is commit the crime.
Commit the crime, and then we compare,
Yeah.
and see, and go, no,
Yeah.
guess you didn't.
everyone will be trying to get accused of rape.
So, Greg, what are we talking about on Red Eye tonight?
Ah, maybe some subject matter.
Well-
Did any of you guys see
Yes,
that amazing taser of the naked guy at Coachella?
No.
How did I miss this?
Oh, motherfucker.
Holy
Everyone
shit,
told me
we
to check it
love
out, and
it.
I
We
forgot
love
to
it.
do it.
I
tasering.
swear we're doing an entire A block on that because the
Oh,
thing
we
that kills
love
me,
tasering.
the thing that kills me about it is the fucking concert goers sitting there heckling the cops while they're just doing their job, and all they're trying to do is talk to this guy to stop, like to get his clothes on, and he won't put his clothes on. He's got the tiniest penis on the planet, and so the cops, these three cops are just going, just put your clothes on, and meanwhile all these smarmy kids are standing around going, the whole world is watching, man. And they're holding their cameras.
Oh,
The
okay.
audio is awful.
Horrendous.
Danny, can you try that?
That's all right.
Thanks.
And look how tiny his genital is. That just insane?
Wow, where are they?
What
Alaska?
a little dick.
Why would you run around naked if you're sporting that?
We got
But
any
you gotta
sound?
watch. You gotta watch the crowd
fuck?
coming in and just harass. These cops don't want to touch this guy.
Is there any sound?
Well,
Yeah.
they said the audio sucks.
Pull it way down. We got to get something, maybe.
Yeah, he's just being
He's-
obnoxious.
And then all the
throwing
people start
clothes
shaking
around.
his hands,
Ew.
congratulating him, giving him water, and the cops are just like, they don't want to be there. And
No.
then they put their camera phones in the cops' faces, and it's just wearing their Che Guevara shirts.
He's just, oh, yeah, great.
There's a cliched, a typical cliched douchebag in a Che Guevara shirt, just going like this, shaking his head.
Oh, look, now
he's touching the police.
Now he's patting the cop on the shoulder really hard.
Yeah, he deserves
And
whatever the
grabbing
cops
him.
give him now.
But when you see this, you really feel for the cops. These guys that they don't want to do this.
No.
It's like, just put your clothes on. The cops are being very reasonable.
Yeah. But wait till the
He
tasing
said,
starts.
look, I'm asking you to put your clothes on.
He's making a stand, man.
They're letting
Now
him-
he's picking up a feather boa, and he's just playing with a feather boa.
That
with
is-
That's a
his
penis?
dick
That
is
is-
non-existent.
I feel huge.
How
They just threw his clothes to
embarrassing.
him.
One of the cops just put surgical gloves on, and he's got him by the arm now. And he's pretty much telling him again, look, put your clothes on.
When they put the gloves on, you know you're about to get fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the blood gloves.
There could be some blood. Now they're trying to get his hands behind his back.
They're not brutalizing him. They're standing
No.
there just gently telling him, put your hands
He's
behind your
now
back.
resisting.
He's resisting.
And not putting his arms behind his back.
They're not. They're not
Somebody's
fucking with
telling him he looks beautiful.
Now it's just getting... Now the guy's resisting.
These people are all stoned, though. A bunch of dopes.
Yeah, a bunch of... Man, the cops, man.
Yeah, it's like, dude.
Bullshit, man.
This is just...
Who's filming the fucking the people?
They
Film the
actually
cops.
said this is bullshit. All right, they got one arm behind the guy's back.
They're not fucking him up.
Yeah, it gets ugly, but it only gets ugly because he fights, and then everybody, all these young punks who are going to need a cop once in their lives,
Right.
they're going to get pulled over, and I hope it's one of these guys.
He's resisting. Now he's resisting.
Now they're just tired of him. They're
All
putting him on
right,
the ground.
now you got to put him down.
Now they just had
But
enough of
got
this.
his leg is right on his testicles.
Head is in the ground now.
They're pulling his hair
They are
back.
tired of this fucking guy. I
They're
don't blame
not.
them.
This guy
And they
is
should
resisting.
be.
Look at
They
that
should be tired.
little tiny weenie.
Jesus Christ.
He's not putting his arms behind his back.
So now you hear the crowd.
They're not beating him.
No.
He's totally
resisting. Oh, there you go.
Now he's reaching for
Now
the taser.
he's reaching for the
now look
taser.
at everybody behind there is taking pictures, and these cops are just doing their job.
Turn
Turn him around. Oh, what fun.
Fucking asshole.
Oh,
that
he
hurts.
just kneed him in the stomach.
Now he gets up.
Uh-oh.
Asshole. Good.
Tased naked.
I mean, that has got to hurt, but he doesn't. He still does not stop. And you know what? I don't. It bothers me. The crowd bothers me because the crowd is egging this poor guy on.
Yeah.
They're egging on this naked guy, and the naked guy's getting tased. All these people make me sick.
They are tasing the shit out of him.
I know. It's unbelievable.
He's still
You hear that?
resisting.
And he's still resisting. I know. Listen to that lady.
His dick got bigger, actually. It's amazing.
It did. He's kind of getting hard from tasering.
This guy, he's got to
Frankendick.
be on something, man. There's no
Yeah,
way.
Why is he still resisting? What's
Probably-
wrong with
Oh,
him?
God. Right to the back of the neck. He just tased
They're
him.
still tasing him.
This guy's all bald.
Ew.
That's gonna be horrific.
Kick him in the ball. I would kick him in the balls.
This
so
guy
hard.
has got to. I mean, he's got to live with this for the rest of his life. This is going to be on.
Oh, my God, you're right.
Yeah, he will not be running for
How the
public
fuck is he
office.
still fighting, though? What is he on if he keep fighting?
Gotta be on something.
The taser.
He's also a big guy. I guess
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a lot of it too. It's like if you're.
Why the fuck are you still resisting?
Yeah.
He's fucked up.
Yeah, he ain't. He's not cooperating.
Yeah, he's naked.
Now look at,
Cooperating
look at
here.
all these people with their little phone. There's this little Chase shirt on.
Yeah. Fascist man. Ugh.
Oh, the white guy
Look
with the
at
hipster
these
fedora.
Now, each one of
Idiots.
them.
What a bunch of douchebags these people
You know,
are.
this is
He gets a
bullshit,
flash.
man.
Yeah. I'm so gonna blog about this when I get home.
Why are they
You
panning
know-
the crowd? I want to see the guy, the naked guy with the cops.
Yeah,
There
with
he is. Now he's
mini
compliant.
dick.
Yeah.
But the
Listen to this lady calling the cops assholes. She's like 17, 18 years old.
But here's the
Wait
option.
till she gets mugged.
The option is the cops could have put this guy down with a nightstick immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, they could have beat the piss out of him.
The reason why they use tasers is because to avoid brutality.
The
Did you
whole
hear that?
world's watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole world's watching. They watched police
Do their job.
completely use reasonable force to
Totally
subdue
reasonable.
this guy.
By the way, brave revolutionaries, they're all just sitting
And
there.
there, exactly. Where's the riot?
If you really give a shit,
Yeah.
why didn't you try to help the guy?
Exactly.
You
Instead
fake revolutionaries.
Instead, they egged him on.
Right. They're all like in a circle, behaving.
And who would they call if naked fucking crazy guy walked up to one of their chicks and was like, groping her or something like that? They'd be like, hey, where's the cops? Where are the cops?
Exactly.
Help me,
If
police.
this guy was rubbing up against their girlfriend,
Yeah.
they would have been the first one. Here, I got to ask you, how am I going to do that tonight on the show? I got to have something covered.
I'll tell you how.
Pixelation.
You pixelate something over it in a circle.
How about a
and,
normal sized penis?
and you write. No, you put a little circle over it and you write tiny in the circle.
But you got to follow that thing around, man.
You need one pixel, though. That's all it is. One pixel.
You'll
The
figure
easiest
something out.
pixelation ever.
Yeah. Oh, we got Evan with his replacement pants, everybody.
Oh, that's great.
Evan with his replacement pants coming in studio.
That-
they're making him.
Oh, here. Oh, his shirt is tied up.
Look at the way he walks.
He walks with this swivel.
That's the way he
hip
really
thing.
walks.
Look at his jiggly belly because he used to be fat.
And why do they have to tie his T-shirt in a knot?
That's fantastic.
I guess because they wanted
Alex
that.
Bennett. Yeah, Alex Bennett.
I love this studio.
We did that for you, Alex.
Cranky old douche.
No shit.
Fucking
Every
beat
day.
it.
Ram. Ew, you look horrific.
That is fantastic.
How do you have no cock bulge in those pants?
Were you at a concert recently?
He truly is the naked wizard.
That man's penis was an inch.
Yeah, that was nothing.
He might have been
there.
on mushrooms because they shrink you. Bob Levy did mushrooms,
That
and Bob's
wasn't
got a
even
big
an
rig. And Bob, I have pictures of Bob's penis from Woodstock '94, and it's like a fucking. It looks like his fucking torso has a small nose. It's like a little button nose.
Yeah, that guy was really sporting nothing.
So where are we going to see this guy? He's got to come out of the, and be on Oprah and.
The police. I think they were out of hand.
I think he sobered up and realized that he was the douche in that situation. To be honest,
Not really. He probably wouldn't have been at that concert. What concert was that?
That's Coachella.
Coachella, yeah.
But what kind of music they play?
It's just everything from alternative to metal and whatnot.
Oh, Booby Man says in the background you can hear a kid yell, "Your whole sick society." Where's that clip? Motherfucker,
There's
that's
a
good.
girl, Abigail. We think she's in danger.
Oh, fuck. Have you ever heard these clips, Greg?
Quincy.
It's a Quincy
Old
episode
episodes of Quincy.
with a punk rocker. He's
That's
punk-
a great episode.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Classic.
And then the music is so lame, and he just wants to go up and talk, and all of a sudden the whole auditorium is just quiet.
Yeah.
And they listen to an old coroner.
And lets the coroner, for some reason, the coroner goes out, makes arrests. He's investigating crimes. Like, you're supposed to sit there as the creep you are and dig into dead people.
That was the response to the Chips. Do you remember the Chips punk rock episode? That came out like a year earlier.
Fantastic.
Here's the Quincy
I like the
clips.
Chips roller skating episode with all the. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Dan Haggerty. And Dan Haggerty is skating.
Here's Quincy.
You think we're all zombie killers?
You're the killers. Your whole sick society. That's who's guilty, man. We're just your lousy scapegoat.
Scapegoat. Scapegoat.
I wanted a scapegoat.
Scapegoat.
But Quincy gives the speech. It's the worst music.
Yeah.
He's like, go ahead. You can call me. You can call me all the names you want.
All right,
It's like
douchebag.
awful fucking.
Oh, speaking of awful.
Is that Bob?
He's coming down
Wow.
the hall.
Jesus.
Was Bob coming?
Is that our super agent?
Oh, no. I have a
Did you
show
know
to
that
do.
he was coming?
Hi, Bob.
What are you doing?
Oh, my God. You're sitting on
I
Greg's
know. This is what I wear tonight.
Greg.
This is what I
That's
wear.
Greg's jacket. Exactly. I love that jacket.
Greg,
Hey, did you have to buy that from the guy in Poltergeist 2? Hey, Bob, why doesn't Bob come in?
No.
No, I don't.
Why? Is there problems?
We're already having an average show. We don't
He's
need
not
a
allowed
bad
to come.
show.
He has to be invited across the threshold. He can't just walk in.
Greg, I could show you something with the jacket to get the wrinkles out.
Oh, thank you. It's
No,
a
for
little-
real.
Yeah,
No.
really?
Yeah. Hand it
I'm not
over.
giving you my
Don't.
jacket.
You are a smart man.
Yeah. It's something I learned.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
get those
It's
wrinkles
called
out
a
in a
ball it
second.
up and
Why do
tap
I have to
dance.
take my
Yeah.
pants off?
Fuck. All right, Evan's still standing there.
Yeah, I want Evan to go out
Are
and
we done
flirt
with
with
him?
Bob. Can you go out and flirt with Bob Eatman? I want you to go out and bat your eyes at Bob.
Can we just have him do one big circle around this facility?
This is like a mall for Bob. He's just walking through looking for clients.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Yes, Sam
He
Roberts.
already ran into a group of ladies right outside the bathroom.
Really? You want to do one?
Did they like him?
One circle?
Yeah, they said they could tell what religion he was. I think that was.
You know what he's like?
It's an
He's
old
like,
Robin Williams
he's
line.
like one of the first inmates at Oz. You know?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like where they dress. All he needs is some lipstick.
Beecher.
Oh, and then he's just getting his ass branded. And, yeah. Shit smeared on you.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do a lap.
All right, you do a lap. We got Greg Gutfeld from Red Eye. Ants on tonight.
Yes.
It's a great show. It's one of the top DVR shows in America because it's on late.
Yeah, I believe
very
so.
late.
Yeah,
But people are
it's not
DVRing
by
this
choice.
shit.
Eastern.
Yeah.
Thursday's
But,
supposed to be good. I heard tonight's kind of a weak lineup, but Thursday's supposed to be really good.
Yeah.
Hey! What? Oh.
Hush up.
Oh, I'm on Thursdays. Why did I explain that? We all got it, Jim. Asshole I am.
You said it was a good show.
Hey, who's on Tuesday and Wednesday?
Oh, fantastic. Ben Stiller and J.J.
wow.
Abrams.
There you go.
There you go.
Good. Nice lineup.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Dice is stopping by today, too. As we go to break, we got Dice.
yeah.
Elvis Dice Clay. I think this is worth playing again.
You're hanging,
more,
right, Greg?
More with Greg Gutfeld after the break.
For years, the Las Vegas Strip has played host to some of the world's best entertainers, from the Rat Pack to Tom Jones and Siegfried and Roy. Now set your sights on a new entertainment destination. Ladies and gentlemen, live from Convention Room A inside the Holiday Inn Express in Henderson, Nevada, the latest and greatest tribute to the King, Elvis Dice Clay.
She's here right up. Well, she made me love, darling, 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 I'm coming home.
Decked out in an authentic polyester sequin jumpsuit, Elvis Dice Clay karate kicks his way through 25 years of solid gold Elvis Presley hits.
I'm going to do all your favorite songs, ladies and gentlemen, all 5,452 of them. I'm a steamroller, baby. Bring it up, baby. I'm going to roll all over you.
Play the nickel slots and sing along with the best Elvis impersonator this side of the Mississippi.
You know, I came along when rock and roll music had no trend. I feel very lucky.
Enjoy dining at the free buffet while Elvis Dice Clay sings you a delicious melody. Seniors get in free with AARP membership card. You'll cream your granny panties at every show.
Jesus Christ, what a box. You could see the meat pocket right through her fucking panties. We'll try this one, man. For Dixieland.
The latest and greatest tribute to the king, Elvis Dice Clay. 8, 9:30, and 11, 7 nights a week. Live from Convention Room A at the Holiday Inn Express in Henderson, Nevada.
We're loving this new website. We talked about it about an hour ago. It's called Guess Her Muff. God, I love this site, Dan.
GuessHerMuff.blogspot.com.
So guesshermuff.blogspot.com.
Yep.
Okay.
It's clothed girls. Girls, they're just wearing their clothing. And I guess you got to try to guess their muff because there's a link you hit and it shows them naked. But there's just something very hot about seeing them with clothes on first and then completely naked.
It's very Girl Next Door.
Yes.
Very voyeuristic.
Which is way better.
Yeah.
The girl next door is way better.
I'm going to see somebody that I'm related to.
Yeah, it does because... Wow. Goddamn, she's got like Fred Flintstone stubble.
And I can't believe all these women know they're on this site. They can't not everyone. This is all
When was the last time you went to a website where it had Blogspot in the title?
These are all
Maybe it's
pictures,
under the radar until today.
These are all pictures that could be like just relatives on vacation at the beach until, they're spread out. What a deceiving.
Dude, I was so in, right?
Dude.
I'll tell you when I wasn't in. And still sort of in, and then...
Nope. No, the second. Look at that. She has got the hairiest bush. Let me see the regular picture of her.
Looks like an aerial shot of the Adirondacks.
Never would have guessed that. Never would have guessed that. The Adirondacks.
Wow.
Wow, she really did
she
have
had
a
everything
hairy
growing
one.
in.
So did
all the
anybody
way up to
catch
her
the
legs and
Obama
everything.
speech at Notre Dame yesterday?
Oh, fuck you, Greg. The ruiner of everything
Quite
fun.
A lot of controversy.
Yeah, was there?
A few hecklers were thrown out.
Catholics, oh my God.
All right, now we're...
Oh, come on. Fidel Castro.
1964?
Jesus.
That Dr. Judy or whatever her name
Dr.
was.
Zayas.
The one who... Laura Schlesinger?
Oh, yeah.
Someone is saying check out number 421. Now people are picking their best.
Requesting numbers.
Booby Man's good, too. I trust Booby Man from Brooklyn. He's saying go with 421. If 421 is really spectacular, then we'll move on to Obama's dumb
You
speech.
stay
with Greg
away from
Gutfeld,
421.
the host of Red Eye.
I didn't even see the speech.
Oh, really?
I thought Obama handled it well, though. I mean, I thought he made some... what he said was good.
Oh,
about
421.
Yeah.
The abortion issue.
I think it was Jim Norton was in one of those pictures.
I know.
Did you see
dude,
that?
I saw that picture, too.
Yeah.
It looked like Jimmy.
Probably was. Who is the bitch I was with?
All right, we're getting to 421. 421. Is that
her right
421?
there?
421.
All right, let's take a look at
Click on 421. This guy seems to really dig her.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
What's her
all
box
right.
look like, Dan? I can't see from this
Nothing
angle.
wrong with her. Right
That's
there.
right there.
That's fucking awful.
Does she have
What's wrong with her?
There's no lips on it.
Is there a little freckle to the
Oh,
right?
Jimmy needs.
A little freckle?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy needs those big, beefy ones.
Looks like Jackie Chan is blinking. Fuck is that? I like a nice fat one.
We could either do Obama's speech or the 25 most controversial
click on her.
movies ever.
Controversial movie
Yes.
sounds like fun.
Wait.
She looks drunk there.
See, this is evil. You can't stop looking at this
No,
stuff.
porno
It's not
is-
good. It'll just destroy. It prevents you from. It's like smoking pot in the morning.
There's no-
It's like you'll never get anything done.
Because there's always you just one more. You just
Yeah.
one more.
It can't hurt. It's another couple of seconds out of your life.
Greg,
Yeah.
it's rare that we find a really good new website.
Yeah,
No, it's
I mean,
not.
this is a terrific one.
Yeah.
It's not rare.
It's
We always do.
extremely simple too. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's clothed girl, nude girl. Move on to next one.
Okay.
Well, all right. Enough.
Yes.
Enough.
Hey, there's a Prego one.
Oh, please.
I don't
429.
want to see that.
429.
All these pictures are so normal, and then they.
We're going Prego.
I hate Pregos.
We're just doing it for the goof. Got to
I
end
wanna see 'em
somewhere.
naked.
Then we'll do the 25 most controversial movies ever. Here's Prego.
Movies. Did you just say boobies?
Boobies, yeah.
I just saw Eyes Without a Face yesterday. You ever see that movie?
I did not.
That's a great movie.
Man Without a Face with Mel Gibson really annoyed me.
Yes.
Here we
It was
go.
shit.
Here we go, Prego.
They should have got a real guy without a face.
Here we go,
No.
Prego.
Oh, that's nice. She's got. What does she have?
Big giant areolas.
Lucky you. Tattooed on her belly.
And she was in the process of moving. Like, why would you start posting that she's moving into a place?
Moving, pregnant, and what's she shoving up her?
Her name is on the back on that box. You could, you probably can't read the name.
What's she shoving up there, Dan?
Hanger. It's something clear.
Something clear. Is it a glass? Is
No,
it a wine
I don't
glass
think so. I
stem or
think it's
something?
just a clear dildo.
All right, how about most controversial movies ever?
Now, what is the controversy based on?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I didn't feel like reading.
Oh, okay.
Just think controversy.
I'm naming some. I think I might have a few.
Oh,
All right.
you do.
We'll go with the top 10. Screw the top 25.
Well, the top 25, I don't think I have top 10.
Here's Jimmy.
Wait, I want to play.
All right, let's
You
play.
don't write. You just.
I'm just jotting down the ones I think.
All right, you yell one out. No,
Clockwork Orange.
Yes.
Clockwork Orange.
Absolutely. Yeah. I have that one.
That's very controversial.
Number 2.
The Accused.
The Accused. Controversy.
Clockwork's number 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a big one.
The Accused is not on the list.
Last
Sorry.
Tango in Paris.
Oh, wow.
Wait, where? Whoa,
Last Tango in Paris has got to be
Very
like in the top.
controversial.
Number 9.
Birth of a Nation.
Number
By
7.
That's it?
Not number 1, huh? Midnight Cowboy.
Tango and Cash.
Yes, the controversy was that it actually was a movie.
Midnight Cowboy's a good one.
Midnight Cowboy.
Midnight Cowboy.
Carnal Knowledge.
Well, hold on. Is Midnight Cowboy on there because it's rated X? No?
Nope.
Wasn't Carnal Knowledge also rated
Fritz
X?
the Cat.
I remember that when I was growing up.
Those
Nope.
movies always frightened me. Porno cartoons as
Porno
a kid
cartoons is
confused me.
scary.
Patch of Blue.
Yeah.
A Patch of Blue.
Nope.
Really?
Nope.
About the interracial...
It's on my list.
Apocalypse Now.
No.
Okay.
Miley and Otis.
No.
The Defiant Ones.
No.
Wow.
Ant, where are you? Where are you at?
Well,
Ant.
I'm trying to think now. I'm getting thrown by
The
a lot
Marielle
of these
Hemingway
no's.
movie where there was lesbianism.
Lipstick?
No. What was the lesbian one where they're athletes and they have a thing?
I was going to say Breaking Away. Something.
That's
I
Dennis
don't-
Christopher.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Whatever happened to him?
Bonnie and
Don't know.
Clyde.
He's in a movie called Fade to Black.
No Bonnie.
Where he was
Bonnie and Clyde, 21. You got to
All right.
think more like
Thank you.
commercial movies.
That's what I'm
These are
trying
all
to
commercial
think
movies.
of.
They're all huge movies.
Yeah.
But I mean, you'll know when you.
Dirty Harry. Death Wish.
No,
Death
wait,
Wish?
slow down.
That's a
no,
good one.
no.
That's good.
You know what's great about Death Wish?
No.
Is
Do the
that
right thing.
You could never make that movie now because New York it's changed
Doesn't
so
look
much.
like that.
You can't have gangs that dress in different clothes.
Yeah.
they all dress like they were in Fame. All the old gang members from the 70s, they were all had headbands, all of different races. That's not the way it is now.
No.
Gangs wear the same thing,
Yep.
and they're in different gangs depending on their nationality. You know, you have Irish gangs, Hispanic gangs.
And you can't just walk around seeing gangs.
Exactly.
Like, it just doesn't happen.
I know we're trying to move on, but there's 2 coming in. Kevin from his house. Jimmy would love number 395. And Jeff in Staten Island, a fantastic surprise on 337. You want to write those numbers down?
That is Jim Norton.
They're all looking
The
at
pen
this
doesn't work.
website. They're not even listening to our show anymore. Do the right thing, yes, 22.
Okay, I got
A couple more guesses, then I'll quickly throw out the top 10 list for everybody.
Do the right thing.
Let's
see.
get number 1. Let's get
number one's got to be really obvious.
I can't believe it's not Birth of a Nation. What the fuck is more controversial?
Number 1
Don't
was-
say Gone with the Wind.
Deer
That's not-
Hunter. It's not number 1.
Wait, it's 12.
All right.
Number 1, let's get it.
All right.
Relatively newer movie.
Borat?
No.
I'm trying to go off.
Relatively new.
Well, I don't want to like totally give
what
how
year,
many
what
years
era?
ago.
Might as well, if we're going to say it, might as well guess.
Juno? Because it's about an unwed chick
Kids is one.
with a baby.
Kids is 23, Jimmy.
I never saw that movie.
Me neither. I just know the name.
Relatively new, not meaning it's more than a couple years.
All right. Well, what's it from?
But not like from the fucking
Dogma.
How about this? It's 2000 on. The movie was made.
Oh, the fucking
no.
The Da Vinci Code is one.
Yeah, that's up there. It's 13.
Okay. Oh, Last Temptation of Christ.
Oh.
That has to be on the list.
Number 6. Sorry.
No, then there's the
Could
other
be
one.
Passion. The Passion.
Number 1.
Wow.
Yeah, when you said Last Temptation, I'm like, it's got to be
Passion of the Christ was not the most controversial movie of all time.
Number 1, my friend.
Yes, it is. It's on the list, Jim.
No, but it's not the most because it was.
Who decided what was on the list anyway? Was it a poll or
Apparently the Jews. It wasn't though.
Crying Game did not make the list. What do we got, Dan? Anything good?
Well, if the list is from Entertainment Weekly, by the way. But I have the.
Let's see the girl.
Which one is this?
300, the 395 girl.
Which was 395? Hold on. Which one was it?
Polka-dotted skirt.
Is this the one for Jimmy or the nice surprise?
I think you said the surprise was 337.
Okay. All right. So this is for Jimmy then, I think.
This is 395.
It's got to be a dick.
There's something happening.
Oh, is she pissed?
Oh, you know, they figured you'd like the couch.
It's a meaty.
Yeah, it was all about where she was sitting.
I like the light blue pillow on the sofa.
Yeah, there's this.
Wait, what was the?
I don't know. She probably has a big pussy lips.
I
thought she
can
was
tell.
pissing.
And then this is what?
Well, I got to get to it, but 337 will be up next once I get.
And which one was that? A nice surprise?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Now I'm all confused by.
I think
we don't listen.
Some of the
well.
listeners just like think that
Yeah,
something's going to go over
Sometimes
really,
it's
really
okay.
well.
Sometimes they hit
This is
it.
them
Sometimes
thinking they're being
just like
clever.
our show. Who
Yeah,
cares?
what the fuck?
They think they're being clever.
Sometimes the show stinks, and other times we're off for that day.
Did Bob bore you during the commercial break? Ugh, is he just atrocious?
It's awful.
Is he right
It
there?
was like talking to myself.
Yeah, it's just
without the interesting back and forth.
All right, here's 337.
And what was this?
Nice surprise.
It says the brunette. So,
all right, the brunette.
Her.
All right,
we'll click her.
All right, here we go.
And we get.
Oh, hello.
Oh, well, that's
nice.
a
She
little
has
addition.
A dick up her butt.
Yeah, she's making that face like
I like
she's
that she's
got that.
on top of a bunch of journals, medical journals.
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
noticed that those are not published? Those are like hardcore archive.
She's on a slop. She's on like a dining room table.
There's
being
just
fucked.
pages all over the. I like how Greg just notices the background.
Yeah, what's wrong
He's
with
like
you,
that. There's
Greg?
a dick in her ass, and he's like, "Well, I believe
look.
that is
I believe that is the.
I believe she's pre-med.
Encyclopedia Britannica from."
Her clit is rubbing the Zagat's guide.
Zagat's. You want the top 10 or what?
Yes.
Most controversial movies ever. You got Baby Doll. Anybody?
I didn't see that one.
Nope.
Anyone?
No.
Is that with
even
some
you?
old lady?
Wait a minute.
Betty Davis?
That was with what's her name as a kid.
I don't even.
Is that baby? Is that Betty Davis?
No, I think that was with
Baby Doll.
what the fuck's her name from Blue Lagoon?
Brooke Shields.
Brooke Shields.
Oh yeah.
Is that her? Brooke Shields.
I
who
think
did
you're
some,
right.
Like,
It was a
nude
Roman
scenes or
Roman
something.
Polanski.
Yep.
Yeah,
Roman Polanski
Yeah?
movie.
I think.
That guy knew how to make a movie.
Yeah.
Sure did.
What is this one?
Well, I know her.
Oh, I'm just kind of browsing.
right.
I know her.
I know her.
This website has completely shut down the internet.
Just very
shut down the show. 10 is Baby Doll. 9, Last Tango in Paris.
Yep.
8, Natural Born Killers.
Oh, right, okay.
I love that movie.
See?
7, The Birth of a Nation. 6, The Last Temptation. We got that one. 5, JFK.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
4,
Yeah.
Deep Throat.
Oh, porn. Come on.
3, a movie no one saw, Fahrenheit 9/11. No one saw that.
Yeah.
2, Clockwork, and then 1, Passion. Other notables, The Warriors.
Warriors.
Again, another movie that can't be done.
Oh no, they were all.
Why? Gangs were just like that in Yankee uniforms,
Yeah.
rollerblades.
Basic
Idiotic.
Instinct in there.
No cops.
Caligula, none of us guessed
Oh,
that.
yeah, that's right.
Oh God! Did you ever sit through that movie?
Caligula.
I love it.
Caligula?
I love it.
It really is.
Great movie.
I love it when
the
he makes
oddest
forces that guy
thing.
to drink and then he cuts his
Of
stomach.
course.
Yeah. That's
And then
So odd.
More
that
wine.
and 25 was Aladdin.
Aladdin. Oh
because of the dick on the cover.
no, because wasn't it an issue about like some kind of ethnic protest? About
Yeah.
how
I thought the cartoon
Arabs were-
Disney Aladdin. That one.
Stephen S. makes a good point. Lolita. You ever see Lolita?
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You ever read Lolita?
Yeah, that's a great book.
You ever do radio 5 days a week with Lolita? Tee-hee.
Tee-hee. Yeah.
Lolita.
What does old Bobby want? You talk to him?
No, he just happened to be in the area for something. He's
Happen to be in the
stopping
area.
by.
He lives in Los Angeles.
He's doing something here. Who knows? I think it's a living corpse convention.
Oh shit!
where he and other bodies that have risen from the dead fucking meander around a hall somewhere, and you get to throw fucking rotten tomatoes at them.
The best part
is full. Agents will walk the earth.
The best part is he thinks he's interesting. Is he listening to this?
I don't know.
Which one? Who are you talking about? Do I have I met him?
Our super agent, Bob.
You wouldn't know it if you
just
did.
outside.
He's like melatonin with shoes.
You'll know him.
You'd rather get skin cancer.
When you see him.
You'll know when he goes, "Hi, I'm Bob," and you go, you can't help it.
And you wake up 4 hours later, then you know you met Bob. Oh, he's the worst.
You guys interested in the Aladdin controversy at all?
Yeah, I guess.
That's the one with the box, right?
Yeah, but I think it had to be more than just
No.
a box, no?
The American Arab Anti-Discrimination Committee balked at a lyric describing the film's Arabian setting as a land, quote, where they cut off your ear if they don't like your face.
Oh, yeah.
The studio dubbed out the lyric for subsequent releases.
What, they don't like the fact that that's too mild for what they actually do?
Exactly. They
cut off the whole head for fucking looking like a woman?
Just to be fair...
That's a better lyric, actually.
Yes, I like it. It's a toe tapper.
Just to be fair, Craig Sorelli from Scranton writes, "Ope, what the fuck are you talking about? No one saw Fahrenheit 9/11? Seriously?
Made 100 million, I think.
How many? Oh, did it make 100
I'm
million?
guessing.
Then I
Horrible tit
apologize.
job.
There's no one I know that saw that. Did anyone in this room see
I did.
that?
I went to the theater and saw it.
Who else?
I hate Michael Moore.
Oh, why?
Oh, wait, what am I thinking? I'm an asshole.
What are you thinking?
I saw that movie and it was huge.
What were you thinking?
All right.
9/11?
No, I was thinking the other one, the
World Trade Center?
United or what the fuck?
United
was it?
Flight.
United 93.
Yeah, 90.
United. I'm sorry.
That was a
See?
good movie, too.
Craig, I apologize. I saw
I didn't see
Fahrenheit
her
and I
clothes
loved
on
it.
first.
Oh.
Bummed me
that
out.
one.
Oh, shit. That would have been good if I
Stay
saw her.
collected.
She
with
was good.
clothes on first.
Who's the
Oh,
special?
That was a
okay.
good
Bikini
surprise.
Girl.
You guys want a Russian treat? Check out 422.
Who's the special guest tonight, Greg? You always have a good interview.
Okay.
Travis-
Ezra Levant from he's a Canadian author who was put before the Human Rights Tribunal in Canada
For what?
for saying something that they disagreed with.
Those fucking assholes. What did he say?
I don't know.
Was it
I gotta read the
racial?
book. I have to read the book.
Look him up. I would love to see what that is, because Canada is fucking so annoying when it comes to
they are.
the racial stuff or whatever. They really are. Them in England are terrible.
Yep.
But what about Mason Reese?
He looks good.
Yeah, we were talking about old masonry.
earlier.
I met him about a couple months ago at a bar. He's a little guy. He has not
certainly
grown.
is.
He has not grown.
Little Masonries. Boy, was he the hit of the little talk shows back then in the 70s.
Yeah.
Him and Rodney Allen Rippey.
Somebody's got to tell him the goatee doesn't hide the chin.
No, it
It
does.
doesn't.
You can't grow a goatee and then shave it right up to the chin, the double chin.
Yeah.
Oof.
I'm not afraid to sit on stuff where my feet are dangling either.
It's just.
Yeah, I know, but that's a shoebox.
It's real. He is a tiny little guy.
How tall is he?
It's a shoebox. He's like this tall. I mean, I'm a short guy,
Yeah.
and I was towering over.
You fucking bully him?
I loved it. I loved it.
Punched him.
That looks like a doll. That doesn't even look real, that one.
It's better.
Danny just keeps trolling through these. How many fucking girls are on this site?
It's got to be 6, 7 girls.
Sorry, Craig.
Some of them look so much better with
They're
their
so
clothes
promising.
on, and then others.
It's like
just-
real life.
Yeah, it is like real life. You see them, and then it's like the clothes come off, and you're like, oh gosh. All right.
My life's what happened when you're making other plans.
Oh, aren't you right, Tim?
We got one more to do before we send everyone home.
Yeah.
China's sex theme park comes to abrupt end.
What happened?
China's first sexually explicit theme park was torn down before it even started after an outcry from officials.
Why?
Didn't they go for
China's
the permits
weird.
and everything
Like
beforehand?
that.
You know how fun the cave would look?
They don't.
Big you know it's going to be a bad ride when there's a big string hanging over the door?
Just throw red shit on you. As you're in
Closed for a week.
Yeah. Got to go in through the back. Then the cave yells, ow. And then the park rolls over and says, get off me.
Got to go through the mud hole. We're like fucking third graders.
What could they possibly put in a sex theme park?
Loveland, set to open October in the southwestern
Loveland.
city of
in Huangfang, in the Xinjiang province of Ningbo.
Every city sounds like pots and pans falling.
Yes.
Silly.
I can't even attempt words that have a GQ combo.
They should never have that.
Featured exhibits on sexual history and how to workshops. A picture of the park entrance showed a signboard with the park's name straddled by a giant pair of women's legs topped by a red thong. But the plans left. Who wants to do the city name?
I'll do it.
All right, ready? But the plans left.
Trenton. Oh, that's wrong.
Say what city?
Red-faced. They ordered the park torn down over the weekend. Officials called the planned park vulgar, ill-minded, and misleading.
Why was it misleading?
It was a sex park, and
Yeah.
there was no sex there.
Because there was no
That's
love. That's misleading.
Well, you know what it is? They didn't like the penis thing that said you must be this big to ride because none of the Asians could get on the ride.
Dan, can you help me out? Adam in Vegas writes, "Hey, Ope, look at the feeders on number 283."
Come on, that's way
past
back.
283.
Are you way past
That's way
283?
back. Come
How
on.
many are there?
You should have a search feature to be able to just punch a number in, huh?
Really?
Oh.
And then 248 is so bad.
I bet she's not. No. Should be a bonus picture on her. We have completely ground the show to a halt because you can't
You know what?
stop looking
You know
at
what this
nudity.
is a great point, though, about like if you're going to wage war in a country, you drop porn first.
Yes.
And
everywhere.
Because it's like, how are these guys in a foxhole
Gonna
going to be able to pay
plan
attention?
things and yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah, well, okay.
Look at that. Wow.
Let me see, Dan.
Hey, wait! I've seen her before.
But don't you think that like in the last 10 years there's been an explosion of porn? That's got to hurt the economy because everybody's watching it.
It hurts the economy except for Kleenex.
Dude, I saw her on that other link you gave me, and all the shit behind her wasn't blanked out. It had her name, address.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like postcards from home. She's in college or something.
I'll look her up.
Well, Dan, what are you zipping by that one? Let's see her bag.
Yeah, look at that.
Jesus, you're zipping by, yeah. Let's see
You're
her-
zipping by.
She
Fucking
looks like.
slow down. I don't want to just see her naked. I want to see the legs way open.
She's had an appendectomy, apparently.
Yeah.
There's a website waiting to happen, just women with appendectomies.
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
I'm sure it's out.
Open it up.
Yes. I love the hand there.
Yeah,
That adds a bit of
nasty man hand on her.
Yes.
Dude, that was my hand.
Well, these are
Ooh.
nice girls.
That's,
Wholesome.
that's a
regular-
prom picture.
That's some regular chick
Yeah.
that you
Yeah.
you pick up and you get her home and she looks like this.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Flat.
she's a little.
She got flat tits.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
and
she's a
big
little
hairy
hairy
bush.
down there.
There's that word again. Tits.
She's
It's a
awful.
fun word. Hate it. Oh,
the
she's
word.
cute.
They're
At least
all,
what she
you know,
looks like.
This is so depressing. All these nice girls doing this. They don't have to do this.
Yes, they do.
No.
Yeah, they don't.
Just thigh highs and
This
garters.
breaks my heart.
Isn't
I
this
grew up
horrible?
with sisters. I watched this. It makes
Let's
me.
hope we see one of them.
Yeah, why don't you give Greg your daughter rap that I heard on your little secret show?
That wasn't mine. It was
Holy
talking about
shit.
Travis.
Holy shit.
Me and Danny were talking about Travis's.
I tease Travis.
Oh, yeah, open the
Yeah,
nerd.
soon
I want
to
to see the
be-
nerd.
Soon to be
'Cause
daughter.
someday some guy is gonna take Travis's daughter out. And,
Danny talks about that all the
have
time.
sex with her.
apparently. For some
And Travis gets a little upset about the thought of his little girl, who isn't even born yet, is going to be old enough where she's got like fingers inside.
No,
her
it's not gonna
vagina.
happen. It's not gonna happen.
Like a boy's fingers in her vagina.
man.
You know
Man
what? You
fingers,
got to
man.
cut those apron strings.
Oh, Uncle Paul.
I'll babysit for you. Pet the dog.
Pet the dog. Hey, why'd you click on her, Danny? You're wasting valuable time.
Can I ask a question? Boy found dead at playground. Why is this news for real?
Because
The fuck?
maybe it was a
It's
murder.
tragic. It sucks.
Maybe he didn't fall off the monkey bars.
But
Maybe it was
what is
murdered.
that? That's just to put a little fear in every fucking parent's fucking brain today. MSNBC.
Oh.
Found neighbors have raised $4,000 for a casket for boy's funeral. Fuck
Can't someone just donate a casket?
Yeah, really. Why come everyone's got to pay? Those fucking casket companies don't give a shit.
Off the subject. She has a nice vagina.
They're,
You like
they're
that meeting?
screaming
Back.
320, 320. What
my
number are we
God.
up to?
I'm
Are
all
we
the
way
way-
past 320?
Yeah, man. I'm like
Come
down
on.
in the 150s.
That's crazy.
Oh, fuck. We
Can't
can't
be
get
going
a great
all the way to
site this is.
320.
We can't get to
Yeah, like I said, I'm looking at the
boy.
background. I like the little polka dot background. In
yeah,
the,
yeah, you're looking at the
I'm
background.
looking at the background and going like, that's
Hey,
very
Travis.
thoughtful.
Travis,
The whole
Yeah.
shot.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
Greg Sorelli, who I apologize to from Scranton, writes, guys, why was Travis's pregnant wife holding a glass of wine in Ant's Twitter pic?
Because she was drinking a glass
Oh,
of wine.
that
It's
was-
not a big deal.
That was grape juice.
Oh, all right.
She just wanted to seem like one of the
No,
guys.
you know what? Because a lot of people commented on that. It's,
Here goes Travis.
Yeah, no, it's and it's all men, and I didn't know this either, but it is so perfectly acceptable to drink a glass of wine when you're pregnant.
Absolutely, absolutely. You can have it. I mean,
how they
people
get pregnant.
People overreact about that stuff, but I mean,
Yeah.
you could have at least. I think it's at least one glass a night, possibly 7 or 8.
You can.
Alcohol never affects the infant.
No, not at all.
Dr. Steve said that that's not a problem.
My mom smoked and drank
that's why
all
it's
through
good
her
to bring
pregnancy.
up.
Exactly.
That was back in the 60s.
Oh, what our mothers were
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
during their pregnancies? I don't even want
She was riding dirt bikes and,
Oh, yeah.
and parachuting and.
My mom smoked cigars and turned tricks.
Yeah, I know my mom was smoking cigarettes and drinking when I was pregnant. Yeah. And look, I'm fine. But Travis, yes, a lot of people commented on that. Tell them to go fuck themselves.
You know, I mean, it's mostly like a guy, like we don't know, you know, but like girls, they know that kind of stuff, you know. Even
Yeah.
our childbirth teacher, she was like, yeah, you know, go to sleep with a glass of wine if you can't sleep.
Yeah.
And
there you go. You had a chance to explain.
Some
Yeah,
heroin
see?
is
There
not
you
a
go.
problem either. If
No,
wanna
no, you can do
shoot
that.
up some heroin.
And have a bunch of cigarettes if you need to wake up.
Yeah.
30.
Crystal meth. Oh, well, that's a tit job, but it doesn't look that bad. I bet they feel very hard, though.
Horrendous.
Yeah.
Should we just go home now? Because the porn site. has
Yeah, we're
really
accomplishing
fucked us up.
nothing as usual.
Yeah, plus there's some changes today. So.
Oh, Ron and Fez start at 11
Christ almighty,
today.
let's get the fuck out of here.
New schedule for 202. Ron
my
and Fez
God.
start
At
at
11 sharp.
So we keep the live programming going all the way till 3
wrong
o'clock.
on that one.
It looks like Buzz. the
No,
first
she looks
girl
like
I-
fucking. She looks like Leonard Lawrence from Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, exactly.
Private Pile. Leonard
Private
talks to
pile
his,
with a vagina.
Leonard talks to his protruding vagina.
We got to go. Ants on Red Eye tonight. Greg Gutfeld,
Yes.
it's always a pleasure. Next
Thank
time
you.
you come in here, we'll talk like current events and stuff.
That's okay.
That'll be our promise we make to you, my friend.
Gonna
We love
talk
the
about
Red Eye. You
little
got to check
weenie
it out.
taser guy
Yep.
tonight.
Yeah, you gotta-
3 a.m. on the East Coast, midnight on the West Coast.
Yeah, we'll
it's
do
a DVR show.
We'll spend the whole show looking at that website.
You should
Yeah.
promote the DVRing of your show. That's
Yeah.
the way to go, man. All right.
Ron and Fez.
Ron and Fez start in 15 minutes. Like I said, new programming changes, whatever. Schedule. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Opie and Anthony morning, 6 to 11 a.m. live and uncensored.
Just about every human being would be offended by what you said today.
Virus. Sirius 197, XM 202.